when we went into that Masters Bangkok event, there was no one in the world that was predicting T1 to win that whole thing. So I'm seeing a team who won an event who was like, oh my God, we did it, versus now a T1 that carries way more confidence with them, and it's the flip side for EDG. They used to be the team that came in with all the swagger in the world, but now it feels like they are lacking a little bit of that confidence.
Sure, I think that's reasonable framing. I also do think, though, in terms of early days here at Santiago, T1 will be more disappointed about being a 0-1 team than EDG.
Ooh,
I think
call.
Because they've come in with a decent seeding, they would have expected to win that opener.
Well, I just got a little spoiler, which is the fact that EDG want to continue to lean into what works, which is Kong picking up the AWP, playing the agents where that weapon is most useful. Statistically, the Chamber has been his best agent this year. They've swapped up, obviously, fully away from that harbor look.
This is a good setup. This gives them a chance, I think, in this bind. I think personally.
No, I absolutely agree with you. I think the solo duelist chamber comms that we've been seeing in Americas, run by teams like G2 and 100 Thieves, they've actually been immaculate. RRQ's been doing it in Pacific. It gives you such an ability to control the tempo of the game.
Folks, the last time these teams met, T1 sent EDG home at Masters Bangkok. Will history repeat itself? Let's send it back over to your casters. Here's Pansy and Hypoc.
This feels like it needs to be redemption in my eyes, Mike. Both of these teams performing to a degree that I think is less than their potential so far.
Definitely, yeah.
They've got to show me something here to warrant moving forward.
Yeah, and I think more so for me, it's EDG on the side of that. I'm so happy, obviously, to be coming into bind.
With the panic on your face.
See some changes, because again, it was just... It wasn't here. It wasn't here.
No, you didn't use that.
No, I used another word, but we're on now,
okay,
so...
true. Yeah. We've gone past agent selectors, production told us. We are now live into the game on the defending side, EDG T1 on the attack. And we've got a set standard adjustment in composition from EDG, which, as said, I think is a very good indicator, hopefully, that they are looking for adjustments at this point.
Absolutely, T1 already showing presence here towards B long. No contact elsewhere on the map, so just yet. Buzz all the way on top side already. Izu's going to find Chichu.
Yeah, and it just feels like there's no fight back, man. EDG just get bullied. Kung's here, but by now the plant's in. There's 5 on the site. They've got a deeper post bomb down long. Where are you meant to find that next layer in? It would be really hard to take away all of these crossfires that can be put in play so quickly.
Down to 3 HP, but he's able to disconnect here and already.
มีคนมาปิดเกมครับ
Back
จังหวะ
behind
นี้
EDG here. Smoggy hasn't made moves just yet from CT.
It's gorgeous though. A proactive post plant. I'll take that. CB, not bad. But they've lost out on Kung's here, down to 2, so you're starting to really lose it in the numbers and the time. And Izu with 4 insane kills. That reposition, Mike, that's what I want to see. Take the ball by the horns, get active, get involved.
And so much time to piece something together there with EDG, just desperate to, well, somebody to overpeak on site. Just huddled into hookah here.
I mean, it has been the conversation of discipline throughout this tournament. And to be fair, I don't think T1 are the first team that comes to mind for it.
ทีม2ตัวอักษรชนะหมดพอดี3ตัวอักษรต้องลาไปก่อน
So I think it's going to be interesting to see that as well. I do want to touch base as we go throughout this. It was a key issue.
ให้T1 เลยคนที่แพ้ก็กลับบ้านครับ
The amount of times that these anti-ecos would slip away from them, over-peaking, you know, play disadvantage situations or advantage situations they'd lose in. I want to see that mentality just tidied up. And, well, Buzz off to a good start. Takes away Kung. That is, I don't want to say the floodgates open. There's still 2 players towards Shower. And Smoggy's gone. There's only 1 there now. So it's a little tougher to imagine this going any other way.
ถึงใบลิกปิดเมื่อวานเลยปะ
Obviously still towards, let's say back towards Showers, but able to slip away. Only classics on the way back in here for EDG. 3 left standing. Tough to really break through and find an opener here. And Buzz just looking to farm up what's left on the table for now. CB the last to find.
There's our lovely teammates to facilitate. He's on the right.
Oh, Stacks, come on,
Stacks, that's really unnecessary, bro. But yeah, don't be laughing.
คือเมื่อวานจริงๆแล้ว
What? You started to like show off a grin just as your
แปะ
pants
เข้าไปก่อน
crossed?
ให้เพื่อนจากโซนเดียวกันเข้าไปก่อน
Stacks.
เพราะว่า
Gotta
เพื่อนไม่
look
เข้า
at
เลย
this
เพื่อนจะ
synergy
ไปไม่
early
ไหว
on. Everybody looking to work together. Stacks.
มันเลยหม่งให้จบไป
He's on the yellow card now. Instant yellow on that.
เล่นเหมือนโยน
So
จริง
great from Buzz. I mean, confidence builders for sure, right? Feeling
จะไม่บอกนี่คือว่าโยน
Buzz would have
Go,
just
that
tagging him through the wall there as well.
great. Nasty. That's
เฮ้ยเนี่ย
Stokes
น่า
was
จะหาย
such
ป่วย
an
แล้วนะเมโด
unnecessary kill. No one
ไอ้วันก่อนที่เมโดฟอร์มตกมันป่วยอะ
just literally
Love of the game. Just for the love of the game.
Oh, that is wild. Okay, so buy in place for EDG coming back into this. Couple light shields though dotted throughout, but I don't see anything massive to punish it. On the other side, kind of slow
เสียดาย
and
ไม่ได้
steady.
ซื้อว่ะ
Maybe just trying to identify where maybe
เป็นแสบ
Kong
ฟ้า
is. Get an idea of the setup. Clearing through.
Flash along with a court here, so nobody doesn't have confirmation, but with the Prowler going back through, second flash will indeed confirm presence.
So you're going to pull a player on that.
Yeah, I was going to say still just two here, but now CB looking to make moves.
แล้วเหมือน EDG จะรู้หรือเปล่า
Info confirmed, 2 down
โดน
long,
เทป
but
มา
in
แล้ว
the
3
meantime, look at the site here.
เฮ้ย
Bots is in, and
What?
okay, you are lucky that Chichu is on the
Chichu
case because they looked
Bots
absolutely
ค่อนข้างแปล
dead
ก
to
นะ
rights there. Nobody in the corner looking baffled as to what was coming. The Molly forces him out. Munchkin gets him. Hold on, it's a 3v3. This is a bonus for T1. This was not meant to be the big threatening round, but Chichu, the hero of the hour, goes down. Meteor! That's what I'm
เมื่อกี้มี
talking
คนถามว่าเม
about.
โดหายป่วยยั
Four
ง
big kills.
หายแล้วครับผม
T1
ลูกพี่ตื่นแล้ว
with the bonus
ลูกพี่
in
ตื่นแล้ว
hand.
As Meteor to find it, somebody who struggled massively in that opening
พี่
series.
ทำอะไร
The takeaway here,
น่า
convert
จะ
a bonus
น่าจะหายสงสัย
for
แล้วว่า
T1.
หายหรือยังอัน
Initially,
นี้
Chichu finding two freebies
work.
effectively
Yeah.
on the way in here.
โอ้
CB slight overstep
ตัว
into
สา
the
ม
snake
อย่างค
bite.
ม
This makes him basically a freebie in response.
We've got some big performances already. Buzz sitting on 5-2, Izu 4-1, Meteor 4-1, and Stax was the man who stood out to me earlier.
Absolutely. Wow,
So
yeah.
it's
I mean,
like, hold
Stax
on.
has got his scummy kill and he's out there for the time being.
That is wild, we're calling it scummy
ไม่มี
kill.
ไฟที่สบายๆตาเลยหรอ
Not wrong, it's just... Oof. So Kong goes walking. He's had a little look down short, posted up for now. Not going to get much play early. Kind of that 3-1-1 spread throughout bind. And T1 very meticulous in approach thus far.
Ready.
See how EDG want to maybe hold this again. You've got Bucky's, you've got
โอ้
Sheriffs, and you don't have Kong. T1 on the money today. It feels like they've warmed up here. Again, EDG, this isn't the round you'd imagine masses of work to be done, but I like that from CB, but it's just laboured. Chichu on the case.
ตามมัว
They're still going to be trying to put up some numbers here. Chichu is online. So Smoggy. Buzz tries to break the back line that they lost. Gets it back in hand, and now the spike can be
กลับมา
recovered.
2-2 ได้
He's
เยี่ยง
got
ไร
an upgrade though. Nobody's still on the Bucky.
วาง
We'll have
บี
a chance here in the reset from T1 to potentially find an upgrade. So effectively a full 2v2 reset here. Dog will confirm the rotation. Plenty of time to find this Plumber. That's going to be the issue for EDG.
I was
30
interested to see
seconds
how
left.
far Munchkin was willing to go on this, because obviously they might know about the dog, they might
ปัด
have
มัน
heard
ดู
that
เลิศ
potentially,
เลิศ
but
นะ
they
วัน
don't
นี้
know if maybe Smoggy had already started that rotation. It's not the case.
ก็เลิศ
See
ละ
the pings here.
เดี๋ยวกลับบ้าน
Potentially looking to catch somebody with buzzes
ก็
on.
เลยแล้ว
Maybe
งั้นเดี๋ยวได้ไปเลยที่บ้านแทน
contact here from elbow.
Looks like you might be right. There's the upgrade for
They're
nobody.
both going CT.
That could play into the plan of T1. See how the contact plays out, though.
This is going to be brutal.
Yeah, as this feels like they've made something out of
ตัว
nothing.
สมอก
but
กี้มันตื่นยังตั้งแต่มันได้แชมป์
by the time they get
Smokey
close,
เหรอ
here we go, and there. That
คิดว่าหลับ
might just
พอได้
be
แชมป์
the checkmate, and yeah, it is. Buzz gonna get his 3,
เนี่ย
and the plan well made,
Button
and T1 just get things back in order. It got dangerous, and I like what EDG were trying to do. They got in their faces, they weren't playing scared in that, but it doesn't really make much difference here. T1 keeping stable, looking solid, and that's what I'm going to be happy with. If they can keep this kind of clean approach, lovely.
And certainly threat in this round from EDG. Chichu again finding 2 kills.
He's trying.
Yeah. On the top of the board for EDG, but nothing else to write home about. Getting closer and closer to some of these ultimates, but already with the investment coming
ทำ
from
ไมทีม
T1.
จีนมันสภาพอย่างนี้ตลอดหรือว่าเวลาไหม
Firm lead in that regard. Same setup once more. Standard approach towards this B side hold and
มี BLG ดู
T1
ดี
have
สุด
found
ละ
their point of weakness
แต่ไม่ได้
in the
มาไง
field.
ป่วย เออ ดูดีสุดงงตัวลั่น
Chichu
ตัวลั่นดันป่วยด้วย
somewhat kept this together last time,
Ui.
fighting 2 in the kind of cut, but that's great from
อันนี้
CB
มันรู้แล้วว่าบัตร
waiting
ลง
to catch on the push up, deny Buzz the
อ่านวิ
ability
ชา
to
มา
springboard in,
อืม
break
มัน
that
เล่น
front
แล้วก็
line for it. So
จะเล่น
EDG
กับสแกน
held off the first wave.
Yeah, great learning on the fly here just to duck inside that smoke. Deny that initial burst towards side. T1 haven't backed away though.
No, they're still going for this one, and there's no additional rotations coming out. They feel happy enough with the 3 here for EDG. Be playing black. a little bit further back on this. T1 really looking for
เฮ้ย
a fight. That's the one.
นึกว่าได้สอง
Swing from CB there
เกือบ
felt
ได้สองนะเมื่อ
dangerous.
กี้
And again, taking risks when they still had information to be
Ow.
used. I
he
don't
does
like
a
this.
bam.
They've made something out of nothing. The rotations are on the
เป็น
way.
เรื่องเลย
miles away.
Yeah,
แล้วเหลี่ยมนี้ตัวแรกต้อง
I'm
มีครับ
getting a little bit nervous
Ow.
if this is what I'm seeing now, but there's still a chance of this. Kung
ลง
Kung
มา
Smoggy, they want this one back.
ตัวแรกต้องมี
With 5 seconds until he leaves.
แล้วก็ไปกระโดดลงเฉยเลย
Chance
ง
to
งเลย
use it.
ไม่น่าไหวครับผม
Tucked in a corner.
AG เหรอ AG
How will they read this
รู้
part,
เหมือนกัน
though?
วะไม่ได้ดูเลย
So you take it all
Oh, yeah.
spam connecting.
He's just gonna play this calm. Can he get one for free? That's the question. Yeah, he can. A second, but it's Kong Kong. Surely not again. Stacks can't do it. Kong Kong can. And EDG are finally on the board. I got insanely nervous seeing that swing from backside, though.
แม่งวางโคตรดีอ่ะน่าถอยไปเล่นในตรงที่กระโดดขึ้นได้
CT here. EDG so far, I don't know if T1 are thinking maybe somebody's already up close and personal. Again, the challenge wasn't really necessary here. EDG allowed a way back in to this retake. Wait, that was the kill?
Jesus.
I thought CB was maybe just spamming into that, so it was literally one bullet.
Excuse me, I'm working.
EDG will post their first here, do have a couple of these ultimates available.
CB มันมันจัดเลยอะ
Into round 6, the pit, the orbital
Push it up.
strikes. CB and
วัน
nobody
นี้
else
พี่ว่า
has
ออตัม
one
เมม
away.
ป่ะโอ้โหเมมจัด
Quietly getting back
The
in
team
and they're
go,
getting
yeah.
proactive, it looks like. Flash down. Do they then go for a fight? He's just caught.
Boy, lah.
Yeah, terrible timing. Utility a hand and rewarded
นี่อ่ะ
for CB. Good trade from
แล้วเมื่อกี้
Munchkin,
คือ
though.
มัน
Not going to let that
มัน
go
ที่มัน
unpunished.
กด E อ่ะมันนึกว่ามันจะวาร์ปนั่นแหละ
Halfway out of
อุ้ย
there.
ตัว
And
Got
just
counter
gets
spam.
spammed. Meteor on the
Yeah.
punish. Now nobody looking vulnerable.
Yeah,
Look how
see.
far away the other players are. They're going to know his presence, a high flash, but he just wants to backpedal. No,
Ow.
he's sticking
พลาด
around.
พลาดพลาดเลยนี่พ
I
ลาด
don't know what he was hoping for there, but that probably wasn't it. 4 players to the 2, and the site is very much T1's.
Give this up, almost the
Save
operator
me.
in hand for Kung Kung. Too big an investment to risk here when they're already up against it in terms of the finances.
อันนี้เอาแชทมาอ่านดีอย่าง
T1 probably already reading that very well with how deep Meteor's exploring
Oh,
towards
yeah.
CT now. Chichu tagged up only down to 89. Plenty of time left to find these kills, Lauren.
Yeah, they're going for it too. So Chichu will hold it at least for now, but you're looking at Buzz here, and there is a slower approach from Munchkin. I don't know if that's going to come in either, but let's see. Buzz. letting
man,
down-
yeah.
Ooh!
God. All right, Kung Kung. He'll put on a show, but it doesn't change the round outcome. And I
Pick up
don't know
what
if
on the-
Munchkin gets
ไม่มั้ง
LOS on this.
No,
Even
I think it's
pops
too
up.
tight an angle.
Yeah, he's all right, so it looks like he keeps the operator. Okay, I was making real sure on that, but 5-1. I also just feel like EDG aren't getting the information they want early. I don't know how they want to go about finding that.
Again, and just looking at the timing on rotations, they've been behind the curve a little bit, and then with nobody kind of overstaying his welcome, yeah, it sends out a flash to maybe
Others
allow
buying
him
time to back.
allow him time to back all the way into CT because Chichu's already there. There's no reason for an extra
นี่
body
เขา
to
สแป
fall
มแม่น
here.
จัง
You can see how quickly at that point it's just yeah, we got to save. We have to save.
Yeah, and again, I want to see how they problem solve getting that early information because I don't mind that they
ครับ
kind of
กำลัง
went
ใจ
for
บ
that
วกหนึ่ง
aggressive
บวกหนึ่ง
start
บวกหนึ่ง
short on B. Traded out 1-for-1 in the end, but that's not reliable enough. I think I want to see them try and be a little bit more fluid with those rotations here. So just checking in with the Coinbase win condition. As we can kind of see the flow of things, it's pretty one-sided. It's a 5-1 score.
Yeah, I think probably coming out of this timeout, the win condition for them is going to be building a plan around these ultimates, Lauren. They've already been able to stack these up and at a 4-round deficit.
Yeah.
Maybe not here in the buy round for sure, but there needs to be something proactive on the side of EDG. We're sending probes out. Initially, there's a swing out from Hookah here, but a little limp-wristed.
Yeah, it did.
CB's immediately out there. There's no contingency to
No.
somebody counter-swinging that. Like you said, I believe Munchkin, right? It was just immediate on that trade. And
Quick on it.
unfortunately, then CB's caught transitioning back out of Hookah. So yeah, for me, certainly the response I'd like to see here on the defense from EDG.
Oh, they're abusing this, aren't they?
Yeah, to make use of some of these ultimates in the next few rounds at least.
มาสกินอินเกมครับผม
That's a tough start if you're looking at the
ตัวนี้
minimap.
เอฟเฟกต์ VSC มีแน่เลยรอบ
Now,
ลุก
how
คนอื่น
long
สวย
does
มาก
Chichu get to play this?
ครับ กำลังใจจากออทัมมาแล้วครับกับ
Oh,
EDG
now they know.
Time to run. Trying to try and do something. Didn't work out.
จะฉาบฉวยโอกาส
Site is going to be T1's. Izu's there. They've got the nice molly towards CT. He's got safety to pop out. So they can get the plant, and it is a 5v4. Now, a frenzy.
เซฟต่อเนี่ยครับ
Upgraded pistols, but not much.
ออฟ
It's
ก็บอกนี้
mostly really Kung Kung at
เฮ้ย
this
ไม่
point
เซ
to
ฟเราอย่างเงี้ย
try and do something. Nice flash. Gonna force away the first layer. CB then takes some steps. Most of this post plant is towards long, but then look at the
ทำไม
space
เขายิ
between
ง
the
กัน
next
ตีนี่
players
ออกกัน
coming
แม่น
through.
จัง
Luckily, Kung Kung lands a great shot. Meteor's now in no man's land. Has to slip back in towards Hookah. Izu next, point of contact.
อุ้ยเอาแล้วไง
Kung Kung's found him again. Okay, that's the second
เอาแล้ว
body
ไง
dropped. He got some more of that Kung Kung. Stacks just back towards long. Yeah, gonna catch nobody. And this is where they kind of, you know, the fun stops, right? This is where they start really tightening up that post plant.
Another. Of course.
I mean,
but of
ทำไม
course.
ทำไมมันต้องเก็บด้วยเวลา
doesn't
ตัว
change
ข
the
นาดนี้
outcome, but it certainly looks pretty.
Kaya
T1
natanong
though, again, they found a pressure
T-Wap
point. They're
chamber
not
มื่อ
really
กี้
letting up.
Yeah, and he
เก็บ
should be
เพื่อ
able
ที่
to
ไป
have
วาง
the
ตัวอื่
second
นต่อ
ultimate
ได้
by
ไง
round 8.
มันจบ
It's
บินแล้วไง
a huge tool in
น่าจะ
terms of
ชิน
site
น่าจะ
executions
ชิน
here, especially with EDG hanging around to contest these site hits.
And then it becomes that thing in my head of like, okay, well, when do we put Kung Kung towards B? When do we start trying to make him move around the
ผ
map?
มไม่ยิง
And
รอ
then is
เลย
that the time that T1 decide to flip it up and change things around, right? But I feel like you've got to try and get this man active because these three players are not
Wake
holding
up.
this B site, and you've got to find something fast. You're sat at 6-1, and look, we
ต้องบ
know
อก
he's
ได้
a
ผม
play,
ก็มัน
he's
คน
got
เดียว
4
อีกแล้ว
kills, but it didn't change what the round's going to look like. And once again, we're seeing similar scenes.
Yeah, let's hit the site. Kung Kung's not on again. He's going to be able to, I mean, connection on the flash here, but it won't necessarily tell them anything different about any other round.
They are trying to play towards B long at least, though. I prefer this.
สองทีมที่ได้
But then
เข้า
you
อี
wanna
ก
see what the
ใคร
layers
ที่ว่า
are from T1, right? This means that, okay, B is not
สองทีมที่
free
จะได้
and
เข้า
available. Cool. So let's see how the rest of the map feels. We're going to have to deal with getting past Kung Kung,
จะมี
potentially,
liquid
because we
อยู่ในนั้นเดี๋ยว
haven't seen anything else.
ไม่มี
And I like the rotation. This is better from EDG.
ไม่มีแล้ว
Proactive
ไม่ต้อ
on
ง
the
ไปหรอก
extremity,
นี่ก็
down
เล่นอย่าง
below,
นั้น
freed up nobody.
ให้คนอื่นไปดีกว่า
Seekers.
ให้ที่วันไปใหญ่
So this could be incredibly useful. A 3-2 split towards
The
the A
pilot.
site. 3 through shower.
Smoggy's got to be careful here because he's in a fairly committed position. Does have the trap. We'll note the TP as well.
Flash. Here we go. Kung Kung then plays it forward.
Wait,
TP's
oh.
back. And Smoggy's blind as anything. He can't find a shot in
โอ้
time.
โหถึงเวลา
Now
เปลี่ยน
Kung
ส
Kung
มอกกี้
deleted.
ออกแล้ว
T1. This is masterful from them. I gotta say it. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Initially, I put it to EDG for
ขอบคุณ
not
ชนะนะ
adapting
ครับ
well
9
enough.
เดือน
But
นะ
T1 are looking like they
เขา
are
จบ
on
2-0 เพื่อ
point
สุขภาพ
today,
แข็ง
Mike.
จริง
I mean, it's almost like they're not expecting some of this
ไม่ลั่นเหมือน
investment to
เมื่อก่อน
come.
Yeah.
They're in positions that, like I said, Smoggy is fully committed here. Has the trap, yeah, but where do you fall back to?
You
Kung
can't.
Kung's got so
You
much to
can't.
control from top truck that you can't just rely on him in this
8
scenario.
TX T1 T เฮ้ย มีภาพอยู่
And they just
Top rob.
absolutely buckle under the pressure that T1 are able to
แต่ถ้าที่วัน
apply.
เล่นแบบเมื่อวานอ่ะ
ยังไม่ได้ไปอะ
Still no solutions found. And if anything,
T1 หรือ
that's
TL
compounded the
แต่เมื่อ
problem
วาน
of
TL
we
อ่ะ
hit the
จ
site
ริง
the
ๆ
TL
problem is that we hit the site
มัน
that
ก็
has
เล่น
the
ได้
third
นะ
player
แต่
on it.
ว่า
There was that rotation from nobody. They
เรา
were
เจอ
there.
ทีมที่มัน
They
ยิง
had the
ยิง
right
สู้
read, and
ลิ
it's
ควิด
still
ไม่ได้
just
เพราะมัน
ผมว่าเมื่อวานมันไม่ลั่นเว้ย
Maybe Smoggy
เออ
ไอตัวที่มันเล่นซิ่งๆอ่ะยิงไม่ค่อยจวดเลยดูมินิบูแบบเป้าเลือกลักไปหมดเลย
There's no backing from that. So
มันเหมือน
T1
มันลุ้นโชคไปหน่อย
I'm very impressed with this T1 side. They had an explosive
เมื่อวาน
start,
เอ็มแปด
sure,
นิ่งกว่าเย
but
อะ
they
เลย
have been largely in control
มา
for
ติน
this.
โคตรโหด
Since that point forward, I haven't seen a robust reply from EDG yet.
Just know what the
ถ้าเจอทีมไม่นิ่งไงเรียบร้อยเลยโดนลิควิดหมดอ่ะ
in that timeout.
Gorgeous.
Again, just look at some of these kills. Dare I say they're seemingly free.
เฮ้ยเราดี
once
กรี
they're
แชมป์
to
โล
get
กเลย
through
นะเว้ย
the choke
เอา
point.
หน่อยดิวะ
Like unless they stop them in showers,
Phải
there,
mòn
and
mới
there's a
dùng
plan
game
in
thôi.
place to really secure
ไอบอล
that.
ไม่อยู่
Get off the pit, but it's
ใน
gonna
จี
be
นมันจะไม่มี
challenged
คนเก่งกว่านี้
It's
นะ
been revealed. He couldn't stay alive.
ไปหารัสเซียมาเข้าทีมสักคนไหม
Buzz is playing insane right now.
Oh, he is deadly, man. Kung Kung. Can he do much with this? He's still lingering around. They might have a good idea. Yeah, with that prowler
ผมว่าเพล
there,
เยอร์จีนอ่ะ
absolutely.
เก่งเว้ย
Pop
มันดู
flash
เห
on
มือน
it.
แบบ
They're going to go hunting. Kung Kung's fallen.
ไม่ได้สักทีอ่ะ
T1.
งงปะ
They are sharp. They know exactly what T1
เยอะ
would
จีน
make-
เอ็ม
what EDG
เดือดๆ
would
เยอะ
like
แยะ
to
เลย
do.
นะ
None of it's working for EDG. The flank
Well, EDG
considered
should
potentially by Stacks as well. Yeah,
look like-
simple
What
stuff
now?
for these boys. This is their bread and butter. Nobody in Smoggy. Have fun, I guess.
Izu's going to catch this, so no chance for nobody to even slip into the pit. Smoggy, last one standing now. Noted Munchkin will remove his head
ทำไมมันกินทุกครั้งที่เวลามันจบราวมันต้องแบบ
EDG
จับเสื้อตลอดเลยพี่ต้องสังเกต
mountains to climb to get back
ตั้งแต่
into
ไหน
this
แต่ไร
now. T1 hitting this
เหงื่อออก
sort of pace time
มัน
and
เช็ด
time
หัวนม
again.
Oh, that reveal timing. Chicho's got to know he was
กิน
there.
หัวนมทีนึงอะ
It's
ทำไม
heartbreaking because what, 2 rounds ago we were looking at basically all 5 ultimates
จัดเสื้อไง
available.
จัดระเบียบ
EDG have got nothing from it.
ผมก็เป็นนะเวลาแบบจบราวทีนึงต้องแบบ
I guess we could then
ทำอะไร
discuss
สักอย่าง
a little bit of the comfort in this composition.
เวลา
But
ใช่ไหม
when your coaches look like that,
เหงื่อมันจะออกมือใช่ไหม
Well,
ก็เอา
again,
มือ
this issue, I was happy
ถู
to
เสื้อใช่คนละท่ากับมัดกิน แต่บางคนมันต้องมีผ้าเช็ดมือไง
ของผมเป็นไอ้นี่แบบว่าเวลาเล่นจบราวนี่จะขยับท่านั่งไปเรื่อยเปลี่ยนขยับตัวไปเรื่อยนั่งเล่นไปเหมือนเบิร์นแคลไปด้วย เหมือนแบบนั่งไม่ถนัดบางทีก็จบราวก็ดึงเก้าอี้เข้ามาใกล้กว่าเดิมอีกนี้
เดี๋ยวนี้ไม่ได้นะ ความ
ทำไม
สูงต่ำใกล้ไกลต้อง
อ๋อ
เท่าเดิม
มี
ตลอด
ผลหมดใช่ไหม
ผลหมด
จริงๆอาคังมันต้องกลับไปเล่นจอแบบเดิมไม่ได้นี่มันเสียสุขภาพชิบหาย
จริงๆอาคางตอนนี้มันก็ยังโหดอยู่นะ
มันโหดอยู่คนเดียวเลยตอนเนี้ยชิชูไม่เอาเลยเดี๋ยวตอนเนี้ย
on Haven from EDG. If we go to again, they just looked kind of lost for answers, right? Their go-to wasn't working.
and then where's the adaptation? Where's the layering?
You get a few rounds from Kung Kung, and
Oh, of
talked about
course,
it
yeah,
not
yeah,
being
yeah.
kind of something you can repeat
จะ
over
ได้
and
พี่
over
ไก่
again.
No.
As
บอก
much as you'd
EG
like
ไป
to
ซื้อพี่ไก่มาเข้าทีมไปดูเอลได้ด้วย
Look, and that's
โหดหลายคนอยู่
the
นะ
issue
เอา
with
จริง
some,
เออ
I guess, series and teams
ซื้อ
we're
พี่ไก่
seeing
จาก TE
now
อะเอามา
is
เข้า
the
ทีมอะ
brutality of
ได้
unactualized
นีออนด้วย
potential.
เล่นนีออนก็ได้เจ็ต
As
ก็
you
ได้
said,
Team
this
แบบว่า
might
เงิน
be
ถุงเงินถัง
EDG
หรือเปล่า
watching this half pass them by. And for T1, they are firmly in control of the momentum. Deep default, just see if they can identify any over-aggression.
TE
that
ก็
could be the
เหมือนกันเลย
solution
พี่
that
ไก่
EDG
มันก็มัน
wants
อยู่
to
คน
go
เดียว
to.
นะ
And that makes it harder for EDG, right? They are going to be behind the curve in every possible solve they could come up with.
T1 now finally
อ๋อเหลือ4
expecting
ทีมคือทีวันลิควิดจีทูเอ็นอาร์จีเหรอ
Izu with a scope in hand.
นี่ไง
Smoky.
มาละ
เอ็นอาร์จีว่ะ
Snappy
เอ็น
shot
อาร์
onto
ปัน
it.
ลืมไปน่าจะ
Okay,
จี
that's
ทู
good. You've got a man advantage. We don't need to do any more, right? We can chill now. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I really don't want to be seeing that.
โอ้โห
T1.
ดีก็
Why?
ดีก็
There
เท่า
was
กัน
no need, EDG. You had the advantage. You had 2 players up.
พี่ชายอยากจะสไลด์มาก
Okay, they can deny the plant at least for the 45 seconds.
Bye.
Munchkin's got his own. He's still got a molly. He's still got 2
Fully up.
smokes. And he does have Stacks
Oi.
by his side as well. Oh dear, Stacks! He's on it! EDG breaking their own hearts! Man, they had that one in the bag!
T1 drift
ๆเอาเจ
into
เจ็ด
these
มาลงแทน
sidelines
เฮ้ย
on A short. And again, they're looking to punish
ใช่
the
ไหม
other side of the
อี
default,
ดี
which
จี
is
การเงิน
just
ไม่ดีมันเลยแบบไม่ได้
That's
เปลี่ยน
a
แบบ
dream
ปัง
if
ๆ
you're
อ่ะ
T1. You're not meant to catch him walking like that's not meant to happen. They've
By the way,
got
that shot from Smoggy was beautiful.
yeah.
ถ้า EDG ได้แฮปปี้เว
It's
ย์
like
มา
CB's caught here. Just he's not even ready for this
Oh, look,
engagement. As they're about to walk out, he's setting up
กิ
to
นมี
be
น้อง
the
บอก
one to
ดีจี
slide
การเงิน
into
แย่
the
แล้ว
open.
จบแล้วเนี่ยอยู่อย่างเงี้ยแหละ
Very bizarre.
แต่ดูมันในนี่มากเลยนะป๊อปปูล่ามากเลยนะ
the
ไม่มีส
mental
ปงสปอนเลย
of
เนี่ย
EDG now. Yes, we're talking about
มีนายทุนเลยเหรอ
high
ก็
caliber
สปอนมัน
team.
ก็มีแต่ว่า
Tons of
การซื้อ
experience,
ตัวมัน
but
คือในทุนไงคือทุนของ
rounds
ทีม
like that where you feel right.
สปอนมันก็เอาไว้จ่ายค่า
We're off the
ค่า
starting
ตัวนั
block.
กกีฬาจ่ายเงินเดือน
It
อะ
just gets ripped away from you.
ผมไม่มีเงินก้อนมาซื้อตัวผู้เล่นเลยยากอะ
Yeah, recover anything. A buffer, right? Give me
มี
enough
ไป
for you
สอง
to
ค
make
อ
it
แล้ว
through a pistol round on the
ตอน
second
นี้
half.
ออตัมเอาไม่
I'll
อยู่
take
แล้วครับ
that.
ตั้ม
So
บอก
they're
เฮ้ย
gonna invest Smoggy
ทำไมกูออกแล้วทีวันมัน
You're
ดู
hoping
แบบ
for a one and done.
Alert
Maybe then
ขึ้น
allow
วะ
Kung Kung to come into
What
a
for
Yeah,
cool,
to
huh?
play in with the rifle.
วันนี้มัน
but
ชนหมัดแล้วอยากกลับ
It's
แล้ว
going to
นะ
be the full force of T1. Izu's going to be able to reveal absolutely everything that's
Okay,
going
ก่อ
on
นก่อน
here.
It's so simple. T1. This is just systematic domination. And do you know what? They're pulling no punches. Why would you at this point? They want the job done. They had a rough start to things, and they are not going to let it happen again. T1 are in form, Mike. It is just lovely to see.
They're just so efficient with this composition in terms of Izu and Buzz. Just
ผม
finding
ว่าถ้าวันแรก
value
ทีวันเล่นอย่างเงี้ย
round after
ว่าลิ
round.
ควิดแม่งโดนว่ะ
A
เล่นเมทิโอไม่ตื่นจริง
flawless round to get to 10.
And look, this is T1's map, you know, but this is not what you wanted to see. This is not what you wanted to see. This could have been a great, great elimination game. So far, I feel like EDG aren't in the server. And I like EDG. We know the highs of this team. I can't stress it enough.
So Buzz is about to get his third ult as well.
God, he's 15 to 6.
Yeah, he's just playing lights out right now.
Look how many ops there are, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael, why is there 3 of them?
Quite a 3. Yeah.
Okay, we've found one.
Again, because they're reading this like they're like, guys, you have to push us, right?
Yep. You got to take space somewhere. You can't keep playing on this kind of like passive line, just gambling and guessing. And Izu going to take way out of that, but going to note that there's a push down towards Shower. So going to take the extremity on that. That's fine. Now we don't need to overextend. We've got a little bit of info. Let's see how T1 want to react. Right? Where do they want to then put their attention?
XLG เข้าแทนพี่
ไม่ได้
Rifles now. So Stacks and Munchkin with their ultimates to invest here.
ก็เห็น NRG ตบ XLG มาแล้วแบบก็เป็นเปเล็กมึงมาตบ NRG แบบ
I like this so far, actually.
เนี่ยทุกทีมที่เทียร์บนๆเล่นแบบ
But sadly, Buzz is just breaking backs out
ต้อง
here.
แก้ได้
He's got so much value every time.
เป็นเปเล็กมึงมากประสบการณ์แบบ
It's just too good. It's just too good. And then Izu wants to try and capitalize.
เป็นตัวอย่าง
And
ที่ดี
again,
เล
you
ย
can understand the intent.
M8
Now he's insane
แก้
there,
ลิปิก
actually.
โคตรไว
Hold up, Chichu's in a great
Careful,
position here, but it's
Careful.
actually going to be done. The damage being done elsewhere. Down to a 1v1. Stacks up against Chichu.
แต่มาติน
An
ว่ามัน
opportunity
เดือด
for a
เกิน
piece of silver lining to
ช็อตคัด
potentially
สาม
fall to EDG's hands. And Chichu going to walk this out. He doesn't want to stick around too close. Allow Stacks the chance to find
คิดว่า
a
ใคร
quick
ชิชู
kill
หรือแตก
to beat.
แตกดิ
Can't, he has to go for.
แตกรู้เวอร์ชันด้วย
แตกมีนี่ด้วย มีฮันด้วย
Pressure this. Might just spot the edge of it.
อ้าว
But the confidence
บอก
is
ไม่
going to be on
ไม่หา
Stacks'
ข่าว
side, but the
วัด
HP
เล
is
ย
on Chichu's. Gets to get a step closer, still a seize and the horn in hand. Stacks playing on the corner, spots nothing yet, and then the penny should drop right about now. There it is. Stacks turns, looks for it, can reposition well. He's playing Ringer Rosie. And Chichu has to clear everything. Oh dear. It's there for Stacks!
ประสบการณ์เหลือร้าย
Looking
เดี๋ยวจะเชื่อ
untouchable, Mike. Just absolutely insane to see them operate at this level. EDG
ไม่กลับบ้านเลย
with so little answers. Similar, again, a much worse scoreline, but a similar thing we saw in the opening series. Just that next level of adaptation never really came from them.
And we were waiting and hoping we would see it. Simply did not come in time or at all. 11-1 to scoreline. Don't go.
ถ้าเทียบเจนจีชุดเมทิโอกับเนี่ยวันชุดเนี่ยว่าไหนสตรองกัน
NG ชุดเมเทโอกี่วันชุดนี้ดิ
ใช่เหรอ
วันชุดนี้สุดแล้ว ไอสูอีก
แต่มันก็พูดยากอะแม่งแชมป์มาสเตอร์เหมือนกันด้วย
ตัดติงกับพอซาเคนเหรอโห
พอซาเคน
ยากกว่า
วินาทีเนี่ยมาร์ตินยังมีดรอปบ้างอะวะมันก็สูสีอยู่นะ
4
เต็ม 10มันก็แบบประมาณ 9.5 9.6
แต่ถ้าเอา
ต่างกัน
ตาม
นิดนึง
ฟอร์มในแปซิฟิกกับในอีมีอ่ะ มาร์ตินโหดกว่า เพราะมาร์ตินแบกทุกนัดเลย แต่ว่าเจสันอ่ะ ไม่ได้แบกทุกนัด
มาร์ตินนี่แม่งโอ้โคตรเดือดอะตอนนั้นแล้วมันนิ่งจัดอะ
เจนจีมันมีลาเกียร์ไง
ลาเกี
ไม่
ย
ไหว
ร์
ปะไม่ไหวไอ้กับจีก็น่าจะดีกว่า
พี่โจหน้าพีวะ
มีข่าวไปอยู่ซ้อมสคริมอยู่เซน
เต้น
ใช่
ได้อยู่นะ
เซนตอนนี้มีตอนคิวทีโจหน้าพีมีเทน
ด้วยเหรอ
คอร์ดิเซีย
ผมว่าเทนไม่น่าวะ
บอกสคริมกันอยู่ตอนนี้
เป็นแต่เซนจะทุ่มเงินแบบหนักๆเงินเดือนทีมเป็นเอมั้ง
And I think if I'm looking at I'm truly coping. A fast loss is better than a long one. Maybe just get a player feeling good, get them online. Chichu didn't have a bad performance necessarily, but it wasn't just an individual problem. And T1 can take really chances. They can take an aggressive start and they can hunt down Kong, which is a deadly sentence to say, but when you're hitting shots like Buzz has been, I don't blame you for going for it. EDG already looking battered and bruised coming away from that.
เป็นเรื่องเลยปะ
GG will lurk all the way up long, but again,
ต้องดิสแบน
Meteor already positioned towards heaven in anticipation. They've conceded this space, and he's going to catch Chichu.
Really good understanding from T1. Meteor can turn away from this, and that's a fair fight. Actually, CB won it and gets some control. Wants to get the sheriff, gets it. 2 bullets, 2 targets, can't find him. Stacks with a double, triple for Stacks.
มันทำอะไรเมื่อกี้
Oh dear! Blink and you'll miss this game.
ถ้าเอ็ม
Trying
อย่า
to
งนี้
pick
ผ
up
ม
the pace a little bit here.
2-0 เลยดูคู่
Catch
2เนี่ย
T1 off guard, but the contingency in the form of Meteor. And even here, they get the sound cue confirmation on Kong, and T1 are just happy to go forwards. Set piece with the flash off Izu.
เป้ายิงอย่างยากแต่ยิงอย่างดี
Simple as you like.
คนเนียน
Well, Stingers,
ซ้อมแทนไนท์
Sheriffs.
เฉยๆอ่ะ
They might force it.
What do you think?
ใครเนียน
ตรงบอดี้2 ตั
Big
ว
work for the
เฮ้ย
analysts.
มีการทางฟ้าทิ้งเกม
Okay, Munchkin's got a judge.
เกม
And
เนี่ย
he's got no fear at all. CB put to his grave. And he's not backing down. There's no reason to. There's no fear at all shown. Munchkin just pumping damage. And Izu standing guard. It's gorgeous. T1 just putting on a show.
ดีป่ะโอ้โหสุ
Wrap it
เดือด
up.
จัด
13-1. They are not.
3-1
They want to stay here. And they have shown.
ดีละ
แต่แตกมันตื่นจังวะตัวเนี้ยอยู่ในลีกนี่ยังหลับเลยแตกอะตัวนี้มันตื่นอยู่นะ
มาทุกแมตช์เลยเนี่ย
ตอนเล่นในโซนนี่คือแบบเมื่อไหร่มันจะออกวะ
ก็ซีบีทำไงในทีนี้คำพูดที่พูดไปมากมาย
พูดมากมายความหมายกลับบ้านเลย
ตอนลิควิดไม่ได้ล้มครับระดับนี้ไม่ล้มมันกำลังหลงทางอยู่มันนึกว่าทีมมันเล่นแบบเป๊ะเล็กสมัยก่อนได้ก็ซีบีมันบอกว่าเล่นในโซนบ้านมันเนี่ยยากเพราะแก้แผนกันแต่โซนอื่นง่ายก่อนบินมาเนี่ย
มันบอกว่าถ้าโซนกูมันง่ายขนาดนั้นเปเปอร์เล็กลงไปสายล่างสุดหรอทีมในระดับบนขนาดนั้น
มันไม่น่าพูดนะเป็นอย่างนั้นนะไอซีบีหนักจัดเลย
แตกล่างจูบเมาส์
แตกล่างจูบเมาส์
อยากดูฟอร์ม RB ตอนใหม่อินเตอร์ RB
นี่มันจะไม่ให้เจอทีมเดิมปะทีมเคยเจอกันแล้วอะมีกฎปะ
น่าจะนะ
น่าจะเป็นอย่างนั้น
โซนจีนเนี่ยถ้า EDG ไม่ได้แชมป์เลยโอ้โหน่าจะโดนมองโบทีนี้ EDG ได้แชมเปี้ยนมา1มันก็เลยแบบว่าคนในเชื่อมั่นมั้งแต่หลังจากนั้นแบบโดนมองโบรัวๆที่ว่าควรเนี้ยโซนไหนจะได้เพราะแปซิฟิกเนี่ยแหละทายเปเปอร์เล็กไป
มีแปซิฟิกชิงกันวะ
NA ไม่เอาแล้ว
ไม่เอาละ
จะมีทีมมีนั่นอยู่นะฟูเรีย
ก็ฟูเรียมันเหมือนกับทีมทุกโซนที่ได้เข้ามาก่อนอ่ะเหมือนแบบจังหวะทามมิ่งโชคช่วยอ่ะ
ดีไม่ดีรอบชิงไม่อาจจะเป็น BBL เปเปอร์เล็กอะไรอย่างเงี้ยอยากเห็นนะ อยากเห็น BBL เจอพวกทีมเก่าโซนอื่นเล่นดูมันยิงเกินจัด
ดูนะ
เขาคอร์สกับพี่เนี่ย
คือนี่ยังไม่ได้ดูพวกข
เปิ
อ
ด
ง
เบิร์น
จริงเลย
ใช่ตอนนี้มันเริ่มยากแล้ว
จริงมันก็ดีนะมีความมั่นใจแต่โอ้โหแรงไม่ใส่แรงเกิน
แต่ผมชอบแล้วพวกมันหน้าออกตัวแรงเนี่ยแม่งดูแบบจืดเดียน้อยแม่งก็มีความมั่นใจไงสมมติว่าถ้าวันนี้ลิควิดเล่นแบบเดิมแล้วตกรอบนะเนี่ยผมเสียดายเฟนาติกเลยนะให้เฟนาติกมาดีกว่า แต่ก็ได้ดูอะไรใหม่ๆไงบางทีอาจจะเบื่อการดูเฟนาติกก็ได้
ดีแล้วถ้าดูไอ้รถติกมาแข่งนี่8 โมงเลยนะเพราะว่าไทม์3 แมปอะเต็มบินทุก
วันนี้
แมป
เอาลิควิดมาดีกว่า ดูแฟนซีรีส์8 โมงเช้าเลย 8 โมงเช้าวันอังคาร มันถึงตี 1แค่วันนี้ใช่ไหมกลับไป
ใช่ใช่
คำถาม เลื่อนทำไม เฟนาติกนี่คือ แผนพี่โบ๊ทเดี๋ยว10 วิค่อยเข้าไซต์แต่ไซต์ไหนค่อยว่ากัน ถ้าเกมเล่นราวหนึ่งประมาณ5 นาทีต้องไงติกมันก็ใช้หมดอ่ะ
โอ้โห 1 ชั่วโมงครึ่งอะนะแมปหนึ่งอะ
ทีมที่ผมอยากดูที่สุดคือหนองชิมกับปิดนะ อยากให้มันเจอน่ะ
น่าจะซัดกันตั้งแต่แบบบ้านเปิดอะ
แม่งแบบแม่งไวทั้งคู่อ่ะ
แต่ถ้าไวแบบมินิบูเมื่อวานก็แพ้นะลิควิดอะ
คู่แม่งจังหวะมันได้อะแต่ว่า
โนบอดี้2 คิว
ที่มันก็บอกอยู่ nobody ไอ MIBR นี่มันโดนสภาพเดียวกัน
ใช่
RQ หนักกว่า
ใช่ มันโดนโดนโบ5 3 รอบเลยแอดปาร์ตบอกเหนื่อย
ทำเนะ
ทำไมมันยิงกันจังหวะสโมกจ่างไวจังวะ
รุ่นไงพี่พี่ว่ามันจะมีสังกัดที่แบบว่าจัดการเรื่องอาหารให้นักแข่งด้วยวะเพิ่ม
เพิ่มนู่
สร้าง
นเพิ่
ป
ม
ระสาท
นี่
ตาระบบประสาทอะไรพวกนี้ทำกันปะ
น่ามีนะ เคยได้ยิน
ผมว่ามีผลด้วย แต่ว่าแบบว่าเราแม่งจะบางทีการที่เรากินอะไรอย่างหนึ่งมันอาจประสาทไวขึ้นอะไรอย่างนี้ตั้น
เขาบอก Energy จ้างเชฟมาทำอาหารอยู่ แต่ว่าบูตแคมป์ของเคาน์เตอร์อ่ะ มีเคยดูอยู่ของอเมริกาสมัยก่อนอ่ะ ในบ้านนี่คือจะมีเชฟดูแลนักแข่ง1 คน วาโลนี่ไม่เคยเห็น
เป็นแคมป์บ้านผมจัดก๋วยเตี๋ยวความสุขอย่างเดียวความสุขตัวเองด้วยนะไม่ความสุขคนอื่น
เขาบอกว่าที่วันLLเขามีเชฟแต่ผมไม่รู้เกี่ยวกับวาโลไหมเชฟอะคือเชฟอะใส่วิตามินให้นักแข่งหรือเปล่าระบบประสาทอะไรอย่างนี้แต่ก็ไม่แน่นะเพราะสมัยนี้วิทยาศาสตร์การกีฬามันก็เข้ามาเกี่ยวด้วยแล้วไง
พวกเบอร์รี่ต้องมีเกี่ยวประสาทตา
เว้ยอ่ะ
ก็มันจะมีคนแบบว่าตัดสเปคหนึ่งก่อนขึ้นแข่ง
ไม่มีไม่มีแต่สมัยก่อนอะเคาน์เตอร์สมัยก่อนอะมันดูดสมุนไพรกันที่นั่งดูอยู่อะโอ้โหนักแข่งตอนพักเบรกเดินกลับมาแบบโอ้โห
ตาเยิ้
มชัวร์แน่นอนแต่เก็บทรงอยู่
น้ำตาลควรตาลมันทำให้เจมส์กินบอกในห้องน้ำมีสมุนไพรมันสูดดูดบุหรี่เฉยๆเปล่าพี่ว่าที่เจมส์กินพูดถึงทีวันที่ว่าดูดว่าใครดูจากหน้าเพลเยอร์
น่าจะเป็นมาร์กินว่ะ
มันกินนะทรงได้อ่ะ
ทรงมันแบบใช่อ่ะ
พอเป็นอีสุยหน้าไม่ให้เลย
สูงไม่น่า
ไม่น่าใช่อีสุยแตกเหรอ
ไม่น่าใช่แตก
แม่งน่าจะ3 คนแหละบัตแตกกินอ่ะบัตนี่ก็ทรงได้อยู่นะ
ดูหงุดหงิดฉุนเฉียว
ทรงมันดูแบบเด็กแบดอยู่ตัวเฉลยมาไม่ใช่ทีวันเป็นยาเอ็กมาโกะบอกว่าเตรียมแผนมากำลังใจยังมีไม่พอต้องหากำลังใจให้ทีม
ต่อทำอะไรทำเพื่อคนจีนคนเกาหลีอยู่ตรงนี้
เวโต้อะแค่คังจับแชมเบอร์ล้วน
Advantages by being
ที่ว่าวันที่มาสเตอร์แบงคอกอะไอหลังห้องน้ำขากลับที่เดินเพราะว่าที่ฮาริกมันจะเข้าห้องน้ำจะโดนดึงตัวไว้ถ่ายรูปก่อนแล้วแบบคนที่ลงมาที่หลังแซงมันเข้าไปกว่ามันจะได้เข้าห้องน้ำพี่มันปวดเยี่ยวหรือปวดขี้
ไม่อยู่
In Santiago, there is nowhere to hide. If there are issues, they are seen. If you have weaknesses, they are exploited. And EDG just got basically what could have been an email on map 1.
Yeah, basically just completely absent from that first
แล้วห้องน้ำแม่งแบบไม่มีแค่2 ห้อง
the positive, right? EDG are starting on the attack. They're going to have the ability to come in here and basically adopt a new approach. They have to. What they struggled massively versus Gentleman's was the downtime, coming up with some sort of decision in the mid-round, whether a player down, players did it good, it
พวก
didn't
นักแข่ง
matter.
อะ
They were just
รั่วจัดเลย
lacking
นะทุกคนเลย
ideas. Very concerned for the defensive
ในวัน
part
ที่
here,
วันที่หลัง
but I
งา
guess
น
on
เลิ
the
ก
side
อะ
of T1, if they
ไอ้
don't
ช่ว
feed
ง
into
ช่วง
that,
ระหว่าง
they'll
งาน
allow EDG
มัน
to
มี
build
คน
any
ไทย
sort of
พาไป
snowball
ไปเที่ยวอ่ะ
alongside CB and Kang.
เออ
Maybe there's still
แล้วก็
hope.
ตามไปด้วย
There's a big
โอ้โหแต่ละ
difference
คน
in
แบบ
players at this
เห็น
caliber.
แม่งเดินปิว
When
เลย
met with
ถือ
a
ขวด
brutal
ของคนนู้นคนนี้
beginning, you can pick yourself back up.
Ui.
There, Chichu has done
Oh,
just
no,
that.
Chichu.
That's
Picking up
meteor
where-
gone.
Picking up where he left off, Chichu, one of the few to really put numbers up on that first map. And there wasn't many.
บอกของโยรู้กำลังขึ้นเลย
Reserve for the
ก็กลายเป็น
utility,
โอ
but the
เมน
investment there to try and stall out any sort of springboard instantaneously towards B. And in the meantime,
แต่มันเริ่มเข้า
T1
เส้นแล้วนะ
clearing
โยรู้อิสุ
potentially
อะ
towards Garage. And I think
เข้าเส้
they
น
might catch a
อุ๊ย
body here on Chichu. Let's see. No, Chichu's still standing. Okay, man,
อุ๊ย
Chichu. I guess he's going to try and do what he can. If it's on his shoulders, so be it.
เอ้า
But a 3v2, Munchkin dead to right. CB
แม่ง
stuck
กลับมา
around.
ยิงเฉย
It's all on stacks now. They should have
ไม่
this.
ซีบี
Well, 22 HP, they should have this, you're right.
Right. All good. Bye-bye. There we go. EDG matching map 1 score.
Well, the bar is set now
จี
for
จีว่ะแมตช์
improvement.
3ว่ะพี่เอ้ย
Help me, Michael. I'm trying to be nice. I
Again-
don't want to
Again,
upset
it's
the
got a-
fans, Michael.
It got a little weird there when the response
กระดาษนี้
comes
ที่วัน
from T1. I mean,
จำไม่ผิด
Chichu does really well to
I mean,
find
finding three.
two more in Garage.
ก็งงอยู่ว่า EDG กดเฮเว่นใส่ทุกคันเลย
T1 well equipped to almost catch EDG in mid in their pivot.
มั่นใจแชมเบอร์ครั้งมากอ่ะ
A sigh of relief here. Pistol round
Yes.
on the
แผน
board.
แม่งคือหยิบอะไรมาเล่นรัว
Finally
ๆ
gets
เขา
some
ทำมึง
guns.
ชอบเล่นอะไร
Surely they get the second.
ตอนที่แม่งให้เล่น
Stack
ไอ้
all
นั่
day
น
long.
เล่นอยู่นั่นแหละ
That's 4 players there.
อุ้ย
CB. Oh dear.
อ๋อเล่นแชมเบอร์เนี่ยอ๋อทำมึง
Could be recovered. I think
แบบ
ชอบ
นี้
แชมเบอร์มาก
nobody's near enough that he could.
มันต้องไปเห็นอะไร
They're really
มาแน่เลย
like
จริง
this. They're looking for those small win conditions,
แต่
those
มัน
small
เปิด YouTube
moments,
แล้วมัน
and they might find
กด Subscribe
another
ช่อง
here.
เกไว้
Nobody is gonna fall. Chichu.
เปิดมามันก็วนคลิปแบบ
This is
เก่าๆ
not
อยู่
what I want to be seeing. It's a 3v2. Kong Kong and Smoggy. Smoggy's turned around. Thank God for Kong Kong.
ไม่
Thank
ได้ขังแล้ว
God.
ชะตาขาด
As
แล้ว
Meteor was the one who
Wonky
wasn't with that 4-play pack of players.
Spike planted.
And by all rights, this should be safe. This should be
Yeah,
fine.
Kong Kong's scope in hand. Yes, 35 HP, but there's no way Meteor gets out of this smoke, right?
8 bullets, 2 to 5.
รอบนี้แข่งกันยังไง
There
ก็
we go. Thank God for Kong
สวิตช์
Kong.
สเตทครับ
Everything's fine.
เอาละครับ
That's all
ช
you
นะ
need
สอง
every
แพ้
single
สอง
round. One of your
Chamber.
players to get 3 kills. It's good.
Even here, T1.
มีโอกาสแพ้1
A
ครั้
little
ง
overzealous, maybe bubbling over from that map 1 scoreline.
I like that they're trying to be a little bit naughty with it, right? Play those 4-play stacks, take a really big risk, get really active. Do you know that EDG
พี่เอ้ย
is a
ฟู
little
เซน
bit
เขาบอก
shaky?
ยังว่า
Absolutely, yeah. You want to
ใครเล่นโลไหน
absolutely
ตอน
apply
ที่เปลี่ยน
pressure in
กฎ
these early rounds.
เขายังไม่ได้ประกาศ
Force
ไม่ได้ประกาศ
EDG
แต่ดาว
พี่ว่า
recovery mode
พี่ว่า
once
ใครดูเอ
more.
ล
Trying to fire him up
Pilua.
though, Kong Kong. He's not going to let this one slip without at least trying.
ดีหรือสุดท้ายก็ต้องกันทูเอล
More in the tank.
แล้วใครจะไป
This is
ส่ง
where it
ของ
gets
อะ
a little bit sketchy. A big
Team ส่งของ
reinvestment here for
เออ
EDG.
ว่ะ
Buzz on the hunt.
มีโซว่า
Tuck up here.
มีโซว่า
Deep on A long.
ลีคอนอ่ะ
So we'll enable some rotations.
เอาท่านไปส่ง
come
ของ
through.
มา
Actually
พี่
gonna
พี่ว่าดีไหมอันนี้
confirm here with the
ก็ดี
drone
นะ
down through sewers as well.
มันอยู่แถวหลังยิงแม่นๆนะ
เออ
Sponge the hit is the next part, but they've
ส่ง
done
เสร็จก็
really
เข้าไปยิง
nicely
เนี่ยไป
getting
เทรด
ใช่
some extremity information. I don't know if that
The
Aldrin
drone did not spot him.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Well, Izu, you have been given a gift. That might deny a little bit of it in quick movement. Oh,
Ui.
Izu! That's
Ui,ตัวแรก
stunning!
พลาดด้วย
And a mistake gets punished. And frustration surely for EDG.
ว่าแล้วที่
As
วัน
that could
แม่
have
ง
been a lovely
โล
step in
ย
the
ก
right
ชุดแต่ไม่เอาอิ
direction.
สุออก
The 2 heavy
ติดไม่
hitters
มี
thus
ของ
far, though, still alive. But look at Kong Kong's
ตอนนั้นมัน
HP.
ก็ไม่ค่อยตื่นขนาดนี้ด้วยนะ
11 HP here. Buzz still
นึกว่าเด็กเส้นตอนแรก
สัมผัส
controlling
ได้
the
แหละ
space elsewhere.
เออ
เด็กนี่มีของอ่ะแบบพ
I
ยายาม
mean, they
อ่ะ
would need a miracle to get the spike out of this
จริงแอบเสีย
situation.
ดายไอดีเฮดเหมือนกันนะ มันก็ใช้ได้อยู่นะ
เก่งสุดแล้วในทีวันชุดก่อนอ่ะ
เก่งสุดเลย
30 seconds left.
ไปดูสถิติเอ็กซ์เตท2ดิ
ดีเฮดอะตัวแบกเลย
ท็อป 10 น่ะ แต่ไม่ได้ไปต่อ
เสียดายแอบเสียดายจริง แสดงว่าแตกมันต้องมีอะไรดีแน่
Live as long as they could. Not going to happen. Munchkin's already taken away Kong Kong. As Chichu's options become 0.
Yeah.
And he is being hunted down.
คงแบบประมาณแบบว่าเรื่อง
Still
เรื่อง
gonna be
เกม
some
เพลย์มัน
money
แบบว่า
for
ไม่
the
ต้องมีปัญ
buy
หาเลย
here
อะ
if Chichu can hold on to this rifle. Well, it's A by.
Buzz is
Oh,
getting
lang
closer.
tay.
I think
Yeah.
Chichu's
เป็น
heard
สไล
it.
ด์เฉย
Chichu, can you
Ui.
hold on to this? It's a prize possession. He's done well there, and I think he
แล้ว
should
ชิ
be
ชูมัน
safe
ฟา
for
ร์มความ
now.
มั่นใจแล้ว
So
พี่
EDG gonna have to bow out
But
of this
they
one.
didn't
And
buy,
again, a mistake with the owl drone, basically. is
Yeah,
what
because
it is.
they're looking to pop with this dart because they're confident that close has been. Oh my god, it's so close as well.
แล้วไม่เช็คอี
It's
สุเฉ
actually
ย
almost
เลย
just drawn the
nobody.
eyes towards C-Link.
Oh,
That's
พัง
why
เลยครับ
they pop off this recon
โดนเป็น
towards
เหตุ
backside. Absolute confidence in the utility, but very small miss, and it's a disaster for EDG. Fly back in will be shaky.
Yeah, and CB
แต่
trying to
ชุด
play
นี้
ahead
ของ
of this
T1
with Smoggy.
คนอายุ
Izu
เยอะ
really
เหมือน
close
กัน
by. I don't think he...
Ui,
Oh,
oh.
what a turn from Izu! 1 HP, not going to be able to live any further. But in the meantime, Buzz got Chichu down, so the numbers are sitting very well with T1. Up for the brawl, up for a fight. They bring it into a 2v2. EDG at least have some safety in space. They don't know how much so yet. We need to get the spike and reset a bit.
ทั้งทุ่ม
The
เทอย่าง
HP
มากครับ
though,
ตอนนี้
T1 can wait this
ไป
out.
เลยครับ
CB down at 51, Kang at 72. Not expecting T1 to come barreling back in to secure this position. Again,
ได้
too much
นี่ยังอยู่
demands elsewhere.
อยู่
It
ปะ
was
สปริง
fairly all in from EDG towards lobby.
เดี๋ยวยังอยู่นะ
ไอ้ที่มันเดือดๆอ่ะ
Both rifles here. I mean,
สถานการณ์นี้แม่ง
เรื่องตำแหน่งนี่หว่าดีแต่ถ้าว่าถ้าโซวามันต้องเป็นสแต็กไง
Yeah, they certainly could. Munchkin playing
ก็ดี
relatively
สถานการณ์อย่างนี้มันไม่ค่อยโยกกันนะ
for
ส่วนใหญ่
information. Start to mount. It's there, and he's actually got the drop on him.
อุ้ยครั้ง
But Kong Kong, though, hits a
Au
great
la.
shot.
ไม่โชว์เลือดเต็ม
Let's
มีป้อม
recover a little bit of that HP, down to 39. Has ult, not going to utilize it, and he looks for the fight. Spots him out. This has to be clean, and it's not. Meteor's there. Nice stuff from T1. Again, taking risks, but taking names.
beautiful crunch immediately. And even there with the paranoia, you're just so worried Izu's not going to find anything off that. Yes, it sets the rest of the play in from long.
Yeah.
Izu does so well to adjust here. You can see what he sees here. It's the ping on the recon.
ไอ้นี่มัน
The adjustment is beautiful.
แม่งเพื่อนโดนยิงตายแล้วมึงยัง
The numbers just
ยิงจะแบบสไลด์อยู่
T1 in this situation.
ติดสไลด์ชิบหายนีออนตัวนี้
Kung with a great catch.
มันยกมืออยู่เลยสวัสดีอยู่เลยเมื่อกี้
It's a really, really tough 1v1 to win. Stacks liking what he's seeing.
Yep. I mean, that's 2 big rounds. They've gone quite close as well. That's quite hard for EDG to
Yeah, I mean, fighting back
take
into
that.
this map for sure.
Yeah.
So the force will be popped here by Kung Kung, which will probably send T1 a little further back into a passive hold. Ultimate's coming online here. Both sides got the Hunter's Fury for Stacks and the TP for Izu. To apply a little bit of pressure here towards mid.
Oh.
It's just going to be caught there off the drop. Sorry, but I'd say Smoggy better on the spam.
เอาวันดอลไปสแปมก็หวานเลย
That's
ดิ
a big pick there.
การแฟนทอม
Nobody
ยัง
looking
ตาย
to clear garage this time, meticulous. Let's get info on Munchkin. Don't quite know about Buzz yet. That operator is in play, yet to rattle off a shot. So if they try and scale through garage with some commitment, it could end in tears.
This orb just causes so many problems when I cover these key angles in garage.
ไอ้เพอร์ซันคาวลูกนี้มันคือของใครที่ชูเลย
คิดอยู่ว่า
Not gonna be able to get the info
โอนอยู่นะ
on Kung Kung's whereabouts, but Stacks wants this. And
Well,
just a
now he
little
knows.
check.
น่าจะ
That's
เป็น
really
ของ
nice.
ที่โชว์นะเห็น
That
มัน
does
เล็ง
allow for the
ตรง
rotation
หน้า
for
กาลาด
Meteor to come in as well. So they've got at least 2 bodies here. So do they want to try and hold on site? They do. Trying to play backside here. They're going to go
Oi,
forward.
CB.
CB couldn't get his gun out in time. Meteor and Stacks
เฮ้ย
making
นี่เล่น
mincemeat
วา
of
โล
EDG.
เฮลเนอร์หรือเปล่านี้
Now stuck
ซีบี
towards long. They have to bank on maybe Chichu giving them something. But you already highlighted. Munchkin's making it really hard to work here.
แล้วก่อน
Should catch
ชิชู
Chichu here. Absolutely does. Tour de force from Kung Kung. Still trying to do damage. 5 HP.
ใช่
Oh no, there's no options and nobody left. With nothing to do but die. T1 keeping
ตรงแล้วน่าจะไม่ไหว
Just all over the place from EDG. Trying to basically hit 2 different sites here after taking casualties.
I love that little recheck from Stacks as well. The algo not enough to really quell that
Yeah, I
concern
mean,
in
it's
his
bold
mind.
here, but CB again is just
Hello.
full confidence.
มูเมนต์มันดู
And
ติด
it's
ติด
just
ขัดๆนะ
totally
ไอ้หมอเนี่ย
lacking on the other end of that. I said maybe just reading that it is just one player towards A, but even so, it's a roll of the dice. As soon as you see the nano pop there, Really opportunity to cancel, but CB just not quick enough.
Buzz, man.
He's playing insane today.
Over delivering. Already taken away Chichu. Frees up those rotations back towards stacking out B with this attention from the utility. CB again, it was a wild attempt. Nobody, great shot, but again, the bodies are here. It's scrappy at the best of times, but they've got themselves again in a 2v2.
Ooh, the pit actually
นี่จังหวะ
an attempt to cover
เปิ
the
ดโอกาส
spike
เก็บ
here, but
เฮ้ยแล้วดู
also
มา
a little
กินเล่นดิ
misdirection. Yeah.
Oh, it's so sick from Munchkin. He's seen both.
ฟาดจัด
Smoggy is dead. Munchkin outdoes him.
That's just beautifully done
Insane.
here.
ช็อตนี้
The misdirection from the pit
Rent
is there
free.
to catch them immediately.
That's so good from him. Just understanding the opponent's wants.
He knows they're desperate, right?
Yeah.
CB at least here finds the opener. A couple of beautiful shots coming out from EDG. Just can't get across that second or third hurdle within the mid round.
มันยิงอยากรู้ว่าไอ้เมาส์
Loads of ults here for EDG though.
เปอร์สไตล์ป่ะชื่อมันอะ
So much to play
มัน
with.
ยิงเร็วแล้วมันโกงขนาดต้องแบนเลย
So what the operator here for Buzz, for me, is the
อยากลอง
issue.
มาเล่นเหมือนกัน
อยากลองอยากรู้
One player on the other side of this side for EDG is CB
เผื่อปืนลั่นบ่อยด้วย
up
เล่น
a
อะ
little bit. Trying to clear through short. Stacks won't spot anything.
อ้าว
And they're looking to challenge B here. Munchkin just greets
ไอซีบี
CB.
มันแจกโชครัวๆ
CB
เลย
hoping that maybe it just wasn't someone actively on that, but they now know there's more bodies behind it. They didn't quite get contact on A-Long with that out drone, but they're not really willing to back away. They don't need to. They still have 5 players up and a couple of ults to play with. But Meteor now goes walking, finds another body, drops it. Kung Kung on the trade, but the numbers now
เนี่ย
sitting
พิษ
very
ของไอ้
nicely
ที่
for
โชว์
T1.
มันปลา
They still have Munchkin in a
เข้ามา
great position here.
กดดันจะด่าเนี่ย
เบิก
T1 just so happy with these sorts of rounds where they can just
ไอ้ไวเปอร์
swing
วีสาม
back
เนี่
and
ย
forth.
ถ้าฝั่งตรงข้ามไม่ใช่เซิร์ฟเวอร์กดดันอย่างนั้นนะ
ไม่ค่อยมีข
Kung
อง
Kung
ด้วย
trying
ค
to
รับ
make
ตอนนี้
progress towards A, but there's still 2 players from
โอ้คอ
T1.
มมานด์ผมไม่ค่อยอยากเดินเลยเคยทำงานอยู่เป็นพวกไอทีมาก่อนอะ
He's felt
งานคอมมาน
nothing
ด์กับ
on the other side of the map.
มันเจอเขา
So they
ต้องบอก
can
ว่า
put
เวลา
points to
เรา
themselves.
ขายของ
They'll
หน้า
leave
ร้าน
Munchkin
อะ
just to be safe on
จะ
B,
มีไพร
basically.
ส์
Maybe
สาม
just
เทีย
hold
ร์
in
เลย
case there
เป็
is
น
that
เทียร์
late
หน้าร้าน
lurk or
เทียร์
a late split.
ดิลเลอ
They
ร์
can just
ไอ้ไม่เทียร์ดิลเลอร์เทียร์
20
เทียร์สอง
seconds
เทียร์ที่เราสามารถลดได้สุดๆให้ลูกค้าอะไร
But
เงี้ย
dwindled now.
จะเป็น
17
เรน
seconds. Where do you go?
สมม
Look
ติเรา
who's in spawn.
หน้า
Buzz
ร้าน
is waiting at Izu.
699
You gotta pull the trigger now,
Gotta,
buddy.
yeah.
There it is. The crowd's trying to kick off.
หน้าร้าน
With
699
8 seconds. They've got
ที่
the
ลดให้
wrap on
ลู
them.
ก
They
ค้า
can't
ก็
even
จะ
go back
เป็น
down B long or down
เป็น
mid.
ได้
I
ว่า
should say. Buzz
ถึ
was
ง500 บาท
waiting.
อะไรเงี้ย
This is systematic from T1. Mike, they
ส่วน
are in
สู้ไม่ได้ว่ะ
such good control of this game.
ส่วนไพรส์เทียร์ที่ 3 คือเทียร์สุดท้ายคือเทียร์ของดิลเลอร์
to
ที่
make
แบ
a
บว่า
decision here.
เป็นคนที่มารับซื้อแล้วไปขายต่อ
Similar issue, like I said, they struggled
ก็ไอ้
massively
คอมบา
in
ท
the
มันจะเป็น
downtime.
รา
With
คา
Gentleman
อยู่ระหว่าง
calling
เทีย
freezes
ร์3กับเทียร์
previously here on Haven.
2ก็คือ
Just
เทียร์ดิล
doubting
เลอร์กับ
themselves.
เทียร์ที่
A
สา
little
มารถ
bit of
ลด
split
ราคาให้
focus
ลูกค้าได้
alongside that just leads to disaster after disaster. 5 unanswered now. EDG will call a timeout.
But I also quite
EDG
like how
เกมไว
adaptable T1 are being to an
พูด
extent.
ต่อไปอะไร
Seeing
นะ
a dash of
ลิควิดกับใคร
aggression
นะ
down middle there from Meteor.
T2
We saw that
กั
push
บ
down C-Long with the
XLG
operator.
อ๋อ
These
ว่ะไม่
small
ใช่ลิควิด
things
นี่หว่า
just keeping that map information perfect for T1. It's risky. You're putting bodies on the line to get information, but it's working wonders. And as
ที
you
นี้
said,
โด
with
น
that
เล
little
ย
hesitation from
อ้าว
จำได้ผมจำได้
เมื่อวานไม่โดดเลย
ช่วงนี้ไม่ค่อยเล่น APS บ่อยเลยก็อยากซื้ออะไร
อะไรอ่ะ
เปอร์ไตมันไม่มีของด้วยปะ
โอ้ยโหต้องรอของน้อยของเข้ามาน้อย ที่ได้ยินมา
มันสั่งนอกเหรอ บูตติ้งเนี่ยผมออเดอร์มาจากของไอ้นี่เว็บหน้าเว็บมันอะค่าส่งแม่ง3,000เนอะ1,000 กว่าบาท รวมบอดี้3,000
And it's nice to see
จำ
this
ได้ว่า
from
จ่าย
T1
ค่า
because
คีย์บอร์ด
look,
ประมาณ
they had a
4-5,000
really hard game to start with.
ส่วนไอ้พ
I
วก
think it was closer than people
ที่นั่น
can kind of
เบ็ด
walk
เตล็ด
away if they only saw the
3,000
scoreline of it in certain extents. I think they played a decent enough game.
3,000 นี่รวมเศ
At
ษ
this
นะ
point, this is
เบ็ดเสร็จเป็นห
elevation
มื่น
from
อะ
them, and I like seeing it. And here's some more versatility for you. Buzz willing to go for an opportunity. Oh, it's rewarded again. Nobody gone. And that is a quick first blood at about the 1 minute
อยู่ดีก็หายไป
35
แล้วหนึ่ง
mark.
Any hopes of
ไม่ได้เลย
piecing together
EDG
here on a lesser purchase. Dwindling here,
trying.
yeah.
That's a big investment. That's a big kill though. Munchkin gonna go down, but Buzz still holding space.
Okay.
BTS slips ahead. It takes off EDG's T1. They are everywhere EDG wanna go.
Building masses of momentum now.
หรือว่าเมเทโอนี่แหละ
Still have the pit, the Hunter's Fury to work with here for EDG. Will be coming back in on the buy round. Just so many people on the other side of that peak. Set up once more outside window. And I'm begging EDG now.
เฮ้ยติดแบนเลยเหรอครับ
Just
แถมโลกอะนะ
don't have many tools, so you'd hope they just stack up and try and play these trades. But Buzz again will take Kung Kung out of the round.
มาพีคมุมเดิม2 วินติดกันไม่ได้นะ
อะไรมันจะง่ายขนาดนั้นออกไปยิงโป้งเฟิร์ส
In rounds
คิว
like
ล้วน
this, to be able to just brute force the site.
Look at the other side of the map.
EDG กำลังเจอทางตันเหรอพี่
Just
ผมว่า
omnipresent.
แม่งหนักกว่าลิควิดเมื่อวานนี้
They have the turret set up. I'm pretty sure to catch if they do make any progress through garage, and there'll be a reaction. And then look at the deeper position from Munchkin. They are getting a little creative. I like it. Take a couple of risks. Why not?
ไม่เช็ค
I don't mind it. And if they don't check this,
Nee,
well,
maar check.
thank God for that. EDG at least crossing that one off, but they're not committing.
Well, issue being.
ดูแล้วไม่เข้ามีอารามบอท
Yeah. Izu's actually posted up on the top of the box here. Buzz in spot. He's going to know the spike as well.
Well, luckily they got that back in hand quickly, but they're just being herded.
ปัดแม่งมันอยู่คน
There's
เดียว
still
ตอนนี้
two players on this side of the map, smoking towards sewer, so Izu can just watch this. You've
Bot,
got stacks
bot
waiting in
2
case they come up towards long, unaffected by the paranoia. They're going to stop.
Oi.
Yeah, I mean, this is on the back of Chichu trying to do
แปลกๆว่ะ
something
T1
miraculous for EDG.
30 seconds left.
มันบอกเรา
Buzz
ที่กู
in
ทำมา
the
นี่คืออะไร
back lines. When do they consider it? 2 already. Chichu, none the wiser. Doesn't even get the voice line off. Doesn't quite spot out Smoggy until then. On the hunt now, Buzz looking out.
อยากจะจุดซอง
Smoggy
ฟังลูกซองรอไปแล้ว
holds on tight.
And it's Chichu to step up and be the hero once more for EDG to try and get this one across the line.
God, they needed him.
Smoggy finding his second kill.
มันบอก
A
ยิงไป
crucial
3
moment. Buzz just looking to run rings around him. Response found here will keep it within 3. Still
เมื่อกี้ถ้า
hope left
อี
for
สุไม่ถอย
EDG.
อะจบละ
Still
โคโดน
a
บาย
buy play, couple of ults to maybe lean towards. CB direct and start.
And it's just one-dimensional from EDG. There's no real attempt to force any of the players that are backed off. They're not challenging towards A-Long on the side of T1.
EDG เจอเปเปอร์เล็กจะเป็นไง
Yeah.
ไปปะ
Much deeper alarm bot as well down on B.
เจสัน
Early
เล่น
warning
ควายมือ
system
เลยอะ
allowing them this 3-play stack towards A with a bit more
เกินไปพี่เกิน
confidence.
ไป
Even with that
ควาย
smoke
มือ
there,
เล่น
EDG aren't walking towards it. So they can keep someone like Buzz present on C. They can keep the pressure down on A-Long, but Chichu's the one who's been standing up for EDG, but quickly falls down. And now the pivot through garage. Buzz waiting. Does he get what he wants?
Oi.
Chichu's got one! I thought they lined up. Buzz! Oh God, he is looking
ตัด
lethal
มัน
on the
จัดกดทุกอย่าง
backside. There's nobody in
Look,
Smoggy
look,
trying to
like
piece
good
something
one.
together, but nothing feels available.
They've missed that window as well to follow through on that pressure. Now huddled into garage will freeze, force T1 to explore elsewhere.
Seconds left.
He's going forward here.
Don't
He's
need to
creeping.
do too much on this one. I think they were pretty
มัน
good.
ทำเอาไปแล้วนี่เมื่อกี้เนี่ย
But he wants the job done.
ที่ผมบอกว่า
He's got
พี่
places
ผมบอก
to
เลยว่า
be.
เพลงนี้โดนเพลงนี้โดนใช่ไหม
Got to know there was another behind this. And with Buzz backside, the cross might be the death of him into the smoke and hoping for the best. 9 seconds not going to happen. It's T1 again. Just the information game is theirs from start to end.
Will break the bank as well. Just when EDG get one on the board. Well, a second, I should say, sorry.
Yeah.
Hunter's Fury still available. But the buy is not going to be pretty, if anything.
พอครั้งโดนยิงไม่
Kang
หัน
just
หลัง
one
แล้วหมด
away from the tour de force. Maybe fight for an orb here, but it almost baits T1 into maybe contesting both extremities here. You can see the ping over towards C-Long there. Absolutely going to challenge it.
Yeah, and a very quick start as well. Buzz is straight down C long. They've evacuated A, respecting the ult coming through in the pace and the tempo from EDG.
I mean, they can give it up now. They got the lockdown.
ใช่สโมกี้ฟอร์มไม่ค่อยดีช่วงนี้
EDG getting closer now. No lurk in middle this time, so no
EDG
worries
ยิ
in
ง
that
คมเหมือน
front.
ทำไมมัน
CB
หนัก
clearing.
มัน
But you
จะ
gotta
ดู
feel as
ดู
though you're
การเล่น
walking
มันดิ
into a
มัน
trap.
เล่นไม่ละเอียด
Stacks
เลย
knows it.
นะ
And there's that lockdown.
ปล่อยให้เขา
Chip damage
ทำนู่น
on
ทำนี่
him.
ไปหมดแหละ
The shock darts.
อย่างจังหวะที่ CB สไลด์เข้า B มาออกไปเคลียร์ขวาปุ๊บไอ้ที่เหลือเข้ามาก็แทนที่จะเช็คใครให้ละเอียดเลยเมทิโอนั่งยองๆมา
Snake Bite not fully clearing into
free.
the corner there.
Buzz is
สอง
quick.
ตัว
Buzz is really, really quick here. Chichu's heard it. He's got to get his gun out and get
ตัวนี้
ready.
วิ่ง
He pulls it in,
Ow.
and he's got the shot. In the meantime, Izu's taking
Hey,
down
CB
TB.
วิ่งแบบ
T1
วิ่งเข้าซ้าย
side.
เนี่ย
Wait! Did they just steal that away?
In the wide open as well.
Oh my
I didn't even
God.
catch the defuse
No,
going
me
through
neither.
there.
Show me the replay. How the hell did they get away with that? I thought there were still bodies on long to fight
ดู
back
แบบ
in.
มันเหมือนเล่นเหมือนไม่ได้เป็นทีมอะ
That's just inside the smoke.
โอ้โหแม่งขยับเมาส์แทบจะ
Just
ทั้ง
no
แผ่น
pressure back
ผลอยู่
towards
แค่เนี้ย
site. And again, 2 kills come through. Kung will find the response, but it's as simple as that. The lockdown just securing the round at 4T1. Tour de force here. That's about it for EDG.
Let's play.
Buzz on the hunt once
ทัด
more.
ทัดเลย
I like it. I like that he's got that killer instinct.
Oh,
Reward or
yeah.
not. Yeah, he does have his.
Yeah.
But
Remember?
it just applies further
Phải lắm.
pressure.
EDG มันเล่นแบบว่า มีแก๊ปตรงไหนมันไม่สนเลย
Zizu
มัน
here
แบบ
with the operator.
มันไม่ละเอียดเลยวันเนี้ยงงปะ
ใช่
Did you again? Found
ดู
some
แบบเล่น
space,
ส
but
เปะสปะมากเลย
can he get any
เช็ค
further
แค่จุด
progress
ที่
here?
ที่ควรเช็คอะแต่ว่า
Sax is
Lên
already
để cho nó
confident.
không bị
Thinking
giật.
about
Yeah.
it, there's something in his
Vì
mind.
kép mới
that's
đai
not-
lại.
I don't like that. But I like this discipline as well from T1. An aggressive start. They fall back. They've got man advantage. And they give up the A side. They can play retake. They don't need to overstay their welcome. They still got a lot of kit on
เหมือน
easy.
EDG มันได้แชมป์ไปแล้วแล้วมันก็
Buzz still
ไม่มี
sitting
แพช
pretty
ชั่น
good on
การเล่น
Intel.
ขนาดนั้นอะ
This is nice. This is good
Không bỏ
quality
nghĩ rồi.
Valorant from them. Now, whether we see them stick the landing or not, yet to be seen. But they're
Bên
making
bên đây mà.
EDG have to
เออมัน
play into this. You're not
ดู
getting
เล่นผม
freebies
มัน
now.
แค่เขาจ้างกูมาเล่นเฉย
So hard
ๆอย่างเงี้ย
to even find
ชนะก็ดี
something feasible to work with. Plant will come through.
ไม่ได้แบบกระหายชัยชนะขนาดนั้น
Retake
แต่มันก็ห่าง
4T1.
มานานแล้วนะ
เออก็จริงแหละแต่มัน
Hand for Izu.
ควรจะดีกว่านี้
Still
ผม
left
ว่า
hand
นะ
for T1.
มันคือแชมป์โลกเลยตอนที่มันเจอเฮเลติกนี่โหมันโคตรโหดเลยครั้งแบบดันไปยิงสองยิงสามสี่
At the very least, crossfire between nobody and Chichu. That is what they're
Ui.
banking on here. Izu sent forward, falls. Now the follow-up can't get it done just yet. Buzz breaking the ankles of nobody, but still Chichu trying as best he
CB คนเดียว
can, leaving CB in a winnable scenario. A quick reposition and
Goes for the
understanding
flank.
of where
เรื่องเอม
Meteor
อะไร
is.
มัน
This
ยัง
is
คง
big
กัน
from
อยู่แหละ
CB. Keep your calm, keep your nerves, and give
Whoa.
yourself a damn chance. 4 rounds, a Red Bull clutch, keeping EDG alive.
We wanted rounds from
Don'tบอกว่า
CB.
ทีม
He
อื่นมันโหด
delivers
ด้วย
one here. Call it a lifeline for EDG after a brutalizing first half. Following suit from Bind as well.
ก็คือประมาณว่า
Again, there's
ถ้า
a
เกิด
chance to come back
สมมติ
here.
ว่าได้แชมป์มาใช่
EDG
ปะ
certainly
แล้ว
putting up
ปัจ
a
จุบัน
fight
เนี่
here
ย
on the
มัน
second
ผ่านมา
half.
2 ปีแล้วEDG ได้แชมป์
That is as
แต่ว่า
best
ทีม
we
อื่น
can
มัน
hope for their
มันก็เก่ง
recovery
ขึ้น
at the very end. 8-4.
แต่ว่าอันนี้มัน
Let's find out if there's still fight in EDG.
ถ้าคนที่มีแพชชั่นมันจะพัฒนาตัวเองไง แบบทำทุกอย่างให้เพื่อที่จะได้ชัยชนะต่อไป มันก็อาจจะบอกได้แหละว่ากูพยายามแล้ว แต่กูก็ได้แค่เนี้ยมันก็รู้สึกเหมือนมันก็ยังไม่พอปะมันไม่มีใครไม่อยากชนะหรอกผมก็อาจจะแบบว่าก็คือมันเป็นแพชชั่นที่แบบว่าออกมากันออกมาเองอะ ถ้าสตอรี่ปีนี้เป็นแบบแฟนติกกลับมาเอาที่2รัวๆจะรีไทร์ปะวะ
น่าจะต้องทำเหมือนนะแองเวลาเลย
จะสงสารเลยนะคือชอบเนี่ยถ้าแฟนติกได้เข้ารอบหรือกับแม่งแชมป์ได้ก่อน ค้ดประกาศออกบอกไม่ให้เลิกครับมัน
เป้ไม่ได้แข่ง1 ปียัง
แต่ทีวันเก็บคาเป้ไว้ตลอดเลยนะปล่อยเลย
โหดลูกกระชูโหด
even not really knowing where to pressure, when to go
ชู
forward,
ตั้มให้
when to
ตั้ม
commit,
อยู่
being punished time and time again by
ลูก
Gentlemates.
กระชูนะ
Certainly something they have to have picked up in the review.
These are fixable things. Whether or not they have is what we wait and find out. Look at Munchkin though. Going to put some pressure on Kong Kong's position, but for now it is T1 very much eyeing up this B site. Very passive hold as well from Meteor down towards C Long, looking to potentially catch CB, and he does. They've read them very nicely here.
Nobody still guarding B site.
Ooh,
Kong Kong now on. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, hold up. They're trying to quickly pivot, but actually T1's going into the blender. That's good. EDG, right place, right time. Kong Kong does get the kill. Don't know if that was as necessary as it feels now, but I guess they've got freedom on one side of the map, so they can start figuring out where to go, how they want to approach this. They're clearing back through middle.
Still plenty of time for EDG to get back towards C here. And stacks down to 20 HP. Meteor has to do the heavy lifting.
Looking for that pick and see if he can fall back from it, right? But they're already doubled up. Not cleared.
โอ้โหมุกนี้
พี่จำปี EDG ปี 2023เลยปะ
Because I don't
อยากทำให้มันเลย
Meteor, the timing goes down. Kong Kong gonna keep this one looking good for EDG. 3 kills in the round and a chance to build up in the second half.
ตอนนั้นมันโหด
Great
ทุกคนเลยดิ
conversion here from EDG.
ตอนนั้นมันจัดเลย
Almost falling short here on B, but
พี่โชคก็บอสตอนนั้นอ่ะ
pivot from T1 caught just as they were about to make through garage. Credit to Smoggy and Chichu in that regard. And Munchkin, I think maybe spotted just as he's retreating back towards lobby.
ฟิลดีอยู่นะ
Unfortunate the timing of that kill to come through because he is Kangkang basically
ลอง
the whole map
ต้องฝึก
to play with.
Yep. Okay. Let's round by round it. Buzz the only threat, I guess, maybe outside of Meteor to a smaller extent, but EDG, let's keep 45 alive. Okay, early contact and now burst from T1. Chichu has to back away. Yeah, and we have a slip of a player here, and it's Buzz! Taking away Chichu, good trade from nobody. Meteor's gotten further ahead. They could pause
He's
for
in
a
the
second.
smoke here.
Yeah, they could absolutely pause, and they found a weaker player. Kong Kong tagged up before as T1 re-hit. Nobody has to go above and beyond to try and keep this one in hand. CB's position should be safe, and Smoggy secures it. Bloody hell, though.
Again,
Touch and
remaining,
go.
composed during this chaos here. T1 certainly a threat on the back of Buzz finding that opener. Meteor again slipping the net. Again, it's just only a slight misread on the positioning. It doesn't get him a second kill.
Oh.
Headed to EDG here. And the follow-up purchase not going to be comfortable at all. We have the chamber, obviously, to offset that slightly, but yeah, I mean, it's a Bucky, a Bulldog, and a Guardian.
คิดถึงคอมไอโซอ่ะดัน
Okay, but this gives them a step. It's still, I'm waiting for it.
You say with
อัลฟาเจอร์ใช่ไหม
Scared, Brett? Oh. Okay, Kong Kong's fine. He's
เจอ
gone
เหมือน
there, all good.
กดไอโซแล้วเหมือนได้ปลด
Actually,
ปล่อย
nobody posted in towards
ขนาดเมทีโอยังเคยเล่นเลยดันเนี่ย
They still have 2 plate positioning on that C site. T1's initial options limited.
Drone will clear through here. Might just... Yeah, it does catch.
Munchkin, you have been seen. Shouldn't get away with much here. There's a lot more of T1 players coming.
Well, I was going to say, actually, it's a perfect move from T1 on the back of that information. Issue being...
ไฮไลท์ใกล้ตัวคุณ
With a Bucky.
Here we go. Nobody. That's one. That's not two. But Kong Kong luckily still here. The paranoia does just whiz past. Not going to find what they need. So by all right, still EDG very much in hand. 4 players backside here. T1 banking on stacks. who's dropping bodies. I'm still waiting for this one to feel secure, but it's just not. Stack's gonna see both here. Oh, T1 just pause for a second and find everything they needed.
Another 3K from Stacks, continuing to deliver. Top of the board now for T1. Hunter's Fury,
this time.
Hunter's Fury in hand for him. Again, difficult round for EDG to win, given the inventory brought in here, but plenty of damage done. I think it's necessarily going to cause a massive issue for the buyback. See exactly how it's. I mean, still rifles across the board
แต่
here.
มัน
So.
ลั่นไม่หยุดเลยว่ะช่วงนี้เกิดอะไรขึ้นวะเนี่ยผิดฟอร์มเหรอ
หลุดฟอร์มเนี่ยนี่เรื่องหลุดฟอร์ม
Yeah, this is the one EG
ตอน
really
ลีก
need
ยังหลับ
to
อ่ะ
springboard themselves into a string of
ถ้า
rounds.
แตกฟอร์มนี้นี่
That's
โอ้
one
โห
that kind of makes it
ที
feel
วัน
possible, right? Like,
บิน
it's
สูง
still
อะไรเงี้
very
ย
much in the game. 9-6, not over by any means. That 7th keeps it well in check. Smoggy's been left alone for a while. Nobody has made it over towards the A site. C-Long being checked. I like this. Okay, our drone towards Long. Going to spot out at least one. In the meantime, they can post up CB down on C-Long. Free up Kung Kung for potential rotations. I like this.
Pulling back in. It looks as if T1 that could be a big bait, actually. The recall here.
Oh, dear, Kung Kung.
So I think they've noted the trap.
Seems a little unsure of where he wanted to be, but he's going to deal damage back. CB's going ahead, just on the owl drone. That's lovely. Munchkin not wanting to trade, apparently. CB going to be on for another. He's not denied. T1 still trading in effectively somehow. Chichu going to be denied trying to drop down towards Garage, so the plant's going to be in here for T1.
He's still a little behind the curve here. Still 3 alive. Do have a paranoia, got some good Uto on Nobody as well. Certainly a chance to make something happen here, especially with Buzz tagged down to 20 HP.
Yeah, but look at Buzz getting pretty active in this. Ah, that's kind of wild. Catching the timing on the paranoia.
God.
Oh, it's punishment. Nobody, you got no options. Don't to back away. This outcome is rough, Mike. That's double digits for T1. And this was the round that could have brought EDG right back.
This is the one that they ultimately want to stabilize off of in terms of the finances, in terms of just about getting to this first ult cycle. Chichu's still less than halfway to the pit. A huge tool on the defense. T1 looking to stretch their legs now. In touching distance of closing this series. Again, CB with a chance to really run away with this round.
Yeah. I thought he was going to double down on that.
I mean, the stun almost catching. Here, just a little hesitation from Smoggy. He's looking to set up smokes and Buzz with 20 HP going aggressive.
You can tell when the confidence is there, can't you? You can really see it. Again, the problem is the buy, right? We've alluded to it and the importance of this round. I think T1 reading that early utility quite nicely. CB will at least get to claim A-Long as a start, and they've left Kung Kung on the other side of the map. They've left him with a lot to handle if they do decide to pivot this way, but the B site is looking like the end destination for T1.
Hunter's Fury, obviously.
That's lovely.
Off the back of the orb, will connect here. Easy will fall. So that's it, getting a double. Munchkin's down too.
Okay, game on, fight on. Buzz still standing on the site here. Where's the fight back? There it is, in the form of Kung Kung. Tour de force tears him apart as Meteor put to work. Trying to stall out on this spike.
Stacks has still got Hunter's Fury though, so they can buy a lot of time here. But
oh my god.
Meteor has to get a kill.
He does, he's trying, he's not got it though. And I think Stacks knows there's issues. The shock dart not enough. He sent another one, but nobody's sitting on this. And here it comes. He tries to back away in time, so half it's achieved. Stacks, this would be legendary, not gonna happen. They made sure it didn't. There's the grit from EDG we were waiting for.
A thrifty to get them back into this.
จุดเริ่มต้นว่านี้
Ken, a chance to really run down the clock here, but it's forced standing from EDG. The Hunter's Fury just not going to do enough in this situation. Great response here, and this is on the back of proactivity towards A to get this orb, give them an opportunity to contest this B site hit. Kung Kung delivering with the tour de force as well, as we've come to expect. Operator back in hand for him. And now another chance for EDG.
God, they had to fight for this one.
Yeah, dig their heels in now. Munchkin looking to cause issues once more with this A long lurk. CB's kind of trading off behind him.
Deep power drone towards long. I'm not sure if it's going to catch Munchkin. I think it might.
No.
Ooh, it didn't.
Nope.
They're here pretty quick on this, so CB has to be pretty rock solid. I think they feel it though. You can see that lean of rotation, no contact elsewhere. Starts to feel a bit obvious. There's the check, there's the body. Stun to follow, nobody does well. Takes away Munchkin. Can't get the follow-up. Okay, floodgates now open, and T1 flood the site. There's the Hunter's Fury, but Stax not finding the same success as Smoggy. Gonna control the site itself, leaving Meteor and Stax very limited amounts to play with here, and EDG having the numbers and having what could be a key round. Stax can't do it, EDG. Very nice. That is a big, big round to win.
No solid info here for Stax to follow up with the Hunter's Fury. A chance to really punish that position towards Graffiti, but the pressure here from CB, just enough to keep their head above water. Yeah, you got to credit EDG's read on the map. As you said, no contact elsewhere. A wild commitment to the spray from Buzz. Fortunately, he can't find the second. It's Chi-Chu to seal the deal. We'll see a T1 timeout here. And the money not going to be there to support a purchase, but lockdown in hand for Meteor. Got a TP for Izu. Bucky in hand, but Buzz does have his ultimate, so coin-based win condition coming out of this. I mean, it's a tall order on a lesser buy, but certainly have to feel as if it's around Buzz.
Yeah, I think that is the main one to look out for if there is a chance for it. But first time we've seen actually EDG start to win the momentum game in my mind too, starting to get some stability behind them, starting to figure out that form that we've been waiting to see kicked into effect. And T1 responding in probably the right way, just slowing things down themselves here, having a chat, having a check-in. Because, look, we've all been kind of talking, I don't want to say talking down EDG, we've been talking accurately about their form.
I think, well, holding them to the standard that
they are currently seeing, right? But it's like we all know the potential highs, we just haven't seen that really spark yet. So if this is enough to maybe reignite a little bit of that, I'm all aboard. We all know what they can look like when the ball gets rolling, when things start looking good. Just got to keep it going now. They're still not in the lead. But they've certainly done what they can to bring this back to a reality. Kung Kung waiting, poised and patient as ever. I say that, not so patient now.
Hunt
towards that right side, big shot. That's Buzz gone. He's still standing. He's still looking for more chances. No respect given, only earned. But it's a 4v4.
I was going to say, you take a trade every day of the week in that situation if you're T1.
Finding Buzz is the only good thing in that, in a way, for EDG, because he was the one with the ult, he was the one with the Bucky that could have maybe built something around it, but Stingers still remain. And there is only one on the A site. Chi-Chu's got to play this to perfection, really.
Yeah, EDG now considering the rotation as T1 will drift away. Don't catch the A player of EDG.
To be fair, T1 have been quite consistent in going back to those A-site hits, so maybe a decent read, but it gets a bit sketchy for nobody.
He could be overwhelmed here.
Yeah, quite easily, even just those Stingers in the right place for it. And they're going on this one. Nobody better be prepared. Gonna get one, and he can't get the second. There's the overwhelm we were worried about. And that Judge, let's see what that reset looks like for the post-plant. Kung Kung's getting closer. The Viper's pit on top.
Oh, lockdown as well.
Bloody hell, they won this one done. They don't like it. They don't like that EDG were getting back in the game. As Meteor goes walking, finds a completely asleep on the wheel, Chi-Chu. And EDG, did you forget who you're facing for a second?
Again, just leaving. Initially, this is leaving Chi-Chu solo on A, and then they leave another player solo on B here to hold down an anti-eco in a committed position. This is a one and done with the way T1 are playing. It's never a solo endeavor in these sorts of rounds. EDG asleep at the wheel here.
That's a fumble in my eyes, because this was, again, a great timeout, good timing, but still, you can't be slipping at this point. T1 now with a chance to push up to 12. EDG back with a good buy, though. They do have the operator with Kung Kung. They do have the ult with CB and a judge. They've got what they need. They have the tools ready.
Stack's going to figure out what's going on here. CB able to actually get away. Doesn't get spammed off the door. T1 feel as if they've created enough pressure here, but Kung Kung just can't find the shot. That could be the green light.
Oh, they're trying to go, aren't they? Here comes the TP as well. He is going to be surrounded if he wants to try and stand his ground. Take the fight here!
เฮ้ยโดนได้ไงวะ
The heat-seeking missile has been removed. Izu going to eliminate that. Allow for the plant here. Actually denied by the shock darts.
Second one missing.
Yeah, Stacks given this now. That's time on T1's side.
A lot of paranoia to work with here. Something to slow down this retake coming through from EDG.
Yeah, I like that. Meteor, though, going to find Chi-Chu. Meteor on the follow-up. Stacks on the swing. It's Meteor with 3.
Beautiful. T1 so solid in these holds, Lauren. Unfortunately, EDG, again, it's another round where somebody just has to go absolutely insane to turn the tides. Flip the odds in their favor. Izu just sticks the TP in hell.
Nasty.
And again, Kung Kung here, he's in a spot where it's, I have to commit one way or
ปรับ
the
ข้างล่าง
other.
ได้ยังไงวะ
I don't blame him for going out and swinging. I don't really blame him.
This is an operator, right? If he gives up the site without finding a kill, it's not necessarily a playback input. Hold that thought.
It's aggression from the word go.
มอบละ
Izu instantaneous in finding CB. And even with that pit towards long, the map feels a little vulnerable here. They are trying to batten down the hatches, but T1 are playing a good game. Nobody wants info. And Kung Kung wants a kill. He's going to get it, Aim. Oh, he stuck around for the second as well, committing to the spray. This is desperate, and it's dangerous. And Smoggy gets the backpedal. Izu slowed down. It's a 3v3. Chi-Chu, brilliant there, removing the threat on the A side of the map. And Smoggy unwilling to relent in this position. He wants Izu dead. He's got him. Buries him. There's Buzz on 20. This would be something to remember.
Yeah.
17 to 15, though. He's not having a bad game. But the map feels small. Has he got the timing on Smoggy? I don't think so.
No, I think Smoggy should be able to slip away here. Now reading the situation really well. Going to force Buzz to make moves, explore the map, and force the plant out here. Chi-Chu picking up the slack in mid as well.
Discipline. That's all this is discipline. This is a slam dunk round.
Oh, he did spot him.
He's seen one. 10 seconds.
Big 3K from Smoggy here. And a quieter performance for sure. Will give EDG something to cling on to. 3 rounds separating these teams here on Haven. Yeah, fair play to Chichu on the other side as well. The pit towards long and still getting proactive. Nice! But the buy is still there for T1.
Are they looking to explode C?
I mean, Buzz got his ult and a judge, so...
Kung Kung is here as well, though. It's not a light side of the map. Kung Kung needs to be ready. He's had moments in this position, but Buzz is on the way. They don't know about Smoggy, and Kung Kung's the one destroying them currently. Izu takes towards backside, but by now there's barely any of them alive. Kung Kung's reposition is nasty too. Vision limited, but they're already trying to get out of there, and Izu's got nothing to do about this round. Munchkin left adrift.
Hit a brick wall on the C site hit in the form of Kung Kung. Smoggy just cooking in that snake bite, but the TP just draws the eyes of T1 elsewhere. Munchkin now put in a similar, well, much healthier, but there's a full 1v4. And elsewhere, I mean, ultimates, a couple to play with here for EDG. There's still a chance of some sort of purchase to follow this, but I mean, with 3 way below the mark, and Buzz now not having an ultimate to offset that. And T1 effectively giving up another after this.
30 seconds
left. Yeah, and just, I know it sounds silly in a 1v4, but I'm just happy to see discipline. I'm happy to see just...
Yeah, with what's gone wrong for EDG today, absolutely.
And I hope I don't have to eat my words in these moments, right?
You said it now.
Well, a 1v4 would need
โดนเปล่า
a catastrophic
โอ้ยาก
mistake.
ไม่มีโดรนว่าข้างบนอ่ะ
Munchkin, especially
เดดแมน
Come on.
เฮ้ย
Come on.
ถามจริง
Come on. Come on.
No. It's, oh, nothing can go wrong here.
Yes, the expected outcome.
But
Hello.
of course.
Of course it is.
12 to 10.
That was snappy.
Yeah. I got really nervous.
He's droned.
He's
Reconned.
they know where he is.
Beautiful catch here from Kung Kung.
Yeah. I mean,
The
it's been
TP, yeah, the TP up to the top of the box.
Oh, don't slow it down.
Don't
Just-
say that.
Whew, all good. All good. I guess the question then becomes money-wise, what does T1 want to do with this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like I said, there's
OT
แต่ไอ้เนี่ย
secured.
three way
Damn, they done
below the
by
mark of where you
EDG
want to see.
เคยโดนไฮรู
They've had
ทำ
some
Yeah.
absolutely lethal thrifty rounds.
หนักจริงว่ะ
So it wouldn't surprise me to see some level of investment here. And like you said, they've already kind of guaranteed.
แต่ว่าด่านบายมีปัญหาอยู่
เอ๊ะ
ที่วัน
แม่งนั่งโยกหัว
Now see what sticks. I guess in terms of the mind
ทำเอา
games,
นั้นโยก
the
หัว มัน
psyche
จัด
here,
มันจัด
EDG
ไอซีบีแม่งโยกหัวเมื่อกี้
are going to be sweating bullets. I said have some ultimates to play with. Nobody Smoggy and Kung Kung do have theirs available here. Should be fairly comfortable in the purchase behind this as well. Anybody falls here once they find their 11th. Actually, yeah, packs a punch.
อย่าทำให้มันยาก
Someone
ครับ
still want to probably
But
make a
the
go
job-
at things here.
It's not without a question.
I mean, set a secondary objective, pull some ults out if you can.
I mean, that would be the dream come true, wouldn't it? So do you try and then... How do you try and draw those through? I guess let's see how much pressure you could apply to you.
I mean, it's, yeah, there's no way Kung Kung's he's swapping back and forth
Yeah.
on the buy, but you get the Hunter's Fury out here.
That's what I'm seeing if they can get done. Now, Snacks. Let's check here. Yeah. Gonna at least look left side. That's 3 players drawn towards the B side. Maybe how they wanted to imply they want to draw out the Hunter's Fury is just pressuring B so they can get a cheeky plant. Not gonna happen. Being very careful on the way out, taking the long road here. We've had a player pushed up and holding the C long walk down quite some time here. And then almost a similar scene on the other side, right? CB down on A long. So almost a mirror how this goes. Buzz being very loud about it, but Munchkin tried to stop working, didn't
เป็น
work
เรื่อง
out.
เฮ้ยนายวันหนึ่ง
Uh,
ทีบีจัดให้
How did CB die there? And Smoggy might get caught. Oh my god, no, this is not
Ui.
how this happens. Thank God for Kung Kung, but he takes a lot for it and nobody's dead. It's still exchanged. They've got an upgrade for Stacks.
Yeah, they got 2 rifles and a judge now.
This was never meant to be the threat. It was, can you get a win con?
Buzz will post up.
เดินมั่วๆหน้าพัง
Team
นะ
are going to freeze behind this.
ไม่ได้ว่ะถามสิวิมันจบเอแน่นอนอ่ะ
Bodies here.
30 seconds
Kung
left.
Kung's low, that's fine. That's not the end of the world. The
Still got
others are here.
Still got a paranoia though
I'm out of here.
to play with.
Buzz is in. Buzz has found a
Ow.
victim! No,
Ow.
T1!
Stop.
Can Kung Kung save the day
10
again?
HP.
It would need an ace to keep them alive in the tournament
Hey,
right
darling.
here, right now. And they are watching. They are waiting.
GG
The
ครับผม
issue with being an icon is they know what you're gonna do.
จีจีเกยจัดให้แบบเน้นๆรอคู่ถัดไปเลย
สายใหม่ เช้านี้
ง่วงว่ะในการดูคู่เดียวดีไหมนอนแม่งเลยแล้วกันนอนตรงนี้แหละทิมกูแตกสลีปปาร์ตี้แล้ว
Guys, also I want to talk to you about your performance.
คุณมีเคล็ดลับยังไงบ้างคะในการที่คุณระเบิดฟอร์มได้ขนาดนี้ในมาสเตอร์ผมก็ช่วงนี้ผมกินผักเยอะครับ มันอุดมไปด้วยวิตามินบางทีการไปซื้อผักที่ตลาดมาก็จะมีหนอนติดมาบ้าง ผมก็ไม่เอาออก เพราะว่าเป็นการเสริมโปรตีนให้ร่างกายด้วยครับ
จะเปิดเพลงนี่จะไปเข้าห้องน้ำจะปิดเสียงก่อน
ปิดไปก่อนก็ได้พี่จะไปเข้าห้อง
เคย
น้
กินกาแฟแบบโอเวอร์โดสป่ะ
ำไม่เคยผมไม่กินกาแฟอยู่แล้ว
อ๋อ
แต่ตอนนี้แต่ชอบกินนะ แต่ไม่ซื้อเลย ตอนเด็กมันเหมือนว่า พ่อบอกว่าโตก่อนค่อยกิน พอโตมาปุ๊บได้กินกาแฟแล้วแบบกาแฟมันแพงอ่ะ ก็เลยเป็นคนที่แบบซื้อกินแล้วดูดปื้ดเดียวหมดอ่ะ ก็เลยแบบรู้สึกว่าไม่ซื้อดีกว่าแม่งแพง
คล้ายๆกัน
มันแบบเวลาไปซื้อเขาชงตามร้านเงี้ย ผมก็ไม่เข้าใจว่าทำไมคนอื่นเขากินกาแฟนานนะแต่ผมแบบดูดปื้ดเดียวหมดเงี้ย อย่างวันก่อนผมซื้อไออเมริกาโน่มากินอ่ะ ตอนขับรถอ่ะ กินไปแทนที่จะตื่นนี่แม่งเวียนหัวแทน
อ๋อ อันนั้นน่ะเยอะเกินไป
ใช่ไหมเยอะไปเหรอ
โอ๊ตคาเฟอีนเยอะเกินไป พี่โดนอย่างวันนี้ซึมทั้งวันเลย
พี่แต่ผมกินคาเฟอีนเม็ดผมไม่เป็นไรเลยนะ แต่ตอนนั้นมันออกกำลังกายไงพูดยากหน่อยถ้ากินแบบไม่ออกกำลังกายมันจะเวียนหัว
เลยคือวันนี้ง่วงใช่ไหมเราออกไปข้างนอกใช่ไหม ก็เลยกินมอเตอร์เอเนจีไปกระป๋องหนึ่ง
เป็นไง
กินเสร็จปุ๊บกินกาแฟอีกแก้วหนึ่ง
โอ้โหพี่
เรียบร้อยเลย เหมือนแบบ
หนักไปนั้นน่ะ
มันซึมไวอ่ะ แล้วกินกาแฟเข้าไปอีกอ่ะโอ้โหผะอืดผะอมทั้งวันเลยอะ
จริงๆเวลาผมเป็นคนที่กินกาแฟแล้วมันผะอืดผะอมทั้งวันเลย ไม่รู้เป็นไรก็เลยไม่กิน
น่าจะไอ้นี่
แต่ถ้าเป็นกาแฟนมหวานๆอร่อยก็ได้อยู่นะ แต่ก็ผะอืดผะอมอยู่ดีอะ
แปลว่าต้องเป็นคนกินพวกแบบมอคค่าลาเต้ อร่อย
ผมก็เลยเติมคาเฟอีนโดยการกินแต่เป๊ปซี่อย่างเดียวเลยนะ
ตามก่อน
ผมซื้อกินทีไรผมดูดปลืดเดียวหมดตลอดอะบางคนเขาจิบกาแฟนะจิบทั้งวัน ผมนี่แบบไม่ได้เลยวะมีอะไรจะต้องกินให้มันเสร็จก่อนอะติดเป็นนิสัยเนี่ยมันเลยทำให้อ้วนขนาดนี้ไงเวลาซื้อข้าวมาอย่างเงี้ย ผมติดนิสัยอย่างเงี้ยผมเลยแบบอ้วนตอนเด็กผมผอมใช่ป่ะแล้วแบบว่าแม่ก็ เด็กติดเกมอะเล่นอยู่กับหน้าคอมอะไปโรงเรียนกลับมาก็ เกมอยู่หน้าคอมพอแม่เรียกกินข้าวก็รีบกินแล้วก็ไปเล่นเกม แต่เมื่อก่อนไม่กินนะเมื่อก่อนไม่กินข้าวเลยอะไรเงี้ยแม่ก็จะว่ากินมากินข้าวเลยไม่กินเดี๋ยวไม่ให้เล่นเกมอะไรเงี้ยก็เลยกลายเป็นเด็กรีบกินรีบไปเล่นเกมก็เลยอ้วนตั้งแต่นั้นมาเลยจนติดเป็นนิสัยปัจจุบันก็ยังเป็นคนกินเร็วอยู่ดีแค่อยากชิบหายเลยโคตรเบื่อเลยเบื่อตัวเองพยายามจะปรับเปลี่ยนนะแต่มันเผลอเข้าใจว่ามันเผลอผมว่าผมต้องไปเวิร์กเอาบ้างหรือวะพรุ่งนี้เอาสักหน่อยเนี่ยไม่ไหวละร่างกายตัวเอง อยากดูแลนะแต่เกลียดนิสัยเกลียดวินัยตัวเองลากลูกออกมาเดินเลยแบบตอนเนี้ยว่าไม่ไหววันนี้ผมโลเนจี้จัดเลย นอนน้อยด้วยครับ วันไหนนอนน้อยไม่อยากทำเลย
เชื่อใจเบบี้เบย์หรอวะ
ไม่วะหลับเลยเนี่ย
fell away from them and then completely crumbled in map 2. So I would generally agree with what was
อีทู
what you're
เจอ
saying.
เลยนะ
But I do think that there is a large difference in terms of the quality of teams that they are going to be playing against. In terms of Paper X looking astonishingly good, and I'm not on board with Wyatt.
I'm not going to cope crazy mode. I'm not going to cope crazy mode. Just to touch on G2 though, back on that map one, I was really impressed with Jaw. He had a great second half in that game playing. The Neon was turning things around. And honestly, I thought Trent was okay in that series despite that horrific one singular moment. But I thought he was playing all right aside from that. Like there were some glimmers of hope from G2,
XLG
but, you know, ultimately not enough.
Yeah, well, I think we do have to talk about like the mental of the team coming out the back of that, because there were some absolutely kind of heartbreaking moments, as you're alluding to, and it did feel like they were still trying to find their footing.
ลาก้าบอกยิงให้เบบี้เบย์รู้ว่ากลับมาเล่นทำไมพักไปก็ดีอยู่แล้วโซนเอ็นเอมันก็โหดนะเว้ย E2 แม่งทำไมมันตึงจังวะในเอ็นเอพี่รู้ป่ะวาลินนี่เมื่อก่อนไว้ทรงผมจินตลานะแต่นี่คือตั้งแต่มาแข่งวาโลหัวหยิกเลยม้วนผมแบบจนแบบ
มันหยิกเพราะว่ามาแข่งไปม้วนไป
ถ้าไม่ม้วนนี่คือเป็นทรงจินตลานึกภาพบอกว่าสาววาลินอ่ะ
ที่ไปกิน ปังเลยเซเว่นมาหนึ่งที่โอบปังทัฟเฟิล
เป็นไง
โคตรดีอ่ะ
อยู่ข้าวเลยวะพวกนี้ผมกินเละเทะมากเลยพี่เอ๋ยปล่อยตัวจัดเลยหนักขึ้นมา3 โลแล้วเต็งตัวเองวะ
กลับมาเดินเนี่ย
เริ่มตั้งแต่วันไหนดิ
พรุ่งนี้
เอาอย่างนี้เลยถ้า G2 แพ้เนี่ย XLG แพ้พรุ่งนี้ผมเดินเลยชั่วโมงเนี่ยตอนดู
XLG แพ้เหรอ
ได้
เดินถ้า G2 แพ้ไม่ได้เดินละ
ถ้า G2 แพ้ผมเดิน40 นาทีเดินอยู่ดี
ถ้า XLG แพ้เดิน80 นาที
80เลย
ทีนี้ไปเรียนทัวร์ลง CB ก็ทำหนักจัดเลยใช่หรอดูที่ไหนครับ
ตัวลงใครนะ CB กับออทัมอ่ะ
ใช่
CB แม่งเล่นเหมือนโยนจริงนะดูแม่งเล่นอยู่เหมือนมินิบูเมื่อวานแม่งแต่มินิบูเข้าใจได้นัดคงสั่งให้แบบมึงเล่นแบบนี้แหละ
อันนี้ CB มันทำของมันเอง
มันดูเหมือนแบบเล่นเหมือนไม่ได้มากับเพื่อนอ่ะตุ๊กตานี่พี่เอ๋ยมีครบยัง
พี่มีแค่วิงแมนขวดนมอ่ะ
ผมมีวิงแมนขวดนมมีวิงแมนถือสไปซ์มีไอหมีใส่แว่นแล้วก็ไอเพนกวินเนี่ยครบยังขาดมอสฟิตป่ะ
เอาไปแจกหมดแล้ว
แจกเลย
ก็ชอบเก็บตุ๊กตาไม่มีที่เก็บตอนนี้
ในรถทำบอกกูโดนอีกละไปอยู่ไหนก็โดนแต่ผมว่าเมื่อกี้ EDG ยิงสู้ได้นะมันดูมันดูแบบเนี่ยแต่แม่งแพ้แบบแพ้เพราะความไม่ละเอียดทั้งนั้นแหละโดนเมทีโอยิงฟรีบ้างโดนอะไรก็มุมแม่งก็ไม่เช็คอะไรเงี้ยเข้าไซส์มามันมีช็อตหนึ่งที่ไอ้ CB กระโดดไปทางขวาแล้วไปเคลียร์ได้คนหนึ่งไอ้ทางซ้ายแม่งเข้าไซส์ตามเพื่อนมาไม่มองซ้ายกันสักคนเลยโดนเมทีโอยิงฟรีเลย2 ตัว
อ๋อ
NRG โดนมาหนักครับสำหรับ XLG เดี๋ยววันนี้ไลซอจะได้ยืนไม่หยุดเลย ยืนแบบไม่ได้นั่งเลย โดนขโมยเก้าอี้ต้องยืนเล่น มันเล่นงงจัดเลย EDG อะเล่นกันแบบเหมือนไม่ใช่ทีมที่ได้แชมป์ตอนนั้นมันยังดูเล่นเป๊ะกว่านี้เยอะเลย งงไปหมด LG มันคุยอังกฤษกันนี่
มิลาก้าโนแมนฮ่องกงผมก็จีนนะโนแมนเหมือนเคยเล่นอยู่ลีกยุโรป อุ้ย
จัดเองเลยว่ะวันนี้
พวกนี้กำลังลั่นเลยเดี๋ยว
เจอกับ Happy Way
Yeah, and it had success in the hands of G2, but they definitely had the surprise factor.
Yes.
They did play it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're seeing the form of these players. Happy Way in a position where might be able to close things.
Happy Way coming out of kickoff as the highest rated player pretty much across the board in all stats in China. Well, not playing Duelist, just
globally
incredible.
Too. I mean, if you just look at the stats that he was putting up, both of these players were absolutely nasty for their teams in kickoff.
Yeah, he really is astounding mechanically.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
In that mode.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
He had
I'm telling you, this is a big skirmish.
Oh, snap. Wait a minute. Oh, he tanked, bro. Okay, Valorant.
Oh,
what are you doing, bro?
Oh, dude, that is a filthy shot to end it.
Bro, that actually might hurt a little bit in this one. Oh boy, all right, so I do believe we might have the map veto flying up here in a second. Because I am quite curious. There it is.
What do we got going?
Yeah, so we got Abyss, Haven, and if necessary, Breeze. So Corona will get blocked first. Split Bind floated toward the end. Those get blocked. Wyatt, your thoughts?
So we do go to Abyss first, which is nice for XLG. But they are not. Yeah, but they're not starting on the attack side, which I think would have been their best opportunity to really get some momentum into this series.
Sure.
And if they started kind of beating down G2 early, if they have that aim firing on all cylinders with their stars like Happy Way, like Raga, right? Then I think you could see G2 mentally getting into a tough position again. Sure. But starting on defense, this team XLG, they don't play with a lot of fire. They don't play with a lot of passion. It's relatively safe.
Yeah, I do want to see them pushing out more on defense side across their maps. I think that would be much nicer to see. Bit of vertical rotation, a bit of confidence to find those timings. But I do think that the pressure in the opening map might actually be more on G2. When we've seen them in this double duelist new style of theirs, the comp that they ran on Abyss was like a Jet Yoru that they mangled the execution of that when they ran it in Americas.
Question. Do you swap it up?
If you're G2?
Do you go back to what brought you to the dance initially because maybe the double duelist ain't quite hitting here in Chile?
No. I don't think they swap it up and go back to like double initiator slow comps.
Sure, okay.
But I could still see them swapping the duelists around, having like Baby pull out the Waylay and you put Jorg on the Yoru instead. Just a bit more comfort, a bit more standard rather than running a Jet Yoru.
I think they lean heavy better there. Yeah,
okay.
And they had the breach on the map as well, which was... well, breach is not exactly.
Let's see what the predictions are. How's everyone feeling coming into this game? Wyatt, I'm telling you right now, if I don't see XLG, you're done. Wyatt!
No!
Wyatt!
I went with...
Wyatt, come on, Papa!
I went with G2 in this game because I thought everybody would pick G2. I wanted to first by getting the G2 picks across the board.
But
Jen has
did you dirty dog.
us, man.
Jen did you dirty dog.
Oh, that's...
Wyatt.
I'm sick.
So
I want XLG to win.
I'm hearing excuses.
G2 are the favorite, but I wanted to curse them, man.
I'm hearing excuses.
Bro.
No, you do not get to curse G2.
Oh, my God.
Okay, it doesn't get to happen that way. Oh, man. All right, folks, well, you hear the crowd. They're ready to go. NS is hyping them up on the stage, but this matchup is going to be wild. Can G2 find a way to dig deep, get a clean win, or does XLG manage to send an America's champion home? Let's bring out your teams.
Ruido! XLG!
เพลงนี้ไม่โดนเนี่ยพี่เอ๋ยไม่โดนไม่หรอตู่ตาตู่
G2 Esports coming into this one having to feel confident because they have been in these situations before, these pressure-filled situations. For XLG on the other side, they know they're going up against a juggernaut, but they know they have what it takes to be able to take down the best of Americas. Let's see how this goes down.
Jibby, you can feel the aura permeating in the air when Lysor steps onto the stage and is ready to stand up.
I know.
This is an insane matchup. Honestly, it almost feels wrong to say this. Hard to believe at this point since G2 have been around for a while. But that being said, these are two of the best Ascension teams of all time in Valorant.
Are we
some of the most success?
Following that narrative?
I mean, it is legitimately true.
Yeah, you do kind of have to say that, don't you?
Oh, wild stuff there. Once again, your series layout, your HyperX series layout, of course, Abyss, Haven, and Breeze, if necessary, Sideshow.
While XLG are massive underdogs in this game, and you've just watched EDG get destroyed, I think this first map is going to be genuinely way closer than the rest of the series, perhaps, as well.
Yeah.
But because I think that we have yet to see G2 really prove that they can master this map, and they've looked a bit uncomfortable in comps that they've run previously.
Sure.
And this is home territory, at least on the attack side, for XLG. So, yes, it's an enormous uphill battle, playing against the Americas three-peats, but XLG can start off running here.
But we know that G2's starting on the attack. So you're an XLG fan, you're Wyatt, you got your XLG t-shirt, you have your XLG hat and your flappers and you're ready to go. How many rounds do they get on defense here, Sideshow, that you feel confident about this XLG team when we swap sides onto the attack?
I mean, they need as many as they can get, obviously, but I mean, it's an attack-sided map in general. I'd be really happy if they ended up getting 5 on the defense side, maybe even 4, I'd be fine. But I think the win con is that G2 crumble their attacks strats, because that is what happened when we watched them play against Furia. They beefed their attacking execs over and again.
Yeah, and Furia on that map were incredible at those fast retakes, floods back in onto the site, and I do think that's something that this XLG team can absolutely lean into versus playing like overly aggro in early rounds. Now, look, man on screen right now, Raga, you have to pay attention to him in this
ไปเล่นนอกโซนให้ชนะมั่งหรือว่า
Yeah,
เอาวันนี้
and
ผมเชียร์
Raga
มันเลย
was incredible on the attack side. He was putting up so many first kills. Happy way, serious shooter. They need these guys
ความหวังสุดท้ายของจีนครับ
on the other side.
ให้ XLG ไป
Has to be all eyes on Baby Bay. His debut map, he
บอกเลยว่า
struggled.
สิ้น
ยังมี
หวัง
All Gaming อยู่นี่ว่ะ
Yeah, the pressure is on Dre, but the
All
thing
Gaming
is that it pressure's
เอ
been
อมันจะลงแรงแล้ว Baby Bay อ่ะ
since he joined
ผมไม่ค่อย
the
ดี
team. He's been put in a lot of positions where he kind of is like a make or break almost for the squad, especially when it comes down to the mental.
Absolutely.
ได้ทีม
and
ที่
I
เข้า
think
ซีด
the-
หนึ่ง
the
ไปนี่แม่ง
mental is gonna be so
แต่ละทีมนี่
interesting
คือ
to
แบบ
track across what we expect to
เป็น
be
ที
a
มที่เรา
fairly
ไม่
close
ไม่คุ้น
opener.
ชินนะ
Because you've got Lysor standing up on one side, no man popping off. Then you've got Baby Bay who's going to be
Bully
trying to bring up the
BBL.
energy on the other
All
side.
Gaming
I think
น้องชิม
that aspect, if you see one of these teams start to go quiet, you could be a bit concerned.
I am drawn, though, to the man that we just saw on your screen there, Leaf, because I think when the going gets tough, you can always rely on the one Leaf to get you the dub, and he needs to be in
กดห้ามเจอคือทีมไม่เคยเจอกันมาแล้วจะไม่เจอในรอบ
round up
เซต
the rear and pick up
ปกติ
whatever
มี
slack is left on the rest of the field.
Yeah, he is just one of those guys that is talented enough to put up star-level performances, take over a map on any agent. that
ทำไม
is
ผมรู้สึก
playing,
ว่า
either
G2
they're
ชุด
picking
นี้
up
เล่น
Breach, Viper, whatever.
เล่นละเอียด
What
น้อย
is
ก
he
ว่าชุด
going to be
ที่แล้ว
playing here?
No
Because,
idea.
yeah, because last time
ชุดที่แล้วอาจจะตาม
he
ไม่
was
ตาม
on the
ไม่ทัน
Breach
แต่ว่า
playing on
ไม่เล่น
Abyss
ละเอียดมาก
previously. I don't want to see him on that. Like,
ชุดนี้
I
มัน
know you're saying he
ตอนแรก
can't
มันนึก
pop
ว่าเป็น
off
พี่
on
เบ
the
ย์
AJ,
เวเลคิว
dude.
ไง
But yeah, he listen.
แค่เปลี่ยนคนเดียวนี่มันแบบว่า
I'm not saying I want to see him.
Exactly,
I'm not
exactly.
saying I need to see him in the server,
He's
man.
just more likely to pop off if you put him on other roles. Like, maybe you could see a Viper coming out here if they wanted to play something like that.
All right,
What
well,
are they gonna run?
Yeah, I'm excited to see
เฮ้ย
this.
ฮาร์เบอร์ว่ะพี่
Oh my god!
I like
Okay.
that.
Dude,
I like that.
it's kind of cooking. I think this map you can really make Harbor work. It's good for flood defending.
And
It's actually really nice for
the kind
defaulting
of
on attack.
agent that Harbor is works really well with Valen. He likes to be able to cut up the map, manipulate space. That's a good agent for him to
2-0
use.
ครับ
Almost no one is
G2
playing Neon here as well. So
Yeah.
to see a Neon come out,
2-0
that is weird.
Folks, this is it. Time to get this second elimination match underway. We got just the casters to call the action, fellas.
ไม่ค่อย
Have fun
ไม่ค่อย
with
ไว้
this
ใจ
one.
เว
Here
เล
is
ทีดู
Achilles and Paper Thin.
Once more into the breach, G2 Esports
วันนี้ Baby Bay
looking
มา
to
แก้มือ
rebound after that loss to the hands
ถ้า
of
เวเบล
Paper
นี้
X
เวเล
XLG.
เล่นไม่ได้นี่แสดงว่า
Similarly,
ไม่ได้แล้ว
not
นะ
wanting to go the same
เจอ
route, not wanting to
ยังไม่เล่น
suffer the
ยังไม่
same
ได้นี่
fate
ต้องพอ
that
ละ
EDG just did.
Absolutely. I mean,
บอกว่า
this is
เวเล
really
ไม่ได้นี่
important
คือ
for
แบบ
their
นี้ไม่ต้องหวัง
region as XLG because you're starting to look like maybe you know, everybody might have been right about your region, that you're shaky, that you're the weakest region coming into this. But this is the team that a lot of people were pinning their hopes on as the most fundamentally sound, as the team that could actually potentially do damage here. But NRG proved that they were a step above, a class above. But we are going to go to Abyss, a map that is so important here for XLG. They're going to start on that defender side, the side where they got absolutely bullied, which is shocking because it's a side of the map that they were rather good on domestically. They had a couple 6-1s where they closed out maps really efficiently on that defender side.
Well, now going into the Abyss, XLG's map pick. G2 opting to change up the comps here, shattering our expectations with Valen bringing out this Harbor.
And you're going to be looking to see what that Storm Surge and the new High Tide really do for you here.
Okay, well, we're not going to see it in this round.
Forget it.
Valen's already dead. Picked apart there in mid. WS Leo able to find the opening kill of the map.
Why even Theorycraft? Why do I bother?
วางเลยครับเจ๊เอา
Sometimes you get shot, you die, but Spike is still going to be planted all the same for G2, but it's a 4v5. Let's see how the retake looks for XLG. Double push, both duelists working their way around towards the spawn, and Leaf is just not registering this at all. Trent will be able to trade one back, but you still have Raga on that angle, and I don't think he's going to be red at the moment. Baby Bay trying to hold forward. Has to clear out these two players, but he's only going to be good for one. Trent now swinging the corner, finding a timing. Lysor going to be struck down. Looks for a little bit more, but Happy Way will get with the Ghost. Raga's participation on that flank not going to be XLG find the opening pistol.
Yeah, that's exactly what the doctor ordered here for XLG.
เจ้าไม่
Get
จัด
off
ให้
to
เลย
a
ข้าง
good
บน
start
เมื่อ
on
กี้
this defender side. Just a nice pick here through the reveal there. Very nice. He just kept kind of spamming through. Valen tried to assume that he was going to stop with the spam, and he didn't. Paid the price. There's a couple players that got caught out in the open here. Kind of a 3-2 split. Cover mid. and work their way back in towards a retake. No Man immediately trying to hype the team up.
เฮ้ยโนแมน
Need a lot from him
อะไร
on
มัน
this
จะมันขนาดนั้น
melee.
เพื่อน
A little bit of a struggle. Last time out against NRG, but see what they got here. It's like a fast B
แต่
exactly.
ผมว่าฮาร์เบอร์เป็นพิกที่ดีมันดูแบบ
The pace here as drone goes up
ได้
and
รี
over
เท
the
ค
top.
เลยแหละ
He'll tag onto one.
เอทำอะไรได้เยอะฮาร์เบอร์
Relative safety for Fallon, but Twill still falls. Happy Way has the transfer.
Ui,
Looks for a
Pau,
third, runs
what
out
the
of
fuck?
bullets, but Leo is there.
เอาโคตร
Picks
ดู
up
ด
the pieces as Jogamo gets taken down so far. It's looking pretty damn flawless, but Leaf will be able to find the finish on the enemy Astra. So much more work now needed and necessary as Baby Bay 1v4 with just a shorty in hand. They know where he's at. Oh, trying to go for the no-scope, ends up costing him, but Raga will get picked apart, but they can just swap out the Stinger for the Outlaw. Rather the Spectre, juggle the weapons around, and that's a 2-0 start for XLG.
แมปแรกถ้าชนะ2 ครั้งเข้ารอบ
You'll take that as XLG.
ใช่แมปแรก
The line nicely up here. He's Happy Way. Sometimes things can get a little disorganized for XLG on some of these anchors that they were trying to attempt. You know, NRG does such a good job of diving in there and hitting you with some util and then knowing when to dive back and things like that. That made it really tricky for the XLG defenders
มัน
to
ไม่เอาหน่อยเหรอปืน
really plant their feet, hold their lines. Mid aggression though.
มิดเลยว่ะพี่2 ลูกเป็นไง
Much.
คอนโทรลจบเลยนี้
Push here potentially. Yeah, swinging out. Going right past Fallon's shoulder. Quick little refract back to safety. There's Leaf, okay. On the linger here at B window. It's out Happy Way. Solid first advantage found for G2. Look to play out this anti-bonus, but Lice were lurking forward into the smoke. Will be found. Baby Bay spotting out the head. Gets the shot. That's now 2-player advantage to get rid of strike into the A side. Raga, however, is here in position. Find down once again.
อุ้ยเบบี้เบย์ว่ะ
Over the top, clears out the enemy Yoru. And now it is just Leo to
ดู
try
พี่
to
เก่า
make
มา
it
ด้วย
a
เปล่า
little
วัน
bit
นี้
more costly, but his position is known. Shock guards find a little bit of damage, but
อุ้ยวอลแม่งดีว่ะ
I think there's much more
ใช่ไหม
realistically to be done unless you can find a
โคตรสูงเลย
crazy shot onto Baby Bay, but likely he's just going to tuck back, wait for the spike to explode, see if he catches somebody on the exits at the same time. But it's like Leaf not going to give him the opportunity, comes up with a 3K, and G2 Esports get themselves on the board.
Okay. Exactly what you needed to do here as G2. Very clean.
จริงมันก็ไม่ได้ต่างจากเดิมมากนะพี่การเล่นฮาร์เบอร์
You're gonna have
แค่โคบมันวางง่ายขึ้นเลยไม่ต้องมานั่ง
away
ปา
from his.
มันต่างเพราะว่ามันรีเร็วขึ้นไง
I think for me, what I'm really curious
มันรี
about
เร็ว
here
ขึ้น
is
เลื่อน
some
โค้ง
of
มัน
the
เยอะ
round
ขึ้น
macro that I'm seeing, and a lot of attention being paid to mid.
เอามาใช้ตอนรีเทคอะ
ไม่ถึงกับไอฮาร์เบอร์ก่อนรีเวิร์กอะ
Where
มัน
even in
ก็เล่น
rounds
ค
where
ล้ายๆ
they
กันมี
lost,
วอล
I
มี
thought
โค
they had
บ
some really nice ideas on how to
แค่
take
นี้มี
mid.
บ
Like
อ
you
ร์ด
saw that two-man window push against Brock, where he got that double kill. It's like that was the right idea. Just you got
ชอบไอเดีย
outplayed.
จีทู
And things like that, I could see G2 being aware of using that
คอน
neon
โท
a
รล
little
กลาง
bit,
ไป
do
เลย
some scouting.
โนข่าวเลย
See, Raga can get some value out of this push.
นี่ไปไม่ไปก็ไม่รู้
This is mightily aggressive. 3 players just around the corner, but it's going to be able to
That's
find
what
one
he
and get
found.
out scot-free.
เจ้ากูโดย
Fast enough for the punish. This drone now. Go up and over the top, got the ping onto Happy Way. Baby Bay trying to set up with the saturate, but it's not going to be able to find him and cannot get the flick. Raga finds himself a second. Happy Way up over the top, takes down Trent. G2 just not knowing what was hitting them here on this side of the map. They'll find themselves in a 2v5. Looks like XLG going to be maintaining the lead and stretching it 3-1, barring some incredible clutching at the hands of Valorant. It would have to be an ace.
ของบอสมันอยู่ไซส์บีดิเมื่อกี้แฮปปี้
Finds
เว
the
ย์กับ
first
ลาก้า
himself on the board, sets up the smoke, but how are you meant to try to tuck away and stay alive with 48 seconds remaining in the round and just 21 health?
Have to see some mistakes from XLG to give him much hope. Just try to
ฝึก
wait
เล่น
it
ฮาร์
out.
เบอร์ดีวะสมองแม่งดูมันเดือด
On the wall, trying to find that stray shot. They know that he's tagged up. They know he's down low.
เลือด800บ้าจัดเชื่อปะ
And now his way through that connector. Have it decently sussed out as to where Valen could be. Do they want to pursue deep enough to find him,
20 ใช้ได้อีกแล้วนะ
flush him out and take the weapons away? So
เก่ง
he
นะ
might have thought he slinked his way back over towards the spawn. So
10 seconds left.
for the moment, Valen looking likely to be able to retain this weapon.
เดี๋ยวเอจีอยู่ไหน
Yeah, and the execute there.
น่าเล่นเลยนะ
For
ฮาร์เบอ
G2.
ร์
Just, again, a
ตัวมัน
little
ดู
bit
แบบ
out of sync. I mean, this is something that started to rear its ugly head against Paper Rex for G2. It's just not being able to coordinate as well. And I had a quick talk with Jog before the match, and he said, man, we just got to get on the same page. Like, that's what's killing us. And, you get that identification, and Baby Bay can't track down the target fast enough. He's a little bit slow to the punch there behind the recon utility, and therefore he can't get the saturate to land, and Rarga's in a perfect position to punish it. So a lot of these things already going to be thought about because G2 is going to pop an early timeout.
โดนพี่เพลงนี้โดนเจ้าพี่ว่าฮาร์เบอร์เอาไปเล่นในบายได้ปะ
ได้ดิ
ผมว่าได้อยู่นะ เล่นแบบที่เปปเปอร์เล็กเคยเล่นอ่ะ
ได้ฮาร์เบอร์
อยากเห็นสักช็อตหนึ่งอ่ะแบบมันไอ้นี่ได้ไหมรีเทคแล้วแบบกดโคบกู้อ่ะอยากรู้มันจะกันได้เยอะขนาดไหน
โอ้ต้องลุมยิงอ่ะคนเดียวไม่พอตอนนี้
ตัวพาคาร์เบอร์หลุดใครเอามาเล่นนี่ไอออดโมโหเอาวอลแม่งมีการกระสุนด้วยเลยแล้วกัน
was positioning mistakes, wide swings where they're out in the open when they don't need to be, trying to take fights where they're not favored because they could have changed their angle a little bit, maybe had a better opportunity against the NRG players, things like that. So far looking better for XLG for sure.
สโมกเจสัน
Let's see what G2 has dialed up. Stinger for Leaf. Everybody else rifles.
Oh, late TP here from Lyser, trying to go for a trap play, but does have to back away. G2 starting to suss that one out. Trent does eat a good amount of damage, so down to 43. Always swap the weapon over, but we want it into the hands of Leaf. Able to find a headshot, but cannot confirm the kill on the No-Man, so he just dashes out to safety, utilizing this Cosmic Divide.
And it was so early, and because you got 3 players at the main there, you think there may be some fast rotations here towards B, but they're just clearing that space now. Be a little bit late. See if Happyway want to get involved. Thwarting him initially. They're looking for flanks.
Arga again.
ผมว่ามันเอาดูวอลดิโคตรสูงกับพี่
across the attacker spawn now. Valorant
มันเอามาไอ้
of the G2 players.
บอร์ดมันเอามาลงตรงนี้แน่เลย
To try to intercept this Yoro. Seems like now starting to get the read to try to go for the check. Swings out and will be able to win the fight. Critical headshot to get found, but Joggermo's still going to be taken out.
Baby Bay.
Massive kills for him, found over at the connector. Does get traded out, but now a 2v2 is Trent trying to utilize it. Hunter's Fury, but doesn't get a shot. Happyway's just sticking this. They need to interrupt that as the transfer will drag him off. Happyway looking for the turn. It's going to be Trent narrowly coming out on top. That was almost catastrophic, but G2 will be able to find the round win.
That is
ไม่เสร็จพี่มันโดนยิงตูดอยู่
absolute knife's edge.
มันยิงไม่โดน
Trent there, hopefully that's a confidence booster for him, that he's able to get that clutch. My goodness, Valen a big win. Baby Bay
เห็นปะ
hitting some good shots.
มันเหลือกี่วิอ่ะ
They're excited to be able to
นานแล้วอ่ะ
Good friend. But yeah, that was scrappy though. I mean, I think that really could have gone XLG's way. If Baby Bay doesn't hit those 2 shots, if Valen doesn't win, there's so many little things that could have gone wrong for G2. Again, liking the macro from XLG. Get some sharp shooting from Rarga and Happyway and company.
แตนตีเนี่ยโคตรโหด
Send out the ult there.
It's a quick exit, but now you have this later linger from Leaf. Look at him, still positioned in the attacker spawn. Knows that XLG have been going on these flanks. Wants to try to intercept rather than be the one that got punished. Seems like they're suspicious of it. Do have some weaker weaponry, but now Trent taking that point. He has to swing in from behind, finds the first. No man, Leo, they could just push forward and try to just dismantle the players that are there on the site. Up the pace, and it seems like that's exactly what they're going to try to do. Is Valen spraying and praying, but eating a bit of damage in return. Tries to slow down to the approach, but at the same time, Happyway's able to find Baby Bay. Valen's tagged down the 2, still fighting, still finding that elimination. It's all down to Jogamo and Leaf. Here's rotation into the site. The time starting to get away from them. Has to go for the full stick, but Jogamo will strike in off the flank, finds that kill. Leaf wanting blood, will be rewarded with it.
จะเสียเยอะชิบ
Nothing
หาย
to
เล
be
ย
retained here on either side. All players dead, but G2
มัน
tied
ไม่
up
มี
at
ขนม
3-3.
แล้วลูกไม่ต้อง
There's
ไปนั่ง
really
เฝ้า
just good
ไม่มีข
awareness
นม
from
ให้กิน
both
แล้ว
sides. I'm quite
ได้ไหม
impressed with what I'm seeing from both teams in terms of
ตอนนี้ปะ
how they're thinking about these rounds, how they're thinking about their strategy. Baby Bay there, gonna out-duel Rarga, create some space. That's what you're gonna need as G2. And again, XLG has the awareness of that late lurk from Leaf, even though it ends up costing them because he's patient enough to wait until they've fully committed past that angle. Tons of ults here for XLG. This is a very important round for them in terms of the ult economy and their actual gun economy. Goes Baby Bay.
Just looking for the dash in again, catches a glimpse of no
เฮ้ย
man.
วันนี้กดทันว่ะ
Cracks out, but this is all a bit of a ruse to try to keep some attention tied towards this side of the map. At the same time, Leaf in mid, able to win out the fight versus
ได้
Leo.
วอลโคตรสูง
Drone and that Sova Util not going to be available for the potential retake as Raga is nearly fished out
ต้องเล่นแล้วว่ะ
of that tower position.
โล
Talking about
เฮ้ย เอ้า
similar. Happyway just goes for the spam. Finds the kill. Raga hadn't even gone to the dimensional drift yet. That is just unlucky. At the same time, Baby Bay now going to be taken down. It's a player advantage over to the side of XLG. Looking for the pop flash out. Balin tucking into the corner. Eventually will fall. The push forward through the cockpit divide. And Leaf narrowly able to win it out versus the Orbit's going to be paranoid up. Sat here in the cubby, and Lysor will be able to flush him out. XLG not allowing G2 to gain the lead.
Yeah,
ทุ่มเทสุด
it's such an important battle for mid that's going on to give that extra player
ยืน
advantage.
แบบเดิม
You don't get to see it on screen, but
Well,
Baby
they
Bay
did.
was the follow-up
XLG.
player after he sold a bit of a fake. And Leaf clears the first, and Baby Bay has to worry about a bunch of different angles, and Lysor comes in pretty late. He gets a big win out there. Rarga, all that info. This is huge right here. That second kill, the fact that he's able to double down on the players coming out of the Cosmic Divide. Absolutely
การตีแอต
brilliant.
ตาเสร็จแล้วใช่ไหมแล้วก็เอาโยลูไปยืนบังตรงจุดกระโดดโคตรเชี่ยเลย
Back up on his feet. Oh man, hyping right alongside him. Has to be excited about in the G2 camp at the moment.
เป็นตก
Happyway is 12-4 right now.
กระโดดไปตกเลยนะ
ตกดิวี่
So
โดน
highly
บล็อก
rated coming into this tournament. And he is showing why.
เจ้าหนักกว่าช่วงนี้
เจ้าไม่ค่อยลั่นเหมือนปีก่อนเลย
In a stinger variety of an eco. Well, this attempt here for G2, just a couple sheriffs and classics otherwise.
I feel like this is a bit of a head scratcher for G2. You don't get any contact here, posting up players so deep in mid. Now there's finally a drone that goes on an exploration. I don't think it saw anybody.
ทำอะไร
Still
Oh man,
yeah.
we'll find the shot. One player going to be taken down. Seems like Leo, very strong awareness of this position from Baby Bay. Saw him drift across. And Baby Bay now, last one standing with the classic. Should just be dead to rights, and he will be. 5-3, XLG. Already having a very strong defender side. G2 feels like already needing to win this follow-up round. They've got 3 ultimates to try to utilize.
Yeah, I think this might be one of those times where try to go for those big set exec plays, see what that kind of rehearsal has looked like, the practice in the lead up to this
ตอน
map
เดียวบอก
for
ไม่รู้กูเล่นอย่างเดียว
G2 that worked a treat for NRG. Might be a moment where you can try to double down on that a little bit. Hammer this B site. It gave XLG grief to try to hold this down. Saw it time and time again. And NRG was able to brutalize their way through. Like you said, tons of ults available.
Happyway just drifting inside of the site. Almost gets sunned up. This player manages to spot him. No. Baby Bay lands right there in front of his crosshair. Now he is still free to dance around this site. Cosmic Divide going to be called in again from Lee, but Raga all around the back finds him right as he exits out of the astral form. Push to the smoke and show him. Oh! Mo's down 3! Gets
เนี่ยทัก
the
ขึ้น
4!
มาเลยพี่จอ
What a timing to be found!
ต้องให้ทัก
That is
ใช่ไหม
one hell of a way for him to jumpstart the engine and just the one kill before. And he just tears them all to pieces in the blink of an eye.
Only him. Only him, man.
Unlucky TP there from Lysor.
Oh, man. He could not have timed that better. Literally everybody's
ตื่น
util
นะ
or
บิน
TPing
ได้
or
บินอ
not
ย่างนี้
looking
มา
his
นี่
way.
มาเลยนะ
Unreal. I mean,
ต็ม
that
นะ
looked so good for XLG. And a late dart there from Trent. Baby Bay's ahead of the curve. So again, that
5-3 กลับมาแพ้
coordination between those two players, a little bit lacking here on Abyss.
Aggro TP in the mid. Lysor's going to be scaling forward the slide
Ui.
across, and he absolutely destroys 2!
โอ้โหโคตรบ้า
ไอโซ
Unbelievable transfer to be able to find Valorant as
พี่
well.
ออนนั่นน่ะ
This is such a snappy reset. No man tagged low, but does have that regen armor behind. Meanwhile, Raga trying to hold here in A main. Seems like they're suspicious. There's the push. The Guardian, he has the one tap. Very short hop exit.
แล้วเบบี้เบ
Back
ไม่
into
เทร
the
ดด้วยนะ
site.
งงว่ะ
Baby Bay cannot find the punish. He needs to stay alive as Leaf is on the approach here, but Raga just catches him
เขาทำอะไรวะ
exploring around main.
เบบี้เบมันไม่เทรดให้เจ็ด
That
เลย
leaves Leaf now. In 1v4. Just feels like every time G2 find their footing, they get that round win. XLG are able to just kick their legs right out from beneath them.
And it's big plays from Lysor this time. Comes out the 2-for-1, hits him on the slide too. That is filthy stuff. And Raga,
คือทามมิ่งมันยังไงก็
angle
ตาย
for Baby Bay
กลายเป็น
has a
ได้
lot
เฉ
to
ย
clear there. Raga, so sharp with that Guardian. Yeah.
See the frustration.
เทรดเพื่อนไม่ทันเบบี้
Not wanting to have to use that second timeout in the half. He's just going to be holding that one. Overdrive now available for Jogamo. So a decent amount of firepower into this one. Hinder will connect, but there's no real way to chase in and find that punish. Meanwhile, noise made in mid. No man just scales in. It's flush against the box, but the swing could come through for Jaw, but no. Hasn't gone around that top mid pillar.
They know he's there. They at least suspect. His danger pings over in his direction. Now they know for sure.
And there's the catch.
Done.
The overdrive not to be seen in this round. Once again, a player disadvantage.
เจ้าจริงไม่ถูก
Clear the recon. No info going to be gained there. Raga just staying flush against the wall to push forward. Valorant able to find one for the stinger. Baby Bay as well. Getting involved. Finds Lysor. The Harbor now taken down. It's frantic, spraying and praying for Raga, but eventually finds a reset to eliminate Leaf. Drop down Baby Bay.
มาดิ
Saturated, still able to find himself a third. Now they're going to go for the backside plant, but it is Happyway on the opposite side. This guy has been a menace. For now on the approach, he's the one eating the early damage.
He's going to have a lot to play with here. Stars are coming up. See how he wants to set this up. Place them, try to make it look like he's pushing there from the spawn side, but he's wrapping the window.
เฮ้ย
Even just the micro that he's got going on in his approach is damn impressive, but Trent will be able to find the kill. Lone survivor once again,
แม่ง
G2.
ลำแบบ
Is unable to get these round wins cleanly. It's very sparse when they pick him up as well, but in with a shout to try to make this a 6-6 half. They nearly have a stacked deck. It's 4 ultimates to utilize.
นอน
I
ด้วย
mean, it
มัน
just
ไม่
feels like
กัด
some of these rounds come down to some hero plays for G2, where you need somebody to get that big 3K to reverse the great starts that XLG is having.
แต่ไม่ได้ป่ะวันนี้ท็อปแปกว่ะ
I can't credit XLG enough with the macro ideas, the strategic view that they have.
เซล
Sometimes they lose in these scrappy battles, where they get caught in the timing, like we saw with Jogamo earlier. This time, they're going to move Happyway over. Convergent pass, going to be able to sidestep it.
Pushes up in towards tower. Clone to be cleared. Overdrive now going to be popped. And Happyway isolated, picked apart. Jogamo not looking to overstep, however, as the Hunter's Fury is now going to be called in. Just for a quick check around the back, but the Dimensional Drift is in from Raga. See what he can spot out, get these defensive positions known. Has seen damn near everything, makes his exit. And now they get ready to go on the push. Baby Bay, however, still on tower. Takes out Lysor. It's a 2-player advantage to the side of G2. The swing in. Baby Bay finds himself another. Draga dead. Tobias Leo, an ace clutch to try to get XLG a lead in the half. Hunter's Fury now coming through, scouted him out. And Valen will be able to find the shot on the drop. 6-6. We are all tied up the half.
That was a really nice round there. A really nice set execute for G2 off of that convergent pass. A relay bolt to follow it up to clear out the corner that Happyway is in. Really nice setup on this one, and then he can just hunt him down. Give the Nova Pulse there too. Great stuff.
Well, G2 were able to sit back, watch XLG play this attacker side previously. What have they learned, and can they shut it down? We'll find out after the halftime break.
มีเดือดจัด
Red Bull gives you
ฝั่งนู้นยืนบ่อยขึ้นเหรอ
this from XLG's perspective on how aggressive because they've got double duel with the Neon Waylay. Saturate your opponents. But on the other side of the coin, because you have a Harbor here, it also starts to make you think, well, maybe they're going to play a bit retake heavy potentially because you have some ability to do that too. But it's actually just a pretty spread formation, deep posts early. Jogamo trying to get up there.
Oh, sees the TP4, just has to back away. Drops down, giving up that space, and for now, XLG will be in control of the site. Fast rotation is going to be coming through. Meanwhile, Happy Way, a late linger into mid, going to be spotted, but he finds the headshot onto Trent.
Jeez.
The damage even now talking about dead as well as will be able to peel one back. So 3v3 as the dust settles. Advantage for the moment. Two XLGs, they look to try to hold this line. Baby swinging, finds the finishing shot, but Happy Way trades it. Leaf again now on the hunt. Goes up and over the top, he's unanticipated and unread. Cove there to try to protect Leaf, body blocking as well, so the fuse gets held up. A 3K for Leaf and a pistol round win for G2 puts them in the lead for the first time here on Abyss.
There you go. Now you get to see some real value out of Harbor, especially on a pistol round. Shield's going to be tough to break. Great presence of mind there. Set one up high-low there for G2 on this retake. The star comes out immediately. You drop one underneath, set up another one up top, get that high-low, and it's so difficult for XLG to get the read on that. Really nice retake for G2. Looked like it might be another pistol going the way of XLG, but hang on. Oh, what a shock dart.
That is a massive bit of damage. 3 players tagged up, Happy Way eating the brunt of that. Follow-up, not going to be able to find anything more, but still, G2 very well set up for a clean anti-eco. Draga revealed, taken down, Baby with that outlaw on hand, but able to find Nomad as well. So now, Duelist eliminated. That will come in. It's just Lysor, lone player at full HP, has a shorty in hand, playing his backside position, trying to see if anyone falls into his trap. Seems like maybe Jogamo getting a bit of a read of this one. Just sliding forwards, turning around, he's trying to find him. Eventually will be able to do something, not before Valorant falls, but the cleanup will be swift. 4 players surviving, G2, damn clean. Move up now, 8-6.
Bit of a discussion, who wants the alt orb?
Make sure you get the orb onto the right player, make sure you've got all the good weaponry.
So I really like this round. Seeing in their defensive protocols, the patience here, the early darts, they're going to be waiting for that second follow-up dart, see if Trent can, double down on that and get a kill. There's a grab wall there as soon as the execute comes through to cut the pieces of XLG in half. and then you've got the
อันนี้ก็คุม
recon stuff to come through after
รี
that
เบ
to
ล
get
ยั
that
งไหว
vision, get that early
อันนี้
kill.
แบบพอรับมือได้
Just play that flood retake, so they have a much harder time getting that plant down. Flood retake, but it's sort of a hold, we'll call it. But all that looked really crisp and sharp from G2. Well rehearsed.
User joined
Clear
your
there for
channel.
Jagamo, so he can keep pressing forward, and it's a big
เฮ้ยวันนี้
stack.
เป็นพี่เบย์แก้ตัว
He is not alone in this. This is a massive push out. 3 players, but it looks like they will just fade away.
ลั่นทุ่งเลยวันนี้
Not looking to go on the flank. Baby Bank fires out a shot. Will
จะ
be
แวะ
able
มา
to
ดู
find the
ซีบี
clone.
ซะ
Touches
หน่อย
to the corner now, though, as the saturate
กลับไปละ
lobs in.
โคตร
Dash
มั่ว
over the
ซีบี
side
วันนี้
to avoid getting caught.
น้องมันล้นนะดิ
Shocks at the ready. Decent baiting here from XLG. Just trying to get this
ทำข่าว
util
มันซะหน่อย
out of G2 nice and
หั
early.
วไปหมดอะไรวะเนี่ย
Crack now down. The push forward. No man on the peak. Able to find one. Jagamo eliminated. Leaf desperately trying to find that kill. Eventually will be able to do so, but now it's going to be Baby Bay eliminated as well. 3-4 attempts the wide swing, but Lysor able to find the track. Valorant, however, stinger in hand. Comes up with 2.
แล้วมันไม่โห
ยิงอะไรอ่ะ
Oh no, 1v1 the spike never planted. So Leaf
Spike
just
ไม่ได้วาง
backs
ด้วย
away. He dips out of the sight. Does he go for a full rotation? Where does Raga feel that he can plant this the safest?
Oh, no way.
Does he also
No way.
หลัก
maybe
การ
think
ไม่
that he
วาง
can
ค
cut
รับ
across?
มาดูลีฟเล่นเชิงหนา
Going
จัด
all the way around. Leaf tucking in over
Maybe
towards
that
mid.
is on.
Raga, does he peek the angle? He's gonna have knife out and
เชิง
Leaf
หนาจัดอ่ะ
plays it to perfection.
เหี้ย
Another 3K. And now a bonus conversion for G2.
How does he read that? Unbelievable.
เวลาเหลือเยอะไงแม่ง
Saw
ถอย
something
เลย
in the tape, and he's like, I bet he's going to try to go the other way. I'm just going to hold the angle just in case. You know, if he still plants B, that's fine. Or excuse me, A, that's fine.
นี่ก็จีโดน2-0แล้วป่ะ
Beautiful,
วันแรก
beautiful stuff here. And
ใช่
of course,
โดนเนี่ยที่2-0 วัน
Valorant
นี้ก็
with
โด
the
น
stinger.
โดน2-0
Such
นะ
a scary
ใช่
weapon in his hands.
จีล่มสลายอะนะ
จีล่มสลาย
Up to 15.
AG ก็
Giving him the finger
AG
wag.
นี่แบบว่าไม่น่ารอดอะดูทรงแล้วมั่วทรง
Series
การ
of
นอนอยู่
massive
เข้า
rounds
ไป
from this guy.
ใครก็นั่งดู
G2 now find
G2 อายุใครลองจากเบบี้เบย์อ่ะ
โอ้
เดี๋ยววะวอลลินเหรอ
จีทูอ่ะ
เจ้าหรือว่าเจ้ามันก็20กลาง
เบ
เรา
เบ
23เองพี่
ๆอ้าวเบบี้เบย์30
เจ้า26
เออ
ใช่เหรอ
น่าจะเป็นเจ้า
เจ้า26เจ้ากิโมอ่ะลองลงมานอกนั้น22 23หมดเลย
Extremely scary.
เจ้ากิ
You
โม
have
เปิด
so
เกิด
much
199
util to cut off space, to cut off vision, and then explode into an area and take somebody out. You know, with that neon waylay, it can be really, really tricky and probably just calming the team down a little bit too. You had some opportunities there to not give over that bonus, but a few shaky moments despite some really good stuff at times from XLG today in terms of sharp mechanics. Trent, oh goodness.
Trying the same shock dart this time, able to be avoided. For the most part, a little bit of damage on the happy way once again.
แฮปปี้เวิร์ดแม่งไม่แผงลิตรเร็วอ่ะ
No man, not quite landing there in
ไม่ถึง
tower.
เฉย
Trent will get revealed, but just tucks back, sends out a drone of his own up and over the harbor wall, gets a spot onto a couple of players. They do backpedal as now. Here comes the drop down, and Trent able to find the timing. Raga not
มั
reading
น
that
มี
he
ว
was
อล
being
ลง
flanked
ได้
out of that position, ends up onto the wayside. This Baby Bay looking for another no scope. This time won't be able to find it, but it's going to be
โอเค
Valorant.
ละ
His turn
เพิ่งเห็นแม่ง
to
คุกฮา
find
เบอ
the
ร์มา
3K. His turn to take the lead.
โคตรดีอ่ะ
G2 hit double
มัน
digits.
ตีบอม
And
ดี
this
แบบ
high tide
มัน
is
ม่าน
so
สูง
cool
ใช่ป่ะมัน
that
ปิดหมด
Valorant
เลย
is using
ค
here
รึ่งใสอ่ะ
because it cuts off the forces
มันเลย
this time instead of using
มั
a
นเลย
grab well to
กลัวโดนก๊อป
dissect the
ว่าโดน
execute
ก๊อป
they
แน่
use this
เนี่ย
high
แบบ
tide
หลาย
and
ที
they're
ม
able
ใช้ฮาร์เบอ
to
ร์เนี่ย
isolate
ถ้า
players
มันดี
set
ข
up
นาด
those
นั้น
flanks in front of it and then once that drops then you've got the
บอมดีมัน
density
ตัดครึ่งไซส์ใช่ไหม
angles
แล้วไอ้
for
พวก
yourselves for those
ที่เอามาข้างบน
crossfires
ก็
to
มอง
take
ไม่เห็นเลย
into the main really nice
ผมว่า
setups
แบบ
from
ว่า
G2 on this
หลาย
defender
ทีมมัน
side
เริ่มเอียนกับ
I like
สอ
the
งดูลิส
variety
แล้ว
that I'm
แล้วมัน
seeing. I
เริ่ม
like
จั
the
บทางกัน
protocols
ได้
that
แล้ว
I'm
เดี๋ยวมัน
seeing.
ก็น่าจะต้องเปลี่ยน
And
ละ
now they're leaning over B, expecting a change up in ideology.
สเตจหนึ่ง
from
น่าจะแบบ
XLG
ว่ามี2ดูลิส
XLG
แบบว่า
actually
น้อย
still
ลง
thinking
ปะ
that A could be their
เกโกะบัฟมาฮาร์เบอร์บัฟมาอย่างเงี้ยน่าจะเริ่มเปลี่ยน
go
ไอ้นี่
in
กันละ
towards mid vent
คิว
initially,
จ
but
อย
it's back, just trying to bait
คิว
some
จอยปรับ
rotations
วาง
out.
ป้อมได้เลยปะ
Expect that this is such a pivotal round if XLG
อ่ะมีด้วยเหรอ
are able to find
วางอะไร
it here.
เอากดอัลติเนต
And
มั้ง
kick back
หันหน้า
G2
ป้อม
2
อะไรสักอย่าง
rounds away from taking them out. Their ult
ปก
economy
ติ
as
ป้อ
well
ม
in
มั
a
น
very
ต้องหัน
healthy
หน้าให้มัน
spot.
ตรงหรืออะไรปะอันนี้มันน่าจะแบบว่าปลดเอาโคเทเนตค้างแล้วปรับมุมอ่ะ
Cancels and for
เกิด
now.
อะไรสักอย่าง
It's a drone to lead forward. Cosmic Divide going to be
ผ
called
ม
in
ไม่
from
อ่าน
Happy Way.
ไอ้นั่นมาลีกอะไรมาไม่รู้มันปรับ
Sending
เข้า
out
มา
the
ยังไง
ult, but
อุ้ย
gets the hit onto No Man.
Wow.
Just pushes forward. Absolutely tears him to pieces. He's just locked him completely out of the sight. Now sets up another wall.
เมื่อกี้มันใช้วอลนี้เลือด800ดีเทคอะ
Trent just
ตอน
now
ดิจิ
arriving.
ตอลอะXLG เหงาเลยอะ
Paranoia sent through, but Valorant still holding close. Turns the flash and has two of them lined up. Looks for that fourth, runs out of bullets. Lysor able to hold his own. It would have to be an ace clutch
30 seconds
to get them
left.
back into this to stop G2 from advancing up
วัน
to
นี้มัน
11 round
ถือได้
wins.
ดีว่ะ
I would hope he just saves here.
ต้องจบ A อะ
Looks like he might have to. Take the time, grab the orb, but the time is just not there on his side. 10 seconds remaining.
ข่าว Twitter เนี่ยหน้า
Just
ตี
tuck
ดี
in
เลย
along
เปิ
the
ดเพิ่ง
wall,
เปิดดู
set
เนี่
up
ย
another smoke and try to
มัน
stay
ทำ
safe.
ตัวหน้า
Try to
โด
stay
นด่า
protected,
จริง
but Jogga
ซี
is
บีอะ
sprinting in around the back.
แต่ได้แค่พูดไม่คิด
Pursues in
อะ
a bit deeper, might be able to find him. Pop the Nebula now will dissipate. Lysor holds his
Ang
own to find a
nakakaminan,
3K and does nearly manage to get that ace, but he cannot find the round win.
Well, I mean, still Lysor looking sharp, but it's
แต่จริ
all
งๆก็
Valorant.
ที่
He
มัน
just
สัมภาษณ์ก็ไม่ได้แรง
shuts
ข
this
นาดนั้น
round
นะ
down
เหมือน
by
แบบมัน
himself.
มี
It's obvious Cosmic
คำ
Divide
พูดมัน
because
ต่อย
it's
กันเอง
only
นะรู้ไหม
leaving that
มัน
small
ดู
area
แบบ
in
ว่า
front of the bridge
เห
for
มือน
the
แบบว่า
plant off of its
มันคิดว่า
angle.
เนี่ยทีม
So he immediately counters with the
อิ
reckoning
น
and
เตอ
just
ร์
pushes.
แบบว่า
He's like, if
ต่าง
they're
ชาติ
flooding,
ง่ายกว่าที
I'm
ม
going to
จี
hit
น
him
ใช่
with
ไหม
this thing.
เพราะว่า
They're going to be slowed up, and
ตอน
I'm
ที่
going
มัน
to just
ซ้อม
come
อะ
in
มันคิดอย่างนั้น
and
จ
deal
ริงๆ
with
แล้วพอ
them.
พอมันแข่งกับทีม
And then
จีน
he
อะ
has
แม่ง
that
รู้สึกแบบว่า
follow-up
แม่ง
smoke
ยากมาก
util
เพราะแต่ละ
to
ทีม
give
มันรูป
himself
แบ
that
บแบบ
extra
มัน
room of
มันเล่
space
น
so they
มั่ว
can set
อ
up
ยู่นั่น
that
แหละ
crossfire outside of the main.
อันนี้บทสัมภาษณ์
Beautiful.
เต็มๆมันนะ
Great reactions again.
And it hasn't been too long since the previous one, but here comes the final
มันแบบ
timeout
ว่า
of
พอมัน
Abyss
แข่
for
งใน
XLG.
ในประเทศมันอะที่แต่ละทีมแบบว่าจะวิ่งซัดอย่างเดียวอะ
Being neck and neck, they just haven't been able to
Execution
find a
execute
single
ไม่มี
round
อะ
win on this attacker's
ก็ดู
side.
อย่าง
And this
ที่
is
เอ
where
จี
we
ม
thought
เข้า
that they were going to be
ก็ซั
favored.
ดนวมกันอะ
Oh, for sure. Especially after what you saw, against NRG, where they're actually able to make somewhat of a fight, somewhat of a comeback there. But this is just, I think, just better game planning from G2, especially on this A side. I was hoping that there'd be some exploration of B, but, as G2 coming out of this timeout, I'm thinking leaning B again. Why not? If you could just leave 2 on A and you can lock it out anyway, might as well. I'd love to see some kind of early aggression here from G2 in one of the mains, but looks like maybe they're just gonna consider something. We'll see.
They're going to keep hitting this A side of the map.
Yeah.
This time, Valen not there, doesn't have the ult online, but you do have Baby Bang with an operator. Wide angle from backside, trying to see if he can sneak a catch on anyone. Smoke will disrupt him, though. Quickly makes his exit. Meanwhile, man just breaking the door, cuts across into mid.
Look what they're doing. They're completely fanning out away from the A side because they're scared of that util that's been hitting them when they've made those executes.
อะไรวะบัฟหลอก
So they're
ปั่น
just going
ป่ว
to
น
take space instead.
Trying some mind games there, I believe, Lysor. Make them think about where he could have TP'd to. Quick cancel. Valen is already hugging back towards that defender's spawn, so knows that he hasn't gotten himself into that position. Cosmic Divide, same time, going to be called in, but pretty much all players of XLG playing in front of this. 3 players now on the site itself. Draga trying to fish for something there with that sheriff up over the top. Lysor with the Phantom, able to find Jogga with a push forward into the smoke, gets Valen as well as Trent gets taken down with the Hunter's Fury.
มันเล่นในไซส์เลยแบบ
working
โดน
a
บีบบัง
tree.
คับไปสู้ใน
And
ไซ
I
ส์
believe Will trying to tuck into
ก็
that
จะสู้
cubby.
ซะดีเลย
Will just get picked apart. Baby Bay stopping it from being a flawless, but will not be able to hold on to the operator. It is a MasterCard grip for XLG to
โดน
rally
มิ
their
นิ
way
โค่
back
เฉย
into
เลย
this
ไป
map.
ปล่อยให้เขาเล่นเฉย
Yes, you can see the answers here for XLG is they know that holding those deep post plants in A main isn't going to be effective against this comp. The way that they're able to layer those smokes. I mean, you saw it this time with the Cosmic Divide cutting off main. That we have to play a little bit on site, so that means we have to create space at heaven, at ropes, to make sure that we have those extra angles, that we can have a little bit of a safer post plant. So they're going to commit some extra resources to that early, some extra bodies to that early. So now we need to see what kind of adjustment G2 is
เฮ้ยสไน
considering.
เร็ววะไปเอาสไนใครมา
เมื่อวานจบกี่โมงวะ
It's
6 โมง
a little stock standard other than what Valen's doing.
ดีนะมันหนีไปนอน
Baby, how's that refract? Sees the dash, and he's right there in front of No Man. Has him outdone. Shorty more than enough to get the
แค่
kill.
ลุงตายเฉย
Look to kill
ที่เวลา
XLG
แม่งไม่
with
เป็นมิด
that
เลยว่ะ
kill.
เฮียอเมริกาใต้พวก
Leaning
โซนอเมริกาทั้ง
fully
หลายแหล่
into A. They want to
เริ่ม
just
ตี
point
ห
him
นึ่ง
in
ด้วยเหร
once
อพี่
again. Valen
แต่พรุ่งนี้มัน
just
เริ่ม
around
เที่ยง
the
คืน
corner.
แล้ว
ยุโรปอ่ะ
Certainly be
กำลัง
dead
ดี
to right to
เริ่
the
ม
stinger
4 ทุ่
this
ม
range,
ป่ะ
but then again,
3 ทุ่ม 4 ทุ่ม
anything, anybody can work a miracle with that gun. It would be
แต่
him.
ก็
I
ตี
believe
4อ่ะเล
the
สุ
one
ดอ่ะ
getting taken down. Dimensional drift going to be invested. Valen looking to try to get the collapse here on the Happy Wave. Will be able to do so. Gets himself a weapon upgrade. Meanwhile, Raga forward onto the site, spotting out the two defending players. And Jogamo snappy with that shot. Quickly is traded out. Snowman keeps him in with the advantage.
เอ้ามันจะคอมโบ
Valen actually retaining the stinger. Virgin Path's going to be invested. So XLG investing heavily into this round. Valen's still going to be good for one. Jump spot. Sees another. Trying to hit the stun. Leo eating a bit of damage. Sends out the recon. Will have the clear, but gets the double ping. Knows that they're advancing from this position. The shock darts layered in. Hold them back. Swinging the corner. And that should be the cleanup. But Trent. This one standing, believe he has just enough time. Running out of it though, and no safe way to try to get a defuse going. This round will be XLG's as No Man finds a 3K. 3 more rounds to go, and they'll be tying us up.
จุดเริ่มต้น
Yeah, it's looking really
จุดเริ่ม
nice.
ต้น
This mid pressure
แต่เมื่อกี้มันฮาร์บายมา
that XLG able to create, really disruptive. Yes, a weaker buy for G2 here. That
ผมว่าไอ้เนี่ย EG กลับไปนี่ปลด
It's
โค้ด
easy
ที่เอาท่อ
for
น
No
แม่เล
Man.
ยดูทรงอ่ะ
Nice work by Leo on that backside to really buy some time.
กด
Delay,
หลายคน
delay,
อะ
delay with his
เหลือครั้ง
utility.
ไว้เบบี้แอมแบ็ค
All right, I want to see more of
เอา
that.
ไอ้
then, No
พอ
Man.
ลิโอ
Keep
กลับ
it
มา
up.
ด้วยดิแอมแบ็คคนเดียวเนี่ย
More ultimates available though for G2. Baby Bake. Double dashing forward, trying to see if he spots anybody. Happy Way. Nearby enough, but loses the
ไอ้
fight.
สกิลฮาร์เบอร์
Sliding
นี่คือมัน
across, Jogamo plants his feet. Eventually is able to
โม่
clean up the
ยิง
kill.
ออกไปได้ด้วยใช่ไหม
While
แล้ว
in
ยิงกลับ
mid.
เข้ามาไม่ได้ใช่ไหม
Trent takes down Raga, and now the days is there, saturated from the ult. Baby Bay able to collect life source. That leaves just No
แบบ
Man.
ไม่มีปีมีคุย
This time needs a 4K.
การไม่ได้ก็ต้องดันปะ
Wise
เคาน์เตอร์
G2
ยังทำเลย
will be getting themselves
เคาน์
up
เตอร์ยังทำ
to
เลย
map point. There's the
การไม่ได้ก็ดัน
first.
ไม่
Looks for the second. Won't be able to have it. Trent will shut him down.
ที่กลับบ้านแล้วครับ
G2
ผม
1 round away from closing out their opponent's map pick of Abyss.
Great adjustment here from G2, starting to push towards those mains. You know, if your opponent is going to commit a lot of bodies towards mid, that's going to open up some space for you to send a little bit of pressure on the extremities, and that is exactly what G2 does. And it's really, really nice there. And you have Jogamo to slide past to set you up with those two-player
ในช่วงนี้ผม
situations.
บ่าย
Happy
ๆส
Way
แป
any
ม
chance
โร
to
บอก
make
ทั้
any
งวัน
hero
เลยว่ะ
plays. Here comes a big one.
เฮียเล่นกับ
There's a huge setup
ชาว
coming.
แก๊งดิแก๊ง8 ขวบอะ
Slowed up just a bit.
And finally trying to attack into this B site. Hunter's Fury going to be open
Ken
down the lead.
Luke,
Valen able to
Ken
find
Luke.
one apiece. The duelists are
Yeah, but
gone. There's that
Ken Luke
entry
king,
power. That dive
เก่งแล้วเด็ก
dispatched.
นี่สู้ไม่ได้เลยอะ
Eyesore still yet
เอา
with some
มี
fight
ค
in
น
him.
คอน
Does manage to find a kill. Jogamo, a bucky in hand here around the back, may be able to find this spike, but it seems like they're wise to this. Staring at this position, but turns away from it, and that's when Jogamo finds a gorgeous timing.
โอ้ยเตะซอย
Another
แม่ง
solid shutdown from Lysor.
มึง
Seems
ไม่
to
ให้โอ
always
กาส
have
นีออน
his
ให้เขา
number.
เกิดฉายบ้าง
Needs so much more.
ลุงบอกเฮ
In
เทค
fact, takes
ครั
Baby
บ
Bay out to safety, saturate close just in case a counter swing is coming through. But Happy Way and Lysor,
โอ้โหเหลือ2 จีน
the
ด้วยดิ
top 2 performers for the
ส
squad
บาย
thus
อย่าง
far
เงี้ย
on this map. Have everything to do, and Valen has another timing.
เฮียเว้ย
And okay,
EDG
we'll just have a leaf take him down off screen.
ศูนย์
13
เพิ่ง
to
ยืน
8
อย่างเงี้ย
G2.
เขามีแต่เดบิวต์กันแบบว่าอายุ18นี่
30
เบ30ดิ
ไปดูตอนที่มันเป็นแบบว่าตอนที่มันดังมากๆ ตอนที่มันเล่นลีกโอเวอร์วอตอะไอ้เหี้ยหน้าแม่งตอบสัตว์อะเด็กอะ
ห้องน้ำ
2-0แล้วไปนอนดีกว่า ดูทรงแล้วไปละ
2-0อยู่แล้ว
อืมพรุ่งนี้มีอะไรน่าดูไหมให้ดูก่อนดิ
เดี๋ยวมันต้องจับสายวันนี้ดิ
ต้อง
แต่
มี
มัน
อะไร
ลิควิดกับทีวันมันน่าจะไม่เจอกันอยู่แล้วมั้งมันเคยเจอกันแล้วอ่ะ
อืม เป็นสวิตช์นะถ้าสวิตช์
อื
ไม่
ม
น่าเจอ
ใช่งั้นก็รู้แล้วใครเจอกัน
ใครอ่ะ ไอ้ที่วันเจอกับ G2 เงี้ยเหรอ
อืม
อืม T1 G2 ลิควิดเจออะไร
NRG
NRG โอ้โหเหี้ยโคตรเดือด เดือดจ๊าด
ไม่
แต่
แต่มันต้องจับอยู่ดีว่าใครจะไขว้กัน
อืม แต่ M8 นี่เหนือความคาดหมายนะ
อื
2-0
ม
เลยว่ะ เล่นโคตรดีเลยไอ้เหี้ยมาร์ตินน่ะ
เดี๋ยวนี้โค้ชเขาถือแฟ้มเยอะเล่มใหญ่ขนาดนี้เลยวะเนี่ย
โอ้โฮ รออะไรอะ ถือไบเบิลเลย มันไม่ได้ทำคนเดียวดิพวกซับโค้ดพวกอะไรเงี้ยข้อมูลมันเยอะอะมันต้องถืออย่างนั้นแหละทำไมคนที่ชื่อไอซี่มันเป็นข่าวว่า G2 จะเซ็นวะ
ไอซี่ดูลิสต์เก่าเนี่ย
อืมดูก่อนมันอยู่
ไม่ไห
ที
ว
มไหน
นั่นน่ะ
ไหวไหม
มันดูเอลแบบแพทเก่าอ่ะ
อืมดูอ๋อโอเคเข้าใจได้
ก็ตอนที่ G2 ไม่เปรี้ยงเพราะว่าไอซี่อ่ะมันดูแบบไม่ค่อยลงตัว มันดูไม่ค่อยเอกสิบอ่ะดูลิสอ่ะพอได้เจ้ามาแทนก็คือโหดเลย
มันเอามาแทนใครแล้วนั่นน่ะ
ตอนนั้นเจ้ามาแทนไอซี่อ่ะ
อ๋ออิเล็กทีฟอยู่นี่ว่า
เทียบแทนเบบี้ไม่แน่ไม่น่าแทนเจ้า
โอ้เดี๋ยวเช้าไปก่อนดีกว่า
อุ้ยแมปวิน100ดิเฟนส์วิน100คอมพิก100เชี่ย
โหดไปไหน
โคตรเดือดจริงๆเข้ามาอีกทีมก็ประมาณนี้แหละครับผมเผลอๆไส้ไหลดีกว่าด้วย
User disconnected from your channel.
Against some of that Viper util to cut through it, to kind of slow up some of the attacks, let the Neon go through and deal with the back layers as well, if you've got some good plans for that. Jog, speaking of, curveball out, he's got a bunch.
And he is spotting so many players, but it's going to be Raga who runs him down, leaves dead at the same time. The duelists are eliminated, Valon nearby enough, but XLG pumping the brakes a little bit, not just storming their way forward into the C site. Drone at the ready, will be sent through, Baby Bay. Scaling forward as that smoke dissipates, but Raga gets the better of him. Checks in, tries to go for the slide forward. Valon will be able to shut him down. But now a 2v4. Otherwise, XLG looking to come away with another pistol round win. It's going to be a full pivot across to the A side.
Yeah, good call on the pivot here. There's at least one there, so at worst, you're potentially facing one other over on A, so see if you can open up a bit of space, and they have. Make this a lot easier on yourselves, but two healthy players on G2. A long lurk from Valon, but an alarm bot there to check him. So good diligence being shown. Good patience with hanging on to some of that util. Now the flank has been alerted to.
Yeah, no other choice, just has to clear it. Works his way down through sewers now. The turret set up as well. Let's get that further alert, and Trent has already been eliminated. He's looking for the KJ on that jump across, but Nomad will be able to play elusively. Valon going to be good for one, but Nomad has a 3K. Trying to fast track that lockdown on XLG. They find themselves another pistol.
Yeah, just keeping it a little bit simple here for XLG. Able to avoid any damage from, a pretty nice curveball. It's because you're just a step ahead of it, as Raga doesn't get caught by it at all as the Neon, and he's able to just slide past with the Frenzy. And then hanging on to that KJ util. Makes things all the easier. And he's letting him know he got another 3K. He's going to be bringing a Bulldog, is no man, into this round.
Just a Bucky for Leaf. Let's jog him out. Just going to be looking to do that Jing impersonation. Gather orbs as quickly as one can. Trying to get the fast track on the ult.
They're going to be passive about this. With those shotguns there, if there's some patience shown by G2, they might get a little bit of value out of them. You never know. Headhunter for Baby Bay 2. See what Leaf has in store for us.
Smoke is going to fall, so it has to drift back around the corner, but there's no one to clear this drone for him.
Take flight.
Even then, would just be Valon with a shorty, but doesn't actually check the corner. Now they have it confirmed. He's got no way to get out of this position, but it looks like XLG don't really want to even try to challenge it too heavily. Off the back away, but they do get a shock dart in to take him down to 25. Same time, a lobby control in the hands of G2. Valon still holding at garage with that shorty.
Just trying to hold tight angles, trying to see if they can
deep อยู่รู้
some
หรอ
more value lot of these close range guns, but Leaf hasn't moved a muscle.
ลีฟจะเป็น
Trying to swing out. No easy way to clear that recon, and Valen won't be able to make much happen with that shorty himself. Trent will find one. Swing around the back. Bulldog going to be scooped up for Jogamo. See what kind of damage he can get with it. He's down to 42 and doesn't have the util to try to heal himself back up. We'll just be playing it out from this low health. Curveball going to be lobbed in. Quick little double swing out from the site. And Lysor will be able to collect the kill onto the Phoenix. Trent Baby Bait doubled up here inside of the garage. Will swing in. Lysor will collect all 4 kills for himself. And that's a 2-0 start. A very clean one for XLG.
Exactly what they need once again to start the map. If they can keep that momentum going. Just great patience there, anticipating these players that are going to be around those corners, around those angles, and they dealt with every single layer of it very nicely. Even had a little bit of backup there for Rarga when he gets flashed by Jogamo. So loving what I'm seeing. This is really clean, efficient stuff. You know, sticking together as a team, working together as a team. The coordination seems good. Let's see if now G2 can disrupt that a bit.
If they can find themselves a bonus conversion, this would be monstrous for them to run their way back into this. Baby Bank tucking back. Swing onto the corner, and Rocket's able to find him before he can even TP out. Not even that much damage going to be found. Leon still at 85 health. That is a critical pick.
That creates a lot of problems for G2 now. So you're going to have to throw bodies to get info. So it's going to come down to some of these individual moments, these individual players. Trent, Prowler. Let's get a little bit of confirmation of presence. Has to re-clear sewers. And this is looking like an eventual B hit.
We're trying to keep this attention on A. Jogamo out here in mid. Gets the transfer and massacres 4. Out of nowhere once again. And if you're Raga, you're just scratching your head wondering what in the hell just happened. Finds a jump here on the Leaf. Strafing his way out in the mid, but now they have his position known. The spike still dropped outside of window. Trent lurked forward. Raga wanting to try to isolate him, find this kill, will be able to do so. Now needs to just try to stay alive. 5 HP. Will go his separate ways. Jogamo on the prowl, looking to try to get the catch, spots him, but can't quite find him through the box. But Valen is there, situated on the C site to clean it up. It does get messy. They lose 3 players. So damage dealt to G2. And XLG cannot find the bonus conversion.
Oh, again, those curveballs, but those last 2 shots are outrageous from Jogamo. Oh, my. When he hits, it just seems like he's going to take a round for you. Going to find that 3K, that 4K. Now he's got the ult. Shotgun there for Leaf. He's got the judge. He's going to be posted up in the garage. Trent, a lot of pressure here. It's one of the things about this comp as a Fade, you're oftentimes left on your own at long A. So your protocols and your ability to kind of escape danger have to be really, really good. You can see the XLG wants to try to put some pressure there to see if they can get him overstepping, but so far he's being patient with it. Judge confirmed.
Leaf is pulling back enough to get that gate crash out. They know that the judge is going to be in play just on the other side of that door. Very cautiously. Prowler will be able to spot out Lysor. Looks like this is going to end up being an A lean for XLG. Spike to be collected, but 2 players already scaled up at long. Trademark will be heard and noted.
Should give you a little of extra time here. Another change in this comp from G2 compared to Paper Rex is that they run the Astra instead of the Omen, so you have some stars there in front of the site too to maybe disrupt this execute.
They're ready for the C's Molly. Try to catch them right here on the entryway. C's and the Molly end up going out a little bit early, and now looks like XLG going to be calling for a pivot potentially. Full rotate out, but this might be right into Leaf, who's got that judge now situated here at B main. The Nebula gone. The Neon sprinting forward. He's unable to confirm the kill with that judge. Trent now coming to the rescue. Speeds up the kill on the Raga, and the time is getting away from XLG. They're going to try to go for another fast pivot. 10 seconds remaining.
Huh?
They find one, but it's already gone. They've absolutely squandered it. As soon as they run into that judge, it all goes awry. They're trying to hold on to these weapons, but Valorant will not allow it.
เรียบร้อยครับ
G2, 4 players surviving, tie it up 2-2.
And you can see the understanding that G2 has of the push and pull of this composition on the map. You know, don't give up too much as that fade. You have that trademark there at the top of sewers as well to give you a little bit of extra comfort to play a little bit deeper, because you want to disrupt the executes. You want to get that Phoenix into position onto A to throw those curveballs to buy that extra little bit of time, maybe find those kills on the entry players. And that forces XLG away because you have that extra layer with the C's Molly. And
แต่รู้สึกมันหลบลิขสิทธิ์ง่ายอยู่นะมาเตอร์ไม่พลาดเท่าไหร่ยังมีพลาดบ้าง
can get that plant through probably if there's another 10 seconds, 15 seconds on that clock when they pivot back towards B. Or at least try to, at least make a better go of it. But it's just too little, too late. So G2 just gonna move the trademark a little bit. One of the things to note, it's over into sewers.
It's a full armor buy for Raga, so it seems like they do want to invest the overdrive into this.
Absolutely, I love that.
Bandits.
I love that. The garage is where the trademark is. Look at this push out.
This could be pretty rough here for Leaf potentially, but looking for the catch. Valorant pushes forward, fills that space, and they know exactly where Lysor's ended up. Happy Way will manage to push his way forward. Beats up the enemy Astra to try to gain this space control on the C side. Spot out the quick shot. Happy Way gonna be taking that Leaf still here, still fighting. It's good for it, and Baby Bay has the cleanup. No thrift to be found. Silver linings at Raga never got the opportunity to pop that overdrive, so still does have it. It gets into a sticky situation.
I love the protocols here. Leaf gonna push further forward into Cubby, has the TP to back out. Valen has that extra layer to cover. Even though Raga is able to get through, he took a bunch of damage on the way in. Baby Bay getting there with the Outlaw to help secure the round. So good coordination again. The big thing here for G2 today is that mental game and the coordination. That was something that was absolutely killing them against Paper Rex. And once they seem to get their feet planted and start to go, and there you go, Baby Bay gets an opener.
This time with the operator in hand, and Happy Way has been the hero more often than not for the squad. Can take it down, but it's a very nice cross from No Man. Leaf, bit of a rough start here on this Yoru, just the one kill we found thus far. Looking for the entry, push forward, Raga instantaneous with that one. Jogamo narrowly able to stay alive. Didn't use a check forward, and Leo just tucked into the Cubby. Does manage to outdo him. Leaves it now to a 2v3, but Trent on the swing, instantly able to find Leo. No Man now dead as Baby scales all the way out of a lobby. This is all down to Lysor. 1v2 to try to clutch this up.
God, the way he's been shooting today, though.
Oh, it's absolutely possible.
Yes.
Determined or not, whether he is standing or sitting after this round. Spike now planted. Take to the TP, but ends up getting caught by the C's. Stuck in position for now. Baby Bay just going to be joining in alongside Trent here at the garage. Smoke now expiring. Doesn't have another for another 5 seconds. G2 start working their way forward. But Lysor, the quick peek, he's able to isolate one. He's looking for the second, but Trent will find him through the box. The defuse is in, and G2 stretching the lead, now up 4-2.
Heck of an attempt here by XLG. Some pretty good stuff on the execute. Raga almost has two. Takes Jog down to half. he's going to get cut down, but that swing by Trent, huge. Baby Bay, great job expecting the re-aggression off to clear the alarm bot. Swapped guns there too, went over to the Phantom, found one on the ground. Really nice on-the-fly decision-making there from a lot of different players on G2. And Trent just barely able to win that last one against Lysor.
He did pop the tour de force, so he had that long-range option just in case. So we'll not have that. But he might do too much. We'll have catch up plenty. For now has an outlaw, which is going to be useful against everybody aside from Raga. Once again, is going to be looking to try to utilize this overdrive. Swinging out the blaze wall. There's Leaf. Gets this Nebula pop and finds Leo as well as the spike. Happy Way swinging around the back, but he's already out like a thief in the night. It's a quick gate crash out towards safety, but no man trying to fight back here at Sewers. A little bit of assistance from Zolman. Trent will be taken down, so now a 3v3. Draga instantly dispatched. What a shot from Leaf. Cleans him up, and now again a player disadvantage. Bit of ring around the rosy here on the B site. Baby Bay not spotting out Happy Way, nor the other way around. I believe he hears that TP, and now we'll be able to strike him. No, still holding his own. Liza once again asked to do it all. Baby Bay, I think he's seen the gun barrel. The second shot will connect. 5-2. Once again, economy broken down. The overdrive still in the back pocket. XLG just not getting into a solid position to really even start these rounds.
And the thing is even though Leaf takes that one player, you know, it's just proactiveness from G2. He gets out, and then they immediately re-aggress into Sewers because they know that that's where you're going to want to plant that lockdown from No Man. They want to prevent that before it even has a chance of getting through. You're cutting the ults away from XLG before they can even use them, putting them back onto an eco. Just phenomenal calling and game planning.
Clear of the recon, Baby Bay. Panic jump from him. What a shot from No Man, shutting down Leaf. But not going to be recoverable here for the moment, but that is a very critical opening. Trent has taken some forward space. Vandal in hand. Alarm bot will have heard that come back online, so should know that they're going to be trending towards this side of the map. They are cognizant, though, of the space they've given up. The wall raised, the Prowler to chase. There's the clear, there's the overdrive. Coming through, the blind connect, but Raga still able to find it. Goes down to 4 HP, barely survives. Jogamo trying to get into position to hold the line here on the site. Sends out the molly, the curveball through, gets the connection on the boat to Jogamo. Ooh. He will be sat down, but such damage dealt. Gets it into an even numbered situation, but do they read this flank? No Man on the approach will have eyes on Baby Bay, and he will have him dead to rights. And he can even drive a knife into him if you want, but no, we'll just go for the headshot. And that now leaves Valen. See if he can clutch this out. Drone going to expire. Valen, I believe, able to skirt across, and No Man is not watching for this at the moment. A critical timing to get this into a 1v1. Leo on the other side, tucked away down below, and he will be able to find it. A MasterCard thrifty for XLG to win their third round.
Big stuff here. Popping that
เวลาคนโดดหน้าต่างไม่ค่อยเช็คใต้ตีนกันอยู่แล้วนะ
My bad.
ส่วนใหญ่จะเช็คขวาก่อน
Scraping my microphone with my teacup.
That's okay. I'm laughing at a couple different things here in that round that were kind of a little bit wonky, but you know what? You get through it. Even though Jog again almost pulls off another 4K, that could have been a difference maker.
Let's go, baby.
All's well that ends well there.
That's going to be a big sigh of relief from the coaching booth, especially if they're able to string together a consecutive win.
ไม่เข้าใจเหมือนกันทำไมเอาตัวนาพีออก
Finally getting into maybe doing some damage to the
ติด
economy.
ใจอะไรบิลเบย์ไม่รู้แต่เล่นดีนะบิลเบย์
Happy Way just pulls back out to safety.
God, you have so many ults here though as G2, so you could play further back. You could play a little bit more retake or anti-pressure, like we saw on Abyss with the Harbor, where you find out where that exec is coming through, and that's when you hit them with the ults, and they're in position to maybe do that. You can throw the run it back at it. Use the Cosmic Divide to cut them into pieces.
I don't think they quite got the spot there on the Valen. Shut down to the TP over the backside. Jogamo just going to be snapped back with the ultimate, but not before he's able to find No Man. So now that lockdown unable to come into play. Wayne leading the charge, scaling forward, but this Nebula about to dissipate, and he is right out into the open. Leaf on plat. Makes quick work of him. Jump peeks to find the other players. Now, once again, Lysor to try to clutch it out, but just 16 HP in a 1v3. Missing the window to find the punish, but has the haunt reveal. They know that they have him completely boxed in. Trent will clean it up, and G2 get up to 6.
Yeah, again, it's just a good read at the beginning of the round here by Valen. Saying, I think they might go C. Let's put our heavy stack that side. We've got some of the ults that we could potentially utilize. Doesn't even need to use the Cosmic Divide there because they just cut it down to size with, you know, Jogamo's ult. So good stuff. Just great planning. And yeah, Boy is probably just wondering, how am I going to fix this? Happy Way is a shotgun there as a Viper.
Bit of a spot out on that cross. Nano gets popped. Trying to clear out the corner. Now the push can continue. Lockdown going to be in play. Obviously, no Sova, but it'll just be that Nightfall coming through. Jogamo, unscouted in this position, just scales forward, is able to find that kill. Now sets up the wall, tucks away into the corner. Meanwhile, Leaf is still applying pressure from A main. Trying to keep this Phoenix protected. Pit now blooming in the spot. On to one Lysor, going to be picked apart. Leaf is able to find that kill. Bucky comes in. Valen gets taken down. Jogamo just storming his way forward into this pit, but has not been able to find that Viper quite just yet. Finds himself on the wrong end of it. Happy Way has to clutch it out. Baby Bay dead here, just around on the swing, tucking into the corner. Leaf decayed all the way down to 1.
Ow.
Has the read, has the shot, and G2 have the round win as well as a lead at the half.
Oh, this is heartbreaking for XLG. They invest so much into this round, and they just can't get it to go. The money's going to be a little bit scuffed here for a couple players. Pull that shotgun through to try to save a little bit extra cash for this pit, and it almost works for Happy Way. But Leaf just in time and moved out of that corner. Happy Way would have got him because he probably would have body blocked him and then just shot him, but wasn't quite there.
Valent's starting to feel it. G2 across the board starting to feel it. To swing in right into the crosshair. Baby Bay and Raga dead off the rip. As they look to try to pull off another thrifty, but Jogamo has this site on lock. You cannot play against his Phoenix out in mid. Just continues to tear them limb from limb. This all really comes down to No Man being able to pull off a miracle with this lurk. He slinked his way all the way through that C site around towards the defender spawn. Valen tucked into the corner, goes unread. Happy Way caught off guard, and now No Man is in No Man's land.
Should be no world where he gets anywhere near that spike, you would think.
Maybe could get the catch here. Yeah, will be able to find the headshot. Needs 4 more of those. And even in a clutch scenario, the operator, not necessarily the weapon that you would love to have. Full flash connecting, clone over to the side. Doesn't fall for it, but Leaf is just swinging around. He's looking to knife him! That is just downright disrespectful from Leaf. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. You know you've got him,
เนี่ย
and you're just going to go for the style points. Oh, you're going to try to take our op? Cool story. I can bring a knife to this gunfight. No problem.
Makes the second right click, but eventually he's able to drive that dagger into the heart of No Man, potentially into the hearts of XLG and the Chinese fans. Ooh. This time, great shutdown. Baby Bay unable to find that opening pick. Leo, the hell of a shot, but Trent pushed forward into that mass lane, finds the kill onto Raga. The Hunter's Fury from Leo frantically searching, trying to find where he ended up. At the same time, Jogamo storming his way forward. Gets some damage in, but cannot confirm the kill. Snaps back with the run it back, and Lysor has been spotted and dealt with. Down to 26, unable to find anything else.
มันเอาสุดจังอะ
Divide for now, still going to be holding them in position. Man, just on the opposite side. The wall to fall, spot out, and there's the spray down. Jogamo far too wise to it.
ไม่เนียน
If they want to try to rotate out, Valorant is watching the exit.
Exactly, and if they try to keep pushing A, that means that util is now not going to be available to confirm the presence of a lurk.
มันเล่นคอมนี่กันโหดจังอะทีมที่แบบเล่นเรื่องฮาเวนเล่นไอ้ฟินิกโยรู้เนี่ย
Looking towards the lobby, starting to make his way forward now. Pinging out the window, expecting that maybe that's where they're positioned to.
It's 30 seconds remaining. They have to make a go of it. It's the last round of the half. There's no saving here. There's no padding of the stats to be had. There will be a double face out of sewers. The 40 health between the remaining players, and Jogamo still here, still looking to be the gatekeeper of this site. The tap of the plant now has to be committed to. Happyway will find it, and it's going to be narrow margins. Valorant will get there before the plant can come in. So all the same, this round, this half, and maybe this map is G2's.
Yeah, they're just so clean with this comp. And even when there are mistakes here and there, they're able to bail each other out with some great individual moments. That was a huge shot from Leo. Trent, though, doubled down on this with low health.
Well, 9-3, their tournament lives on the line. XLG need to rally back. We'll see if they can get the opening pistol as they swap over to the defender's side here on Haven.
Absolutely loves it.
I mean, he's been watching from the American side of the broadcast, the English side of the broadcast. You can tell he's been getting jealous. But also that this is such a meaningful moment for him. It's all the more meaningful now for XLG. Looking to find some success here on a global stage. Couldn't make it happen on their map pick. And now they are looking at a 6-round deficit as they shift over to the defending side of this map. G2 have been running laps around them.
Yeah.
Jogamo taking point on this Phoenix.
Oh, he's been incredible. And it's only one round outside of the pistol and the anti-eco that XLG found, but it's all because of Jog. That Phoenix is just so oppressive in the way he utilizes it, the way he pilots it. EDG can't connect onto Leo there. Jog gonna start cycling the orbs, but he's so good with the curveballs.
Does finally get a shot through, takes him down to 45. Well, Rarga, big push out into mid, but the Prowler is there. Very cognizant of this, but he actually turns like he plans, and Speedy finds two. How in the hell has Rarga done that? Jogamo still gonna go pushing forward. Baby gets a piece of the pie as No Man will be taken down. And suddenly, a 2v2 with health advantages in the hands of G2. They're trying to get this plant. Still Leo quite far away from joining up alongside Happy Way.
Only one more headhunter bolt shot for Baby Bay. Oh, Happy Way.
Oh, they're just gonna double face towards Garage. Jogamo, the one that collect the kill. And now Leo to do it all. Still another curveball yet in the hands of Jaw. As if he could find this elimination or death, he's gonna be one away from having that run it back available in the anti-eco.
Position
Pulls back, deep disconnected position, goes for the check. Does manage to find some damage. Leo now at 22 and Jogamo on the flank. They will just hand it to him. Fast tracking that ultimate, a 3K in the pistol, double digits now for G2.
Heartbreaking for XLG. They needed that pistol and they needed it bad. And it looked like maybe Rargo was going to give him the opportunity. He has 13 health when he gets those 2 kills.
But
it's just not enough.
Frustration.
No man knows they missed a chance, missed an opportunity. But again, it's Jog with another multi-kill round to put himself up to 18.
18-8-1. I know an America's caster's wife who is very happy with this performance. For XLG. Wishing that there was damn near anybody else on the other side of the stage. TP forward. Leaf gaining that space and finding a kill. Happy Wave is going to be taken down over at Lumber. The slide in from Moraga to his demise. Picking them apart limb from limb. And suddenly it is just Lysor with a classic to see if he can stop this from being a flawless. Leaf has the spot.
Spike planted.
What are you meant to do?
Not much.
They're just going to get crowd together. See who they can try to hand this kill to. And it will be Leaf to claim it in the end. Flawless on the anti-eco, 11-3.
Nice discipline from G2.
เปเปอร์เล็กลิควิดไปหาดูเลย
Immediately get into those crossfires.
เปเปอร์เล็กนำลิควิดอยู่ 11-1 แม่งโดนมา OT เฉยเกือบแพ้
So good today with their util that when those floods or when those executes come through that there's a piece of
ส่วนพวก
util there.
12 แล้วกลับมาชนะเยอะแยะ
Surgery being done by G2.
รอบนี้ไม่ค่อยดี
Desperately need this round, to say the least.
There's so much more behind it. It's just the first step on a very long trek.
Oh, okay.
Back available. Okay, no man. We'll find Val, and that is a critical pick.
เฮ้ย PTSD ทำไมมัน
Just immediately falls back
นะ
to
ดิ
the safety of his util.
พูดได้ว่าเกือบไม่ใช่
Welcome into the corner. I think he's going to be looking to maybe send this ult here.
ถ้าพลิกกลับมาชนะจาก 11-1 นี่ต้องแฟนติกกับ NRG รอบชิง
from
ปีที่แล้ว
XLG that he can punish.
ไปดูได้เลย
Seems like Leo getting the spot out
เดี๋ยวเชื่อ
on Leaf. Checking the corner. Here's how many weapons there on the opposite side of that wall, and yeah, will swiftly back away.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get much value out of the ult there.
Leaf poking and prodding. He's trying to sell this as an A hit, and for now does have
อีทูมันโคตรแสบมันไม่ทำเสียงทุกไซส์เลย
be joining in alongside him, given how much space he has gained.
Still looks B all the way. Oh my God.
Finds one. Quick punish. Raga sends out some shots. Does get some damage through. Now Happy Way really needs to be the one to try to hold the line. So much damage in response, so down to 35. Now the ult immediately going to be snapping him back into the corner. The slide forward, Raga able to find Baby Bay. Gets a shutdown, tries to turn the flash, but Jogamo a little bit faster. Finds a headshot, gets a second. As he wants this bonus conversion and wants this map finished. No man and Lysor. They have to win this out. They have to clutch it up. But Jogamo will continue to dissuade and deny. Potentially another 4K for him with this Phoenix. He just committed the ult. He's already halfway to the next one.
He is just so electric on this Phoenix. He's just great with the decision making. Okay. No man does collect one at the end.
ไฮไลท์สภาพพี่บ้างชิว
Takes
โคต
Leaf
ร
out. But still, that's bonus converted. And now you're at match point.
9 in a row. It's what XLG need to try to force this into an
ยิงต้องมาดู
overtime.
แข่งกับพีแล้วเนี่ยอวารูเนี่ยโคตรมัน
Okay. Something very curious
เนี่ย
happened, but
พี่
it is
นั่ง
going to be
เชียร์อยู่
XLG
ในแม่ง
calling a
ในห้อง
timeout.
พี่อย่างกับสเต
Off
เดีย
the
ม
back of this,
เสียงรอบๆทิศทาง
Jogamo is just so damn dominant.
So patient, baiting out those rotations away from the B site where they can channel their energy back into that
เหมาะสำหรับการลองคาราโอ
side,
เกะ
get
แต่
some
ไม่เป็นบ้าน
value
คน
out of the ult at least to figure out a position, and then he just goes to work. Starts digging the graves of XLG.
Perhaps the final Coinbase win condition for XLG. And this has to be, you know, one of the greatest speeches
Yes.
of all time. One of the best reads to try to rally this one back. I mean, we have seen miraculous comebacks, but right now it just feels like all the gas is out of the
ไม่แข่ง
tank
ทั้
for
งปีอะวา
XLG.
โลเอาแล้วอยู่ดีแม่งมาจับหน้าผมเฉย
Having a hard time figuring out how they're going to stop G2. Maybe they'll get one or two. G2 is just so comfortable, and you're still going to have that outlaw. A couple players are going to have full shields, though. 3 out of the 5. This is going to one-tap everybody, but it's that militia buy. Anything
เฮ้ย
and
อยู่ดี
everything
ก็
you're
จะ
going
มา
to
จับ
scrape
หน้า
together
กูโด
here
น
at
ทำไม
XLG.
เฮ้ย
It's going to push
Don't
all
let
their
it go
chips
deep.
onto the A side.
Pitchforks and kitchen knives, whatever they can find with. Bit more impact than that, but sweeping out into long. Baby not going to be able to find the shot. And okay, takes a good amount of damage. Vayne just going to have to stay tucked into the corner now. Nebula gets popped, so he has a bit of an exit strategy. Drone at the same time, able to go on the chase. 4 players behind this one. As Paranoia goes across. Drops down into mid. This is solid aggression from XLG, but they still love to try to find a catch. And oh boy, Baby
ไอ้ลูกหัวมือออกแม่งก็มาจับหน้าผม
Jogamo
โอ้ย
absolutely
เจ้า
can. Sends out the curveball,
เฮ้ย
knows
อะไร
that
อะ
he's surrounded.
เฮ้ยใจเย็น
Valorant tries to peel off some of that pressure, but
โอ้ย
no man will
อะไร
still be able to collect 2. Gets it back to even numbers with the spike
อะไร
has
มัน
been
จะมัน
planted
ขนาดนั้
during
น
the
วะ
chaos. With Trent now all the way over into B. Leaf as well. Now into C main.
เฮ้ยวันเว
Has that Vandal
ดีจัด
pushing them. The critical kill found Happy Way. Giving them a lifeboat back into this, but Leaf is trying to make it sink.
Yep.
ADS is in, gets the tap for the Red Bull clutch. 13-3, G2 looking dominant on Haven. They 2-0 XLG and eliminate them from Master Santiago.
A beautiful bounce back for G2 after a tough loss in their opener here at Master Santiago. But now we are starting to see that these new ideas, this new G2 has legs to it. They're going to continue on.
กูให้มึงจับแก้วทั้งไลฟ์แม่งไม่จับมาจับตอนจบ
Definitely
เก
this
ม
is a big one for them, getting that confidence
อยาก
back.
ดูรีแอคมากๆพี่ชายจบแล้วครับสำหรับค่ำคืนนี้สำหรับเช้านี้นะครับสภาเอจีได้แชมป์ไปแล้วทุกคนนอนหลับพักผ่อนวันนี้ได้นอนไวขอบคุณทั้ง2 ทีมที่จัดให้แบบไวๆด้วยนะครับก็เจอกันฝันดีราตรีสวัสดิ์นะครับเดี๋ยวจะเชื่อแม่งเริ่มตี 1แล้วจบตี 4เฮ้ยจริงไหมเนี่ยพี่เริ่มตี 1จบตี 4มีจับคู่ด้วยนี่หว่าเดี๋ยวรอ
แมปเลยไง
ที่กล้องผมมันกวนมากเลยจับหน้าผมไม่พักเลย
ติ๊ก AI ออกอ่ะ ขวาล่างอ่ะพรุ่งนี้เที่ยงคืนปะ
น่าจะใช่นะยังอีกพี่เบย์บอกดีใจมากที่คืนฟอร์มครับเฮียตอนเจอเปเปอร์เล็กนี่เกือบทำคนทั้งโลกด่าแล้ว
ดี๋ยวมันต้องจับครับใครเจอกันพูดออกไป
G2 กับนี่ชัวร์เลยปิดกล้องมึงกวนไว้ในกล้อง
ดีแล้วครับผมวันนี้ดีเจน่าจะพักงานละวันพระ
ดี
ไม่ต้อง
เจ
เปิดเพลงเยอะแต่ไม่ต้องหลบลิขสิทธิ์อ๋อนี่ไงไม่มีรีพีทแมตช์ครับที่มีคนสงสัย
Okay,
แล้ว
entonces
ก็
las reglas para
รี
esto
เจ
es
นแม
que
ป
sí
อาราว
pueden
แล้ว
haber matchups regionales, no se pueden
รีเจนแมป
repetir
สามารถเจอกันได้
partidas, entonces
อยา
para
กได้เสื้อ
tomar
นี่หว่า
eso en consideración.
เสื้อโปโล
Also,
เนี่ย
how is this going to work? How are we going to positionate also the cards?
อ๋อเสื้อสตาร์ทนี่หว่า
the first match is going to be on the first row, and then the second drawing will be on the bottom row. Then we will move to the third slot, which is against the opponent on the top row, and then last, the fourth spot.
Perfect, thank you very much, Nick. Y bueno, básicamente el draw show va a ser así. Vamos a ver la primera bolita va a ir acá, la segunda va a ir abajito, con la tercera vamos a ver el primer enfrentamiento y con la cuarta se va a definir finalmente lo que va a pasar. So, let's go, let's do this. ¿Estamos animados? You can go ahead, Nick, please, and draw the first ball. Let's discover who's going to be this first team that's going to position right in
ปิดกล้องเลยแชท
that first spot.
พักกล้องหน่อย
Vamos a ver quién es el primero
เมื่อวา
a
นไม่ลืมปิดกล้อง
continuación.
เปิดค้างไว้
And
กล้อง
we've
มันร้อน
got
ทั้งวันทั้ง
G2,
คืน
our recent winners. They're gonna go on that first slot. Nuestros ganadores van a estar en ese primer slot. So now we can go ahead and draw the second ball. Reminding you guys, this is not the opponent. This is gonna go underneath G2. Recordando, no es el oponente, va a ir abajo de G2 para definir el segundo match. Go ahead, please. And we have energy.
เจอกันได้เขาให้รีเจนด้วยกันเจอกันได้
We're not gonna have an Americas match. No vamos a tener un match de Américas. So now, let's see who's gonna be the opponent.
อ๋อใช่ใช่เพราะว่า
Vamos a ver quién va a ser el
จะไม่เจอกัน
oponente de
ถูกต้อง
G2, señoras y señores. Let's see who are we. ¿Quién les gustaría que fuera?
ไม่เอา NRG ไปเจอ TL ได้ไหมอยากเห็น
Okay.
ดู who is the best neon
Let's see who it is. G2 is prepared right here.
ลิควิด
And it's
เอา T1 ว่ะ
T1 ว่ะ
Tenemos AT1
Liquid.
contra todos por la vida para clasificar a esos playoffs now. We know that Team Liquid is
ดู
going to be
T1 ว่ะ
playing
รอบชิง
against
Master Bangkok
Energy. Sabemos que Team
NRG
Liquid
Liquid
va a estar jugando
โอ้โห
contra NRG.
Bit-
So
bit-
those
bit ป่ะพวกนี้
are
พี่
our
โอ้
matches,
ยไม่บิด
ladies
ดิ
and gentlemen. Estos son
เอเนจี
nuestras
ลิควิด
partidas.
โคตรมัน
Deben
อ่ะ
saber
มันตี
โคตร
แบบ
มัน
รัวเหมือนกันอ่ะ
ซิ่งกับซิ่งเหรอ
ซิ่งกับซิ่งมาเจอกันอ่ะ
ทำไมผมว่า NRG มันจะตบ Liquid วะ
รออะไรอ่ะ
แมตช์เดียวทำพี่เฮยมี PTSD เลย พี่เดี๋ยวมันก็เหมือนเบบี้เบย์เดี๋ยวก็กลับมาพี่แนทอะแนทต้องไปเพย์ออฟ
NRG G2 ครับผม
พรุ่งนี้จะเป็นวันของ T1 กับ TL ครับ
เฮ้ย G2 ไหวปะวะ
ตัวทีมที่มีตัว T จะเข้ารอบหมดเลย
G2 T1 ว่าไง
METO ตื่น จอแบบอาจจะมาล้างแค้นมัตเตอร์แบงคอกแต่ไม่ไหว วันนี้ระเบิดฟอร์มให้เพื่อนไปแล้วนี่พักไปแล้วแชท